on that. And, but the only way that's going to continue to build is if we do the same thing against Purdue here in this game.
With what Brandon Innes did, what Brandon Innes does that kind of play into the whole plan of having multiple threats?
Yeah, he's got a lot of versatility, very, very competitive. You want Brandon Innes on your team. Doesn't matter what you're playing. And he was like that in preseason. He was like that in the offseason. He's like that now. And so, we're going to continue to try to figure out ways to make sure he's a part of the offense.
Is the resiliency of Will Howard something that just adds to his resume?
Yeah, resilience is very important for a quarterback. It is, and especially when you're the Ohio State football quarterback. There's a lot that comes with this, and you got to be able to take the good with the bad. And he knew, early in the game some things weren't going very well, but he hung in there and kept fighting and kept swinging, and that's it. I think the guys on the team appreciate that. They appreciate his fight, his resilience, his toughness, and that had a big part in our win.
Some final comments, and we continue on the Ohio State Sports Network from Learfield.
When it comes to your cancer diagnosis, the choice for your care is clear.
And when you choose the James at Ohio State,
you're opting for care from a highly specialized team dedicated to treating one type of cancer, yours.
A team that studies the unique makeup of your disease to develop a personalized treatment plan.
You're choosing our region's only comprehensive cancer center designated by the National Cancer Institute.
For your cancer care, the choice is clear. The James at Ohio State.
Looking for a drink that is bold, smooth, and naturally sweet? Look no further than Patron Añejo. Our tequilas are handmade, using traditional methods to deliver a signature flavor. Patron Añejo is the perfect blend of sophistication and complexity. Sip it neat, on the rocks, or with a splash of fresh pineapple juice. Made with just 3 natural ingredients: Blue Weber agave, yeast, and water. Patron is proudly additive-free. Patron Añejo, made by hand, crafted by passion. Drink responsibly. Imported by Patron Spirits Company, Coral Gables, Florida. Tequila, 40% alcohol by volume.
Hey, Buckeye fans, Union Home Mortgage's 1% down payment program is like kicking an extra point or scoring a 2-point conversion. You put 1% down, and Union Home Mortgage will kick in up to 2% on the house. Visit UHM.com or call 877-846-4968 today. Union Home Mortgage Corp is an equal housing opportunity lender. NMLS number 2229. UHM will contribute up to 2% down, no greater than $2,500 towards a 3% down payment. Home buyers responsible for the remainder of the down payment. This offer is available for the purchase of a primary residence only. For full terms and conditions, visit UHM.com.
Coors Light is cold lagered, cold filtered, and cold packaged for a smoother finish. It's got that crisp, refreshing taste that makes every moment cheering on your team even better. Plus, the mountains on the bottles and cans turn blue when your beer is Rocky Mountain cold, so you never have to guess if your Coors Light is ready to drink. So crack one open, take a sip, and enjoy the game. Coors Light. Choose chill. Celebrate responsibly. 2024 Coors Brewing Company, Golden, Colorado.
The Fan, Ohio sports destination. This is the AEP Energy Buckeye pregame show on the Ohio State Sports Network. Presented by the Ohio State Wexner Medical Center, the team physicians for Ohio State athletics.
Ohio State at home with Purdue today. Our pregame comments brought to you by Kroger. And thinking about Davison Igbinosun and what he did in that game against Penn State, but what he also does, is it a guy that has become, defensive backs talk about selective amnesia? Is that kind of something, one play goes against him and he turns around and makes another great play?
Yeah, and that's what you need. As a corner, we've talked about quarterbacks before, we've talked about different positions, but a cornerback, you have to have that next play mentality. You got to learn from it. But you can't let the last play affect you. It'll just, you'll get eaten alive. IGB's that way. He never thought he's got a holding call in his life. He's never thought he's had a PI in his life, and you can't tell him otherwise. So that's why we had to put the boxing gloves on him. But that mentality and that approach allowed him to keep playing and make that interception in that game, which was a big deal. So we'll take that every day of the week when you have a guy with that kind of mentality.
As you move into this game against Purdue and any other game in the future, can what happened last week be an example of how a team can have success when they stick together?
Yeah, and there's got to be a confidence knowing that you can physically get after anybody in the country. After you coming out of that game, and that was important for us. Now, combine that with great execution, and now we can get to where we need to be undefeated in November, and that's what we're looking for here. So we got to take the next step in this game right here. It's very important.
Thanks as always, Ryan. All the best today.
All right, you got it. Thanks.
Coach Day's comments are presented by Kroger. Kroger Pickup is the easy way to get what you want right when you need it. Try Kroger Pickup today on the Kroger app or at Kroger.com. This is the Ohio State Sports Network from Learfield.
We've got a story about a little bean doing big things. Soybeans are used in creative ways you may have never realized. to make products we use every day. And Ohio's farmers are growing some of the world's best soybeans. By using and eating soy-based products, you make a positive impact locally and globally. Say hey to the largest ag export in the U.S. Learn more about soybeans at soysecrets.org. This ad brought to you by Ohio soybean farmers and their checkoff.
At Ohio State, we are the never afraid to innovate teams, the agile, get it done teams, the achieve more together teams, and the improve people's lives teams. Together, we are the Ohio State University.
Learn more about Ohio State at osu.edu/impact.
Everybody knows that Roosters is a fun, casual joint. With their award-winning waitstaff, great food, fun, and laughter. It's a quick stop on the way home to sit back and unwind or grab a carryout. Roosters is where you, your family, and friends can order pizza, sandwiches, salads, and more. And the home of award-winning wings that are fresh, never frozen. It's your family's other dinner table. Roosters, a fun, casual joint.
Hear every Buckeye game every year. The Fan. Now back to the AEP Energy Buckeye pregame show on the Ohio State Sports Network, presented by the Ohio State Wexner Medical Center, the team physicians for Ohio State athletics.
For every Buckeye touchdown scored this season, the Heartland Bank Community Foundation will make a donation to the USO of Central and Southern Ohio, benefiting our active duty military personnel and their families. For more information or to support our troops, go to usocso.org and be the force behind the forces. Ohio State at home with Purdue today. Most notable last week was how Ohio State's offense rallied from being down 10 points to handle their end of things. Quarterback Will Howard says past experience taught him how to leave bad plays in the rearview mirror and move forward.
Said screw it, move on, and didn't really let it affect my confidence. And it took taking some hits and taking some lumps early in my career, but once I was able to kind of work through that, I was like, man, it's all about how you respond, and it's the next play after that bad play.
And then Howard had the ultimate clincher with a run on offense to kill the clock where it seemed he could have sprinted into the end zone.
Took some self-control for sure. But yeah, we talk about all the time, that situation and downtime, first down, get down kind of situation, because you don't want to allow them to, something crazy happens. I think it was UNC App State last year. They went down and scored with like a minute or so left, and App State went down and scored, onside kick, score again to win the game. Like, you never know what's going to happen. So as much as I would have loved to take in a 40-yard house call on that last play, it's better to win the game. And as much as probably could have gotten a couple more yards out of it and stat padded a little bit, but I wasn't thinking about that in the moment. Just get down, get the win.
But in looking at their potential, receiver Jeremiah Smith says there is no ceiling for what this offense has the ability to do.
Everything is special. Just receivers we had, the best two backs in the country that we had, the O-line that we have. We got the best quarterback in the country. So it's pretty special to be in this offense for sure as a freshman, to be out there playing.
And certainly, Jim, Will Howard probably made more fans than he already had with the way he handled the end of that game at Penn State last week.
Yeah, especially the way the game started for Will. He certainly had a great second half, and I'm sure there are a lot of Buckeye fans appreciative of the way he was able to handle his business, put that stuff behind him, and go out there and get the victory. Paul, on paper, this looks like a team that you ought to be able to get some yards on. They're 18th in total defense, 448 yards per game. They're last in the Big Ten in points allowed at 36.9. But, when you look at it, they do have some players. We saw Dylan Thieneman. He had a great freshman year. He's got 64 tackles so far this year. Kydron Jenkins, linebacker number 4. He's got 5.5 sacks. Got 22 sacks for his career, number 6 in the history of the program. Defensive lineman number 15, Will Helt, has 5 sacks. When they do see this, though, they got some block kicks. They blocked 2 field goals, and they blocked a punt, so that special teams will be important here, too.
They certainly will. Matt Andrews down on the field. I'm sure you're anxious to watch to see how that retooled offensive line with Donovan Jackson at left tackle and Carson Hintzman at left guard operate for the second straight game.
No doubt, Paul, and Coach Day mentioned it during your interview with him, just continuing to build game on game there at that tackle spot for Donovan. But this Buckeye team has been awesome this year when they get to the red zone. 96% Red zone efficiency, that's number 1 in the conference, 5th in the nation. So seeing this team execute inside the 20 is a priority as well.
Today's broadcast presented by Union Home Mortgage. Coming up next, we'll look at how the Ohio State defense matches up with Purdue's offense as our AEP Energy Buckeye pregame show continues on the Ohio State Sports Network from Learfield.
Hi, this is Paul Keels. This Buckeye season, don't let a broken windshield ruin your game plan. Safelite Auto Glass makes it easy to get your windshield fixed with their mobile glass shops all over Central Ohio. They can come to you anywhere, giving Buckeye fans more time for game time. OH? Man, I love that. Schedule at safelite.com. Safelite Auto Glass is a proud sponsor of Ohio State Athletics.
Safelite Repair, Safelite Replace.
Hey, Buckeye fans, Union Home Mortgage's 1% down payment program is like kicking an extra point or scoring a 2-point conversion. You put 1% down, and Union Home Mortgage will kick in up to 2% on the house. Visit UHM.com or call 877-846-4968 today. Union Home Mortgage Corp is an equal housing opportunity lender. NMLS number 2229. UHM will contribute up to 2% down, no greater than $2,500 towards a 3% down payment. Home buyers responsible for the remainder of the down payment. This offer is available for the purchase of a primary residence only. For full terms and conditions, visit UHM.com.
Imagine a tailgate. The heat of the flame, the sizzle of the burger, the squeeze of the ketchup. Grilling is essential to tailgating as the game itself. Weber grills are there in the hours, minutes, and even seconds before kickoff. Before the best damn band in the land plays the battle cry, signaling it's time to take the field. Weber is a proud sponsor of Ohio State Athletics. This season, Weber created an officially licensed limited edition Ohio State grill inspired by the iconic Buckeye helmets. Find the best damn grill in the land at local Ohio retailers.
There's one medical team in Central Ohio skilled enough to care for your favorite Ohio State team, and Buckeyes everywhere. The Ohio State University Wexner Medical Center is your choice for the most highly specialized orthopedic and sports medicine care. Our surgeons, physicians, and physical therapists have access to the most advanced treatments and innovative recovery approaches to get you back in your game. Because on or off the field, our team is your team. The choice for your orthopedic care is clear.
Always and forever your home of the Buckeyes. Home of the Buckeyes. The Fan. This is the AEP Energy Buckeye pregame show on the Ohio State Sports Network. Presented by the Ohio State Wexner Medical Center, the team physicians for Ohio State Athletics.
Buckeye fans, AEP Energy is redefining the game with renewable energy plans for your home or business. Visit aepenergy.com/OSU to get started. AEP Energy, the official electricity and natural gas sponsor of Ohio State Athletics. Buckeyes hosting Purdue today, and in the last 2 games, Ohio State's defense has played a large part in putting each of those games in the win column. Defensive lineman Caden McDonald speaks on the goal line stand against Penn State and how that factored into things.
Game on the line, the biggest game of the year. You know, we got all these goals set. Ty League went down, and somebody had to step up, and I got my opportunity. Pushed him back, made the play, and I grabbed his leg, but he tried to get away, but all my boys came and helped me, and it was all, this is what I do. Like, I enjoy playing football, the pride, pushing somebody back against their own will. Coach Johnson preaches that for us. If you do that, and good things will work out for you.
And McDonald is also one who is making the most of the opportunity to get more playing time.
I feel like it's all about the opportunity, having guys, Ty League and Ty, pushing me every day, having me ready for the moment. I think that's why I think it's starting to show more. Just every day, just keep working, keep going.
And on the back end of the defense, cornerback Denzel Burke has been able to shake past a difficult outing against Oregon and make plays like he did in State College.
I'm pretty seasoned now. This is my 4th year playing football, a lot of football. You just got to continue to just have amnesia, especially playing on the outside, playing corner, being on the island. And as you play more ball, you get a lot more comfortable and you get used to those moments.
And certainly, Jim, the last 2 games, this defense has been on point.
Yeah, they have, Paul. It's been really impressive to watch them play. They've only allowed 1 touchdown in those last 2 ball games. And, it's all areas. The defensive backfield, David Sigmanos and Denzel Burke are playing at a high level. Of course, Caleb Downs has been fantastic, along with Lathan Ransom healthy now. And then inside our defensive tackles, Tyreek Williams, getting some things done. You heard from Caden McDonald what he's been able to do, and Ty Hamilton. So all those guys have been able to step up. And, going against this Purdue offense, which is given, has 334 yards per game right now. They're scoring 20.3 points, which is 119th in the NCAA. You got two quarterbacks. Hudson Card will play a lot. You know, he was nicked up with a concussion early in the year, but he's back. He started versus Northwestern. Ryan Brown comes in. He's more of a dual threat, rushed for 118 yards versus Illinois, so you got to be careful when he's in the game. Devin Mockabee, we've seen him play over the years, a very, very good player. And then Max Clare, their tight end, number 86, seems like a guy that can catch some passes. He's their leading receiver with 30 receptions so far this year. They've had the same 5 starting offensive linemen the 5 games, or the last 7 games, so they feel like they found some stability there on that offensive line front.
And from down on the field, Matt Andrews, this has been a Purdue offense that's given up 20 sacks, so I can imagine from your view you'd be able to watch a lot of guys scratching off trying to get into that backfield.
No question. And Purdue is prone to a turnover, too, Paul. -5 their turnover margin, which ranks 107th in the country. So they'll give it away to you.
Our keys to the game presented by Medical Mutual, Ohio's hometown Medicare insurer. Jim?
Well, how about a quick start, Paul? Last week we were down 10-0. The last couple games, Ohio State's been down. They've been one-score games. Let's get off to a quick start. Number 2, control the line of scrimmage. Offensive, defensive lines are coming off good performances. That has to continue today. And then, let's say it, run the football. You know, Purdue's giving up 203 yards per game. Let's see if we can get that rushing attack, because that travels anywhere. If you can run the football, it doesn't matter what the weather is.
Yeah, 2 consecutive games, Ohio State has not scored a rushing touchdown. We are getting closer to the opening kickoff for today's game between the Ohio State Buckeyes and the Purdue Boilermakers. The AEP Energy Buckeye pregame show has been brought to you statewide by NCAAF Insurance on the Ohio State Sports Network from Learfield.
And brought to you locally by State Farm, your Central Ohio Toyota dealers, and by the Diamond Cellar, on your home of the Buckeyes. Live and local weekdays beginning at 6 a.m. with Morning Juice on the Fan, Ohio's sports destination.
Howard Hanna is the proud real estate sponsor of Ohio State Athletics. At Howard Hanna, we offer everything you need when buying or selling with one winning team. Our streamlined services save you time and money and make sure all aspects of your home buying and selling journey are handled smoothly. Step onto the field with confidence and experience top-notch support from our team, knowing that Howard Hanna has got what it takes to cross the goal line and get the job done. Visit howardhanna.com/GoBucks today.
Now, the officials have been talking for quite some time.
All righty, let's see what they have to say.
Upon further review, there is no penalty on the play. However, we have conferred and discovered that Bob, the line judge, has saved a boatload for his kids' college using Ohio's 529 plan. It is tax-free, accepted nationwide. Bob recommends we all go to collegeadvantage.com. First down.
Well, that's not entirely unexpected.
Classic Bob.
Ohio seniors, it's time to make the right call for better Medicare benefits with Medical Mutual. Plans start at $0 per month and include $0 doctor visits and $0 generic prescription drugs. Visit medmutual.com/review or call 1-866-966-9338 to find a plan today. MedMutual Advantage plans are HMO, HMO, POS, and PPO plans offered by Medical Mutual of Ohio with a Medicare contract. Enrollment in a MedMutual Advantage plan depends on contract renewal.
Want to kick off your fall shopping with a touchdown? Shop Bob's Discount Furniture for pieces that fit your style and your space. Check out Bob's space-conscious and style-forward furniture for every room, like counter-height dining sets, convenient lift-top coffee tables, guest-friendly pop-up sleepers, and storage-filled seating perfect for game day hangouts. So stop and score winning design with Bob's Discount Furniture, proud sponsor of Ohio State Athletics.
The Fan, Ohio sports destination.
Horvath, deep second, he is up. Ball goes to Horvath. Horvath face back, there's a pass. Look out for this. It's a touchdown, Ohio. It's good.
The ball is set down. Janowitz boots it. It is good. Janowitz makes the field goal.
Ball goes to Haffney through there, and he may go all the way. Look out for this. There he goes. Half a long Cassidy. And it's Griffin coming up the middle. 25, 20, 15, 5,
He might go all the way. He's at the 30, the 20, the 10, 5, end zone, touchdown, Eddie George.
Play right side.
side, steps up and gets to the end zone. Troy Smith.
When you're used to somebody else leading, there's nowhere else to look. You have to be the guy who does it.
To the 20, to the 15, to the 10, and into the end zone goes TreVeyon Henderson.
It's going to take everybody on the roster to go win a championship.
Hits Ibuka, who waltzes into the end zone untouched for another Ohio State touchdown. Emeka Ibuka.
And the plan to win, the number one thing is play great defense.
Brings it out on the right side.
Oh!
Intercepted. Tuimoloau will walk into the end zone with a pick six. Jalen Tuimoloau.
It's an opportunity to learn and grow and see, what it takes to win in the CFP.
Mariota just flings that one down the left side of the field. Intercepted by Eli Apple at the 25. And Apple will go to the ground at the 32, and that's it. Ohio State national champions for the 8th time.
From Learfield, this is the Ohio State Sports Network, presented by the Ohio State Wexner Medical Center, the team physicians for Ohio State athletics. Buckeye football is brought to you statewide by NCAAF Insurance and by the Ohio Kubota dealers on the Ohio State Sports Network from Learfield. And brought to you locally by State Farm, your Central Ohio Toyota dealers, and by the Diamond Cellar on your home of the Buckeyes. Live and local weekdays beginning at 6 a.m. with Morning Juice on the Fan, Ohio's sports destination.
American Electric Power is a proud sponsor of Buckeyes Care.
Hi, I'm Janelle Coleman with American Electric Power. AP comes together with our communities to create a better future every day. Whether we serve, build, or simply share with others, we make Central Ohio brighter for our neighbors. Our collaboration with Buckeyes Care is another way we work to make the future boundless for all.
Hi, it's Alex Johnson from the Diamond Cellar. Growing up in the family business, I've seen firsthand the joy and love that comes with finding the perfect engagement ring. For over 77 years, our family's been dedicated to providing the best quality, unmatched selection, and the guaranteed best price. From timeless classics to custom designs, we have the perfect ring for every love story. Let our family help you celebrate the moments that mean the most. Visit Diamond Cellar today on Salmo Road or at Easton Town Center.
Get ready, Buckeye fans. Donato's just added something special to the pizza playbook. Introducing Donato's new Block O pizza. Donato's golden thin crust cut in that trademark Block O shape, loaded with crispy pepperoni, smoked provolone cheese, and Buckeye Spirit. It's the perfect pizza for game day or any day in Buckeye country. Now get a Block O pizza for just $10 with any pizza purchase. Order today with the Donato's app or at donatos.com.
It's Bobby Carpenter. Join us Monday morning at 6 for the Morning Juice on 97.1 The Fan.
Ohio State at a home with Purdue today, and our starting lineups are presented by the American Dairy Association Middies. Chocolate milk has 8 grams of protein with the power to fuel everyone, including Ohio State lineman Donovan Jackson. He's built like a Buckeye, and you can be too. Learn more at ohiostatebuckeyes.com/built like a Buckeye. The Purdue offense will be led by senior quarterback Hudson Card, a transfer from Texas. Devin Mockabee will be their lead tailback. Wide receivers are Jamal Edrin, Jerron Tibbs, and also C.J. Smith. Tight end is Max Clare. On the offensive line, Gus Hartwig at center. D.J. Wingfield and Mohamed Musa are the guards, with Marcus Embo and Corey Stewart the tackles. The Ohio State defense opposite them: Jalen Tuimoloau, Ty Hamilton, Tyleek Williams, and Jack Sawyer on the line. Sonny Styles and Cody Simon are the linebackers, with Denzel Burke, Davison Igbinosun, Jordan Hancock the corners. Caleb Downs and Lathan Ransom will be the safeties. The Ohio State offense will be led by quarterback Will Howard, with TreVeyon Henderson and Quinshon Judkins splitting the tailback duties. Emeka Ibuka, Jeremiah Smith, Brandon Ennis, Carnell Tate will all get reps at wide receiver. G. Scott at tight end. On the offensive line, Seth McLaughlin at center. Carson Hinsman and Tegra Shabola the guards. Josh Fryer and Donovan Jackson are the tackles. The Purdue defense on the line: Jeffrey Emba, Cole Brevard, and Joe Anderson. Their linebackers, or rush ends as they refer to them: Will Helt, Kadron Jenkins, and Yanni Karloftis. In the secondary, Nyland Green and Kendrick Breedlove will be the corners, with Dylan Thieneman, Smiley Bradford, and Antonio Stevens as their safeties. Coming up, the coin toss and the opening kick. You're listening to the home of the Buckeyes.
Hi, I'm Archie Griffin, two-time Heisman Trophy winner. The right coverage can be a game changer, both on and off the field. That's why NCAAF Insurance and their local independent agents are prepared for what's next and protect what matters most to you. Whether that's your home, car, business, or family, NCAAF's got your back with a policy that fits you perfectly. With local independent agents in your neighborhood and innovative insurance products that can be tailored to fit your unique needs. Encova's playbook is an easy win for your peace of mind. You can trust their team of agents to develop a strategy that's just right for you. And it's not just X's and O's. Your expert agent will guide you and provide insurance solutions so you can confidently manage your risk and count on a financially secure future. For auto, home, and business insurance, you want Encova on your team. Visit Encova.com today to find an agent near you. Encova is a proud sponsor of Ohio State Athletics. Go Bucks!
It takes hard work to be the best in the game. Planning, commitment, resilience, sweat. That's why Old Dominion Freight Line, the #1 national LTL carrier for quality, works hard to be the best in the game and is proud to support those striving to be the best in theirs. Old Dominion Freight Line, official freight sponsor of Ohio State Athletics, helping the world keep promises.
The future of recycling is now at Rumpke Waste and Recycling. The recycling leader has opened North America's largest, most technologically advanced recycling center right here in Central Ohio. This one-of-a-kind facility features interactive displays, educational opportunities, and the ability to process over 60 tons of recycled material per hour. Rumpke is committed to recycling and sustainability efforts, and for more than 90 years, Rumpke has worked to make sure the items you place in your recycling bin get used again. Visit Rumpke.com to learn how you can team with Rumpke to put less trash in our landfills and more of it to good use.
Buckeye football lives here. The Fan.
Right now, let's pause 10 seconds for station identification on the Ohio State Sports Network from Learfield.
Always and forever, your Ohio State flagship station.
WBNS-FM, HD1 Columbus.
The Fan, Ohio sports destination.
Welcome inside the Union Home Mortgage broadcast booth, the official home lending sponsor of Ohio State Athletics. Learn about their 1% down payment program at UHM.com. Equal housing lender, NMLS number 2229. And after that dynamic win in State College over Penn State last week, Ohio State back at home, 7-1 on the season, 4-1 in the Big Ten, hosting 1-7 Purdue, a Boilermaker team that's 0-5 in the league. They've not won a game since their opening week game against Indiana State. Ohio State leads this series 41-15-2. They've won 2 in a row, have won 9 straight here at home, where they have a 26-6-2 mark. But, Jim, we've seen, especially the games in West Lafayette, where Purdue has played heartbreaker.
No, they have, Paul. They've been a team that can, step up and make some plays. I mean, you go back to, what was it, 16 or when we lost up there?
18,
yeah. When Ohio State went in there and, you thought they were having a heck of a year, and, Purdue was able to put us on it. They made a lot of good plays. What was it, Marcus Bailey, their linebacker, set up and did some good things for them, and they have been a tough out. I know from my college experience, my senior year we lost to Purdue against a pretty talented player, and Rod Woodson, defensive back, had a punt return for a touchdown and a couple interceptions in that ball game. So they have talent. They have some good football players. They're usually well coached, and that's always a kind of some interesting history with them. And then 22 years ago, when we were there, and holy Buckeye, when Ohio State, Craig Krenzel hit Michael Jenkins to win that ball game, and it just came down to inches in that game, and Ohio State was able to make one more play than they do to get that victory.
And certainly for Ohio State, trying to follow up what they did last Saturday is crucial for this team. Everybody looks at them as a heavy favorite going into this game, much like they did going into the Nebraska game. But you certainly have to come out and at least get off to a better start and make a better showing.
Well, the playoff rankings came out, this past Wednesday, and Oregon #1, no surprise there. Ohio State #2. So 2 of the top teams in the country, right now are in the Big Ten, and Ohio State's got to take some of that momentum that they've had from their last 2 victories against Nebraska and Penn State and continue forward, starting this week and then the next 3 games after that. So we're getting towards the end of the season here, but really it's only the halfway point if you want to win a national championship. Obviously the goals for this team is to beat the team up north, to win a Big Ten championship, and then compete for national championship. So that's all still in front of them.
It certainly is. The Ohio State football team has hit the field. Purdue has yet to come out. The Buckeyes in their usual attire at home: the scarlet jerseys, the gray helmets, the silver helmets, the gray trousers, and the white numerals. Purdue will be wearing all white with their gold helmets and black trim. And as everybody is in position for a beautiful afternoon for football, the Ohio State Marching Band is in position for their always record-setting performance of the national anthem. That's also just a reminder that Monday's Veterans Day, so make sure that you show your appreciation to those that you know are around that are veterans. Well, the Star-Spangled Banner performed. Most of the folks seem to be settled into their seats. A 12 noon kickoff. You better get used to them. They're going to be coming fast and furious down the stretch here for the rest of the season. Regular season, at least anyway. And after today, only 2 more home games, but those figure to be 2 big ones as well, with Indiana and Michigan, 2 teams that are playing one another today in Bloomington. But this is a big one for Ohio State.
Yeah, I guess if Ohio State, is one of those 5th seeds, they'll have a game here maybe on December 20th, the 5 through 8 in the playoffs will host the home game. So that would be December 20th or the 21st. Be a little bit chillier, I'm assuming, then than it is right now.
You would think so. But we have been knock on countertop here. We have been very, very fortunate so far this season with the weather that we have encountered. Let's hope that continues next weekend in the windy city of Chicago when Ohio State will play Northwestern at Wrigley Field.
Yeah, the sun is out just like it was last week in Happy Valley against Penn State. It's just a beautiful day here in Columbus. And, as I'm looking at the south stands, they're still kind of filling up with the students over there, but most all the other seats have been taken. There's a few there on the northwest corner that are still waiting for people to arrive, but
get them out of the library.
Get them out of the library to get them out of the parking lot, I would assume.
Yeah, probably. But again, this season has really flown by as we move into the first week of November here. The Ohio State captains and the Purdue captains are in position to get ready to come to the middle of the field for the coin toss for today's game. As Ohio State and Purdue meeting for the 2nd straight year, they will meet for a 3rd consecutive year next season in West Lafayette. Now for the coin toss, let's go down to the field where the welcoming committee continues to surround Matt Andrews. B.A.?
Oh, fellas, great to be back. Thanks so much. Ibuka, Simon, Henderson, and Sawyer all make their way out to the Block O. Purdue captains joining as well. President Carter is going to be the honorary captain. Let's listen in. Our referee today is Chris Coyle. Beg your pardon, Chris Coit.
Welcome both teams to Military Appreciation Day. Purdue, the visitors, will call the coin toss. A commemorative coin. The helmets are heads. The emblem is tails. Helmets, heads. Emblem, tails. President Carter, would you do the honors?
Good luck, gentlemen.
Excuse me. What is your call?
Heads.
Heads is the call. It is heads. You've won the toss. Purdue wants the ball. Which way do you want to kick? Go ahead and turn your backs to that goal.
Purdue football, fellas.
First half, Purdue 1 elects to receive the kickoff.
Boy, where's Dave Whitwood when you need him? Each Buckeye defensive 3rd down this half is brought to you by Corson Fire and Security, protecting life and property since 1946. From knowledgeable salespeople to highly trained technicians, Corson provides the very best fire protection and security solutions to businesses throughout Ohio. Learn more at Corson.com. Jim, we were asked earlier today about some of the memories of various Purdue-Ohio State games, and can remember the one game here where Drew Brees caught a pass. Was it a touchdown or was it just a long pass? I couldn't remember if he got into the end zone, but Vinny Sutherland threw him a pass in that game.
Yeah, Vinny Sutherland was a great player on those teams. Of course, we all remember Seth Morales.
Unfortunately.
From those years.
Yeah.
I know Mike Doss probably still remembers Seth Morales, but yeah, they've had some talented people, some talented wide receivers. Former teammate of mine with the San Diego Chargers, Mark Herman, played quarterback for them in the late 70s, early 80s, and is up here doing the game for the Boilermaker Radio Network.
Our game time temperature brought to you by Atlas Butler, 56 degrees. But Skip Mossick still wearing shorts. Atlas Butler is proud to serve Central Ohio for over 100 years. Their technicians are scheduled day and night, 7 days a week, including holidays. And since Atlas Butler is always open, you never pay any after-hour service fees for all your heating, cooling, and plumbing needs. Call 1-800-FURNACE.
Skip's sitting behind the glass over there, Paul.
Well, there's that, yes. Reggie Love is one of the kick returners that is back deep for Purdue, and it appears that the other one is Andrew Sawinski, a backup receiver. And kicking off for Ohio State will be Jaden Fielding, who on the year has been very good. He has 37 touchbacks on the season. So he will kick from the north end of the stadium, the closed end, to the south end of the stadium.
This will be his 52nd kickoff of the season.
So Sawinski and Love back to wait it. Purdue has not won in this stadium since 1988.
There was the one game, the infamous game that went to overtime that Ohio State won. That was a game where the late Mike Kudla fell on a fumble in the end zone for a defensive score. And here goes Fielding to kick it off for the Buckeyes. Puts it in the air, and that's going to be a short kickoff. Fair catch, waited for by Sawinski and made at his own 14. Hudson Card, a senior out of Austin, and a transfer from 22 games at Texas, completing 61% of his passes, just over 1,000 yards, 8 touchdowns, 4 interceptions, plus he has a catch.
Yeah, there is a breeze blowing from the south to the north as you look at the American flag. It's positioned blowing towards the north there.
So they're going to get Purdue possession of the ball at their own 25-yard line. Devin Mockabee will be the running back for the Boilermakers. They'll send 2 wides to the right. One of them is tight end Max Clare. Now he's set up as a slot left. So 2 wide to the right, single flanker, Tibbs to the left. Pistol formation with Hudson Card at quarterback. Mockabee behind him at tailback from their own 25. Mockabee the give, running straight ahead. Mockabee gets to his own 35, off defenders, and taken down at his own 39-yard line. Safety Lathan Ransom as Devin Mockabee gets a first down right from the get-go for Purdue.
Gain of 14, running right behind that left side of his offensive line. Big hole there. He's able to get through the linebacker level and got to the safeties.
Junior from Boonville, Indiana, averaging 5.9 per carry. Edrin and Smith will go wide to the right. Clare and Tibbs wide left for Purdue. 1st and 10 Boilermakers from their own 38-yard line. Center Gus Hardwick over the football as Hudson Card sets up in a shotgun. Gets the snap. Card hands it off Mockabee. Sweeping to the right. He gets to his own 40-yard line and is knocked out of bounds right around his own 42-yard line by corner Denzel Burke.
Jack Sawyer providing chase there. Ran him right into the cornerback Denzel Burke there. Still positive yards for Purdue, almost 5 yards on that first down carry.
Mockabee 18 carries, 100 yards even last year against Ohio State. So it's 2nd and 4, Boilermakers at their own 44-yard line. Jamal Edrin will go wide to the right. Max Clare, Jerron Tibbs, and C.J. Smith flank to the left for quarterback Hudson Card. Now Clare, the tight end, motioning in from the left side. Snap to Hudson Card, looks to throw, being chased. Card in trouble, and he falls down before he could be sacked. Jalen Tuimoloau, defensive end, and Cody Simon, linebacker, closed down on him, bringing up a course and 3rd down.
You know, Edric Houston's in there for Ohio State, the true freshman, getting some playing time here, starting here for the Buckeyes. That's a good sign, showing he's got a big upside. Came in as a defensive end and now playing some defensive tackle for Tyleek Williams.
3rd and 14, Purdue with the ball at their own 34-yard line. So the crowd giving something to holler about. Edric Houston, the freshman, as you said, Jim, right there on the front line. Purdue, 3rd and 14 from their own 34-yard line. Edrin wide to the right. 3 others wide left for quarterback Hudson Card, who's got Mockabee in the backfield. Now Smith moving in motion on the left side of the line. Snap to Hudson Card. He looks left, looks right, throws complete. Mockabee right side, races to the Purdue 40, and he's thrown down at the Purdue 44-yard line by linebacker Sonny Styles. About 4 shy of the first down, or maybe even more than that.
Yeah, probably about 4th and 5 to go, and Purdue's going to send their punter out to punt this away. Keenan Crimmins.
And Caleb Downs will be back to await the punt. Crimmins, an Australian and a transfer
Number 11
from
of Ohio State is now wearing 25.
Thank you. Crimmins, the 4th best punter in the Big Ten, averaging 44.8. He is a transfer from Mississippi State. He gets a chest-high snap, moves to his right, puts that punt in the air with the right foot. Caleb Downs for Ohio State creeps up on it, lets it bounce behind him, though, and it'll check up out of bounds at the Ohio State 5. Buckeye football brought to you in part by Encova Insurance for auto and home, encircling you with solutions you can trust. Encova, proud sponsor of Ohio State athletics. Timeout already on the field with 12:17 to play in the first quarter. No score, Ohio State and Purdue. Today's broadcast presented by Union Home Mortgage. This is Buckeye football from Learfield.
For more than 35 years, Hyde Park Prime Steakhouse has been known by Buckeye Nation as serving the best steaks in the city. Our thick-cut, aged steaks have been a staple in Columbus with 3 locations, in Upper Arlington, Dublin, and downtown. Hyde Park is proud to introduce our newly added wine room at the downtown Columbus location, where a new elegance in dining will surround you. And coupled with live entertainment every weekend, Hyde Park will be the perfect setting for any occasion or the perfect night out. Hyde Park is a proud sponsor of Ohio State athletics. Go Bucks!
Need inspiration? Shop Kroger for thousands of appetizing ingredients that inspire countless mouth-watering meals with savings beyond low prices. Like digital coupons worth over $600 each week and up to $1 off per gallon at the pump. So you can get big flavors and big savings. Kroger, fresh for everyone. Fuel restrictions apply.
This is Ohio State head football coach Ryan Day, asking you to help provide 2 million meals to feed our community. Just round up at the register today. Every dollar provides 10 meals for neighbors in need. Get in the game and let's tackle hunger.
Buckeye fans, are you game day ready? Ohio State football is back, so get in the zone by adding nutritious and delicious pork to your tailgate menu. Ohio pig farmers are raising wholesome and versatile pork to be the nutritional powerhouse that you need to watch every Buckeye touchdown this season. Head over to ohpork.org to find game day worthy recipes and to learn more about how real Ohio pig farming families care for the land, the water, and their people every day. This ad is paid in part by the Pork Checkoff.
The Fan. Ohio sports destination.
Today's broadcast is presented by Union Home Mortgage.
This is the Ohio State Sports Network, presented by the Ohio State Wexner Medical Center, the team physicians for Ohio State athletics.
No score, Ohio State and Purdue, 12-17 to play first quarter. Each first down that Ohio State picks up today brought to you by Kroger. A reminder that Kroger Pickup is the easy way to get what you want right when you need it. Try Kroger Pickup today in the Kroger app or at Kroger.com. Down on the field to Matt Andrews.
Purdue rips off a first down there, fellas, and then the defense got stingy. You can see a pass rush pretty good up front. We'll keep an eye on that as the day goes.
Well, Ohio State's offense with the ball for the first time. Quarterback Will Howard, fourth in the nation in completion percentage at 73%, third in the nation in passing efficiency at 179.89, and coming off a real roller coaster ride last week at State College. But it ended well.
Yeah, especially that first half. We were on that roller coaster going down, and eventually we got to the top.
Ohio State will start this drive first and 10 from their own 6-yard line. Quinshon Judkins opens at tailback. G. Scott, Jeremiah Smith, Emeka Ibuka wide right, and Carnell Tate flanked to the left for quarterback Will Howard. Sets up in the gun, gets the snap, hands to Judkins. Running straight ahead, Judkins into the line of bodies, and he pushes the pile out to about the 8 before being stopped by Purdue lineman Cole Brevard.
Yeah, running gain of 2 there, running behind Tegra Shabola and Josh Fryer over there on the right side for Ohio State. Just a quick handoff there. And like you said, just found a little bit of running room.
Judkins averaging 6.5 per carry, 14 carries, 95 yards last week. So 2nd and 8. Buckeyes working from their own 8-yard line. 3 wide to the right again. Single flanker is Jeremiah Smith to the left. Will Howard in the gun, gets the snap, drops back at his 1, floats that pass up the left side. Jeremiah Smith hauls it into the 30, out of bounds at his own 34-yard line as he got behind corner Nyland Green. Jeremiah Smith with another acrobatic catch, and it's a first down pickup presented by Kroger.
Yeah, one-on-one outside. Jeremiah Smith's going to win a majority of those matchups, and he did there. Excellent pass there by Will Howard. He had a little zip on that ball as it went right towards the Purdue sideline into Jeremiah Smith's hands.
Who had Smith his touchdown streak snapped last week at Penn State. He had 7 straight games with TD catches. First and 10, Ohio State at their own 33-yard line. And now it'll be a handoff that goes, and it's Judkins, who was in a slot light running left, and he's thrown down at about the 33 by corner Nyland Green.
They actually had Brandon Ennis, number 11, lined up in the backfield, kind of next to Will Howard there, with Judkins out there trying to get some speed on that fly type sweep pass or sweep run there by Ohio State.
So it will be 2nd and 10. Buckeyes at their own 33. Bryson Rogers comes in as a receiver. He'll come wide to the right with Carnell Tate. Tight ends on each side of the line. G. Scott on the right, Bennett Christian on the left, and Judkins in the backfield with Howard. 2nd and 10. Buckeyes at their own 33. Scoreless first quarter. Howard with his first pass attempt of the game. Eludes the defender, dumps it out right flat. Judkins, who's grabbed and stopped by Nyland Green, cornerback, right around the Ohio State 39-yard line.
Yeah, a little RPO there. They fake the handoff to Judkins. He continues to go out into the flat there. Will Howard stepping up in the pocket, delivering over there to his right side towards the Ohio State bench. Judkins gets a completion. Little work to do here on 3rd down.
Yes, and 3 to go with the ball put between the Ohio State 39 and 40-yard line. Scoreless first quarter. Travion Henderson will go wide to the left with Carnell Tate and G. Scott. Jeremiah Smith wide to the right, along with Emeka Ibuka, who started in the backfield. 3rd and 3. Ohio State at their own 40. Will Howard in the shotgun, gets the snap, drops back at his 32. Quick pass middle of the field, incomplete. G. Scott at his own 49 as he came off the left side. Covered by safety Antonio Stevens. Passed a tad high, but G. Scott, we've seen him make catches like that, couldn't gather that one in.
Yeah, he just couldn't elevate enough to catch that football, and you're right, it was a tad high and just out of his reach. So Ohio State picks up a first down on the catch by Jeremiah Smith. Will punt it away, their first punt of the game.
And Joe McGuire, who's had back-to-back season-best games to punt it away for Ohio State. Andrew Sawinski is back deep for Purdue in a scoreless first quarter.
Snap from John Furman to McGuire. Puts a punt in the air with the right foot. Sawinski will back up on that one as it bounces once, twice, 3, 5 times in front of him. He nearly fumbled it away, but he falls on it at his own 12. Andrew Sawinski. He almost gift-wrapped that one for the Buckeyes. Score perks on Game Day Essentials all season long at Giant Eagle. Giant Eagle's a proud sponsor of Ohio State Athletics. Timeout on the field. 9:43 to play first quarter. Ohio State and Purdue are scoreless. Today's broadcast presented by Union Home Mortgage. You can even read that upside down. This is Buckeye football from Learfield.
Buckeye Nation, the game's on fire. Whether you're in the stadium or on the couch, make sure Buckeye Vodka, proud sponsor of Ohio State Athletics, is in your lineup. Distilled for a smooth finish, it's the perfect play for any game day. Grab yours and please enjoy responsibly. And be sure to follow them on social media at Buckeye Vodka. That's at Buckeye Vodka, 21 and over.
Hey, Buckeye fans, Union Home Mortgage's 1% down payment program is like kicking an extra point or scoring a 2-point conversion. You put 1% down, and Union Home Mortgage will kick in up to 2% on the house. Visit UHM.com or call 877-846-4968 today. Union Home Mortgage Corp is an equal housing opportunity lender. NMLS number 2229. UHM will contribute up to 2% down, no greater than $2,500 towards a 3% down payment. Home buyers responsible for the remainder of the down payment. This offer is available for the purchase of a primary residence only. For full terms and conditions, visit UHM.com.
Hey, Buckeye Nation, Paul Keels here for my other favorite nation, Window Nation. If you're a fan of scoring, you're going to love this. Window Nation is going nuts with an incredible offer just for you. Buy 2 windows. Get 2 windows free plus 0 down and 0 payments with 0 interest for 2 years. And if you order a full house of windows, you'll be part of a full house at the Shoe with tickets to a Buckeye game. Call Window Nation today at 866-90-NATION or visit them online at windownation.com. Tell them Paul sent you for the Buckeyes Full House Special.
Today's broadcast is presented by Union Home Mortgage.
This is the Ohio State Sports Network, presented by the Ohio State Wexner Medical Center, the team physicians for Ohio State Athletics.
Stay safe this season. Make a plan for a safe ride home. If you drive drunk, you will be caught and you will be arrested. Drive sober or get pulled over, funded by the Ohio Traffic Safety Office and the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration. 9:43 to play first quarter here at Ohio Stadium in Columbus. The Buckeyes of Ohio State and the Boilermakers of Purdue so far scoreless. And Purdue nearly gave the ball back to Ohio State as Andrew Sawinski fell on a punt that kind of squirted away from him like a greased pig for a moment.
Yeah, that was kind of hopping in there, trying to pick that up on the roll, and he did bobble that a little bit, but was able to quickly get down on it. But decent punt there again by Joe McGuire, ended up turning into a 48-yard punt, so that'll increase his average a little bit.
Yeah, he's handled things pretty well here.
Last couple of weeks, he's improved, so let's continue that. Of course, you don't want to punt too many times. Last week, he just had to punt twice
as opposed to Keelan Crimmins of Purdue, who's punted 41 times.
Yeah.
Kind of tells you how the season's gone.
It sure does.
So the Boilermakers, 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line. Reggie Love now will get a turn at tailback. Senior out of St. Louis and a transfer from Illinois. Starts off lined up behind quarterback Hudson Card in a pistol set with 2 wide receivers. Sent out Tibbs and Edrin wide to the right. The Purdue Boilermakers, who've not won since week 1 against Indiana State. 1st and 10 from their own 12. Hudson Card gets the snap, hands to Reggie Love, running right side, and Reggie Love's going to be knocked down at about the 13-yard line. Ohio State able to get a defender in there right away, and it was Edric Houston, lineman, to stop.
Yeah, and Jack Sawyer working against Drew Bieber, their number 82, their tight end, was able to come off his block and make sure they didn't break that contain there as they're running to the right, the left of the defense.
Houston, a freshman from Buford, Georgia, as you said earlier, started as a defensive end, beginning play at tackle now. 2nd and 9. Purdue at their own 13-yard line. They send 3 wide to the left this time. Reggie Love to the right of quarterback Hudson Card. Now moving in motion is Bibber, the tight end. Snap to Card, hands to Love, running straight ahead. Bounces off one of his blockers into the arms of defensive end Jalen Tuimoloau, who tackles him for a loss at the 10. That brings up a course and 3rd down.
Edric Houston did a nice job of pushing back the right guard there. DJ Winkfield, no place for Love to go, so he had to backtrack a little bit, and then the rest of the defense was there on pursuit to limit his gain.
So it'll be 3rd and 9 Purdue at their own 13 as the bells ring here at Ohio Stadium. 8:38 to play. Scoreless first quarter. Boilermakers huddle up offensively. Ohio State huddling defensively. Jamal Edrin, Jerron Tibbs will go wide to the right along with tight end Max Clare. Tight end Drew Bibber on the left side of the line with Reggie Love in the backfield next to quarterback Hudson Card. 3rd and 9, Purdue at their own 13-yard line. Snap to Hudson Card. Sets up at his 5 to pass. Now he's in trouble. Runs right side to his own 10. Sliding laterally to his 10. Fires upfield, and it's caught but out of bounds, it looks like, by Tibbs. And Purdue's going to have to punt it away.
Yeah, running for his life there, Hudson Card. He was scrambling towards the right side of the field there, towards the Purdue bench, and, kept looking, and then when he found Tibbs was, almost out of bounds when that ball got there, and the pass actually was out of bounds. So Buckeyes get their first 3 and out, and be Purdue's second punt.
Keelan Crimmins will make that second punt happen as he sets up in his end zone, awaiting to boot it away to Caleb Downs for Ohio State. Nick Levy is the long snapper for Purdue. He gets a shoulder-high snap, and Crimmins with pressure. It's blocked. Ball fluttering around, and it's going to be picked up and down right around the Purdue 6-yard line. Not sure who it was that got in there to block it, but a lot of congratulations being given to Caden Curry, defensive end of Ohio State, and the Buckeyes are going to have a short field.
Yeah, that's what I noticed too, Paul. A lot of the people were giving Caden Curry a lot of love after that, so I think he did get a hand on that. He came from the right of the formation, was able to get pressure on the punter, and it's our first block punt of the year.
It sure is, and the Buckeyes are in the Giant Eagle red zone in a scoreless first quarter, 8:01 on the clock. And the Ohio State offense will come out and work with a short field with quarterback Will Howard. So for the moment, we're going to assume that Caden Curry will get credit for that. 1st and goal, Ohio State at the Purdue 8-yard line. Emeka Ibuka will go wide to the left. Carnell Tate, G. Scott wide right. Tight end Jelani Thurman left side of the line. And Quinshon Judkins is behind Howard in a pistol. 1st and goal, Ohio State at Purdue's 8. Seth McLaughlin over the ball. Snaps it to Will Howard, who hands it off Quinshon Judkins. He skips straight ahead to about the 6, and that's where he is going to be tackled at the 6-yard line by Purdue lineman Joe Anderson.
Yeah, didn't get much movement up front there by the Ohio State offensive line. Number 91, Cole Brevard, did a good job of gumming things up on that Purdue defensive front.
As we talked about at the start of the day, Buckeyes have gone 2 straight games without a rushing touchdown. It'll be 2nd and goal now at the Boilermakers 6. Jeremiah Smith wide left. Tight ends Bennett Christian, G. Scott, Jelani Thurman on the right side of the line. Howard in a shotgun, Judkins to his right. 2nd and goal, Ohio State at Purdue 6. Snap to Will Howard. Fakes a handoff, rolls to the right, runs it to the 6, to the 5, to the 4, and danked out of bounds at the 2-yard line is Ohio State quarterback Will Howard by linebacker Cadron Jenkins of Purdue.
Well, that was a good-looking play there. They fake the handoff, get a lot of motion going to the left. Will Howard pulls the ball, tries to sprint to the pylon there, comes up short as Purdue's defense was able to pursue there.
He's probably wondering, why didn't I run it in the end zone last week at Purdue after he got tackled there, or at Penn State?
Yeah.
3rd and goal, Buckeyes at the Purdue 2. Scott and Smith wide to the left. Tight ends Christian and Thurman right side of the line. Howard in a shotgun. Judkins to his left. 3rd and goal, Ohio State at Purdue's 2. Snap to Will Howard. Howard keeps it himself, and he's going to be put down at the 1-yard line after he faked the handoff. Yanni Karloftis, linebacker, stopped him. He faked a handoff going to Judkins to the right. Howard tried to run it in, but he lost his footing at the 1, where Karloftis fell on him, and it looks like the offense is staying out there, Jim.
Yeah, that's what I thought, too. I thought he did lose his footing there as he's trying to right around the 2-yard line and kind of fell down, and, of course, Karloftis was right there to make sure he did stay down.
4th and goal, Ohio State at Purdue's 1. 2 wide to the left, 2 tight ends on the right. Pistol set. Howard at quarterback, Judkins at tailback right behind him. 4th and goal, Ohio State at Purdue's 1. Now moving in motion, tight end G. Scott. Will Howard follows Judkins and pushes it into the end zone. Will Howard does for a 1-yard touchdown run for the Buckeyes, who jump in front 6-0.
Kind of a quarterback follow there. He followed his running back, Judkins, and we've seen the last couple of weeks how impressive he has been as a blocker. That time he cleared a path for Will Howard. Will Howard gets across the end zone and held on to the football.
His 6th rushing touchdown of the season. Will Howard, senior and a transfer from Kansas State. And that plunge puts Ohio State up 6-0. The PAT unit is on. John Furman to snap. Joe McGuire to put it down. And Jaden Fielding to kick for point number 7. And his kick is in the air, and it splits the uprights as it usually does. And with that touchdown, that's another donation from the Heartland Bank Community Foundation to the USO of Central and Southern Ohio, benefiting our active duty military personnel and their families. For more information or to support our troops, go to usocso.org. and be the force behind the forces. Timeout. 6:02 to play first quarter. 7-0. Ohio State ahead of Purdue. Today's broadcast presented by Union Home Mortgage. This is Buckeye football from Learfield.
Evan Williams Bourbon is the official bourbon sponsor of Ohio State Athletics. This fall, reach for Evan Williams Kentucky Straight Bourbon or Evan Williams 1783 Small Batch. Made in Louisville, Kentucky, this lineup of award-winning bourbon is extra aged for a rich and smooth taste that's easy to enjoy. Sip Evan Williams neat, on the rocks, or in a cocktail. There's no wrong way to enjoy it. Visit evanwilliams.com to find a bottle near you. Go Buckeyes! Evan Williams Kentucky Straight Bourbon Whiskey, Bardstown, Kentucky, 43.45% alcohol by volume, 21 plus. Think wisely, drink wisely.
Now, the officials have been talking for quite some time.
All righty, let's see what they have to say.
Upon further review, there is no penalty on the play. However, we have conferred and discovered that Bob, the line judge, has saved a boatload for his kids' college using Ohio's 529 plan. It is tax-free, accepted nationwide. Bob recommends we all go to collegeadvantage.com. First down.
Well, that's not entirely unexpected.
Classic Bob.
Can't wait for Black Friday? Same. Luckily, Kohl's savings start early. Shop Friday through Sunday and score so many deals. At the top of my list, Amazon Kids tablets for $49.99. 40% off Cozy Fleece, a Shark vacuum for $149.99. And with an extra 15% off, men's flannels are under $17. Plus, you'll earn $10 Kohl's cash for every $50 spent at Kohl's. Select styles, 15% offer valid November 8th through 10th. Coupons do not apply to Amazon and Shark. Some exclusions apply. See store or Kohl's.com for details.
Today's broadcast is presented by Union Home Mortgage.
This is the Ohio State Sports Network, presented by the Ohio State Wexner Medical Center, the team physicians for Ohio State Athletics.
Buckeye fans, power up and carbon down with AEP Energy and Eco Advantage. Their 100% renewable energy plan for your home or business. Visit aepenergy.com/OSU to get started. AEP Energy, the official electricity and natural gas sponsor of Ohio State Athletics. Will Howard's 1-yard touchdown run has given Ohio State a 7-0 lead over Purdue. 6:02 to play first quarter. Let's pause 10 seconds for station identification on the Ohio State Sports Network from Learfield.
Always and forever, your Ohio State flagship station.
WBNS-FM HD1 Columbus.
The Fan, Ohio's sports destination.
The Ohio State scoring drive powered by Honda, celebrating over 40 years of manufacturing right here in Ohio. 4 plays, just 8 yards, 1:59 off the clock. Down on the sidelines to Matt Andrews.
Fellas, touchdown from special teams, and that was nice to see. A lot of Will Howard there on that short yardage situation, but how about the blocking once again this week, like we saw last week and we've seen all year long by this group of running backs.
And this reworked offensive line, too. And it was Caden Curry, as you said, Jim, that did get credit for blocking that punt that gave Ohio State a short field.
Yeah, excellent job by special teams there. That's all 3 phases. Defense gets a stop. Special teams gets the block punt. Offense on 4th down got it in the end zone.
And being able to get that block without running into the punter, too.
Yeah. Well, if you block it and run into the punter, it doesn't matter.
That's right. You got to get the ball.
You got to get the ball first.
Yes, you do. Well, Jaden Fielding will be kicking off to Reggie Love and Andrew Sawinski for Purdue. 7-0, Ohio State with a lead. Fielding's kick is in the air, and Andrew Sawinski's going to wave for a fair catch and make it at the Purdue 1. Catches that one cleanly. So the Boilermakers, in the midst of a struggling season, will send their offense back out onto the field for the 3rd time today, trailing 7-0.
Yeah, they've already given up 1 sack in their 2 possessions here. That's 21 on the year that they've given up, this Purdue offense.
Averaging 334 yards per game. They have had a couple of impressive comebacks in 2 of the last 3 games to get games into overtime, but they haven't been able to seal the deal.
Big comeback against Illinois.
Yes, it was, in Champaign, which we haven't been to in forever for football.
Seems like it.
Go there next year, supposedly. 1st and 10, Purdue at their own 25-yard line. Quarterback Hudson Card has got a 4-receiver package, 3 to the right, 1 to the left. And he gets the snap out of the shotgun. Card looking to throw. House coming down around him. He throws under pressure. It's caught by Maccabee, left flat, where he is tackled at the 29-yard line by linebacker C.J. Hicks.
Yeah, I tell you, Card was looking around, brought some pressure. Ohio State showed a 3 down front, and then he brought pressure late on the outside. Mitchell Melton came over the right tackle there. Card moving around in that pocket, was able to find number 45, Maccabee, and he went up for the catch. Ohio State right there to make the tackle, number 20. For Jermaine Matthews.
2nd and 6. Purdue at their own 29-yard line. Maccabee remains in a tailback, originally a walk-on, but put on scholarship by Coach Ryan Walters.
18 career touchdowns.
Yeah, he'll set up to the left of quarterback Hudson Card, who gets the snap, hands it off Maccabee, moving straight ahead. He's hit by Cody Simon, bounces off of him. Finally, linebacker C.J. Hicks will tackle him at the Purdue 39. First down, Devin Maccabee.
Yeah, Cody Simon didn't wrap up there. He had a big hit, but he didn't get his hands locked around Maccabee. Maccabee spun out of that tackle and picked up the first.
This young man ran for 168 yards earlier in the year at Oregon State. He has shown some positive moments in a dismal season for Purdue. First down, Boilermakers. They'll officially mark this ball at their own 40-yard line. 7-0 Ohio State on top, 4:45 to play first quarter. Pistol formation, Card at quarterback, Maccabee at tailback. Right behind him, Gus Hardwick, the center, positioned over the ball. And he snaps it to Hudson Card, who feeds Devin Maccabee, running right side, and Maccabee is taken down by safety Caleb Downs at the Purdue 45.
Yeah, Maccabee's got 4 carries now for 34 yards. That's a pretty good average. If it's working, they're going to keep going to him.
That's more than they had last week. 10 carries, 29 yards, and a touchdown against Northwestern.
They found something that's working for them right now.
Apparently they have. Number 11 career rushing yards in Purdue history. He's run past people like Leroy Keys, if you can believe that. For those young kids that don't know, Leroy Keys was really good in the late 60s. 2nd and 4, Purdue at their own 46-yard line. 7-0 Ohio State leading in the first quarter. Hudson Card gets the snap out of the shotgun, hands Maccabee running left side, gets to the 50, wiggles his way into Ohio State territory before he's stopped by defensive end Caden Curry right around the Ohio State 42, and Maccabee's got it going on.
And run defense for Ohio State's got to strengthen. They're going to make a change here. They brought Melton out, number 17, the defensive end, and brought in number 95, Taiwan Malone Jr. there. Just kind of get some things strengthened up on that defensive front.
3:24 and counting first quarter. First down, Purdue at Ohio State's 43. Reggie Love replaces Maccabee at tailback. Single receiver Edrin to the right, 2 wide to the left. Hudson Card gets the snap. Fakes a handoff. He's in trouble. Eludes one defender. Rolls and runs right side of the Ohio State 40. Gets to the Ohio State 31 where he steps out of bounds in front of safety Caleb Downs. And Hudson Card on the ground racks up another Purdue first down.
Yeah, C.J. Hicks came on pressure, was in the backfield. Could have got a tackle for loss there, but ran right by him, missed that play, and that freed up Hudson Card to run towards the Purdue bench and pick up a big gain.
You know, he's not been known as a running threat. He's gotten in the year 30 carries for -6 yards.
Well, he had negative yards. Now he's got positive yards
he
after
sure
that
does.
one.
First down, Purdue at Ohio State's 31. Buckeyes up 7-0 here in the first quarter. Hudson Card in the shotgun, gets the ball, looks to throw, looking, throws middle of the field. Caught by Edrin at the Ohio State 20, taken down at the Buckeye 25 by linebacker Cody Simon. Jamal Edrin with a catch off the right flank gives Purdue another first down.
Yeah, Edrin's got some nice size. A junior, 6'2", 215 pounds. That's his 16th reception of the season.
A transfer from Florida Atlantic, Jamal Edrin. So 1st and 10, Purdue at Ohio State 16.
A drive that started on their 25-yard line.
Yeah. Their offense seems to have found a pretty good gear right here as we near the 2-minute mark of the first quarter, and Ohio State holding a 7-0 lead thanks to a Will Howard 1-yard TD run. Edrin goes wide to the right, tight end Max Clare slot right. 2 other receivers, Smith and Tibbs wide left. Hudson Card, the Purdue quarterback, in a shotgun. He's got the ball in his hands, looks to throw. Middle of the field throws, caught by Max Clare, tackled at the 5 by linebacker Sonny Styles. Taken down to the Ohio State 5, where Purdue will be looking at 1st and goal thanks to a catch by tight end Max Clare.
Yeah, I thought it was going to be 9, but you're right. They did pick up that first down, so it will be 1st and goal. Sonny Styles there. Again, he was in coverage there, but Clare was able to get his body position to come up with that football and was able to fall forward to get the 10-plus.
Sophomore who played his high school football at St. Xavier in Cincinnati, Max Clare. 1st and goal, Purdue at the Ohio State 6. Boilermakers 2 wide to the right. Single receiver Tibbs to the left, tight end Clare was left. He'll motion right with Maccabee back in the backfield with Hudson Card. Gets the snap out of the shotgun. Rolling to his left is Hudson Card. Throws and is batted down by Sonny Styles. Linebacker just reached up and blocked that like a blocked jump shot.
Yeah, good hands there by Sonny Styles to get that block. As he was trying to read the eyes and the arm of Hudson Card as he's rolling to his left. Looked like the whole time he was looking towards number 86, Max Clare.
So to be 2nd and goal, Purdue at the Ohio State 6 with a minute to play first quarter. Buckeyes owning a 7-0 lead. Purdue trying to do something about that here.
Buckeyes get a third linebacker in, Arvell Reese.
Edrin wide right, Tibbs wide left. And we have an inverted wishbone surrounding quarterback Hudson Card for Purdue. Mockabee the deep man, tight ends on each side of him. And now Mockabee sneaks up closer to the quarterback. Mockabee gets the handoff, runs right side, and he's going to be stopped around the 3-yard line. Safety Lathan Ransom, defensive end Caden Curry team up for the stop. It brings up a course and third down and goal to go for Purdue close to the goal line.
Yeah, it looks like they're going to mark that at the 3-yard line. Well, we've seen Ohio State defense step up in these situations the last couple of weeks. Let's see if they can do it again. And if I'm Purdue with 1-7, I'm going 4-down territory here.
Agreed. 3rd and goal, Purdue at Ohio State's 3. Edrin wide right, Tibbs wide left. Again, the tight ends, Bibber and Clare, along with Mockabee, surround quarterback Hudson Card in an inverted wishbone. Hudson Card gets the snap, back to throw, looks, fires, right corner of the end zone, Edrin incomplete. Jermaine Matthews corner, it covered Jamal Edrin, right corner of the end zone.
Good coverage there. Have we seen much of Davidson Igbinosun yet today? We've seen a lot of Denzel Burke and Jermaine Matthews. We'll have to watch for that.
So Purdue's going to send their field goal unit out, it appears. And that will involve Spencer Porath, who on the year is 7 for 9. The holder is Bennett Bennett Bonlean is the holder, and the snapper is Nick Levy.
It's basically a PAT.
Yep, a 21-yard try for Spencer Porath. Levy with a snap. It's put down by Bonren, and the kick by Porath is up, and it is no good. He misses on a 21-yard try. Wow. Curiouser and curiouser. 12 seconds left in the first quarter. Timeout on the field. Ohio State's lead remains 7-0 over Purdue. Today's broadcast presented by Union Home Mortgage. This is Buckeye football from Learfield.
Coors Light is cold lagered, cold filtered, and cold packaged for a smoother finish. It's got that crisp, refreshing taste that makes every moment cheering on your team even better. Plus, the mountains on the bottles and cans turn blue when your beer is Rocky Mountain cold. So you never have to guess if your Coors Light is ready to drink. So crack one open, take a sip, and enjoy the game. Coors Light. Choose chill. Celebrate responsibly. 2024 Coors Brewing Company, Golden, Colorado.
We know you're a fan, but is Buckeye pride in your blood? Here's your chance to prove it. This season, Abbott and the Big Ten are kicking off the largest blood donation competition of our lifetime to fight one of the worst blood shortages in a generation. Simply visit bigten.org/Abbott to sign up for the We Give blood drive and help settle once and for all that the Ohio State gives the most spirit. Again, visit bigten.org/Abbott to sign up.
Wish you could call a play or two? You can get in the game when you play the Bob's Discount Furniture Dare to Compare Challenge. When you dare to compare Bob's winning styles with the competition, you get on-trend, high-quality furniture for every room in your home that costs hundreds, even thousands less than other brands. See how much you can save when you dare to compare with Bob's Discount Furniture, proud sponsor of Ohio State Athletics.
Today's broadcast is presented by Union Home Mortgage.
This is the Ohio State Sports Network, presented by the Ohio State Wexner Medical Center, the team physicians for Ohio State Athletics.
Buckeyes are known for paying it forward. That's why Buckeyes Care strives to serve the betterment of our community by positively impacting families across Ohio. Joint partners American Electric Power, Kroger, Donato's, the Ohio State Wexner Medical Center, the James Cancer Hospital, Huntington Bank, and WBNS TV in Columbus in supporting this cause at ohiostatebuckeyes.com/Buckeyes Care. Spencer Porath misses on a 21-yard field goal try for Purdue. So Ohio State's lead remains 7-0 with 12 seconds to play in the first quarter. Down on the field to Matt Andrews.
That kick, fellas, came from the right hash mark, and it was just simply pushed right. And as we watch that, first time we see a Buckeye head to the medical tent here, Mitchell Melton being looked at right now.
Wow, that's of concern because this is a guy that's missed multiple seasons because of various injuries.
Yeah, that was, just maybe a yard from the right hash there. And as Matt said, he didn't get that calibrated. So special teams have been important. We had a block punt and a missed field goal now for Purdue.
Ohio State blocked a punt that set up Will Howard's 1-yard touchdown run. Buckeyes had the football at their own 20 with Will Howard, senior out of Downingtown, Pennsylvania. Boy, he enjoyed his trip back to his home state, at least the second half of it last weekend.
Yeah, the first half was pretty good.
Yeah, he could have flushed that one.
The second quarter was good until that fumble.
Travion Henderson to tailback, lines up to the right side of his quarterback, Will Howard. 3 receivers wide right, single flanker, Jeremiah Smith to the left. 1st and 10, Ohio State at their own 20-yard line. Snap to Will Howard, screens it out right side of Emeka Ibuka, and he drops a backward pass. They blow it dead. That was dangerously close to being a backward pass and a fumble.
Yeah, almost a lateral there. So the officials were right there to rule that incomplete pass. And, of course, Will Howard was ruling that too,
of course,
waving his arms.
And Smiley Bradford, Purdue's safety, was there to try and make a play on the ball had it been live. So to be 2nd and 10, Ohio State at their own 20, which is 9 ticks remaining in the first quarter here at Ohio Stadium. Out of the huddle they come. G. Scott, Cornell Tate wide to the left. Jeremiah Smith and Emeka Ibuka wide right. Will Howard in a shotgun. Travion Henderson a sidecar left. Seth McLaughlin snaps it to the quarterback, hands it Travion Henderson, running straight ahead, bumps off defenders, gets to his own 31 before he's finally put down. Wow, that was corner Kendrick Breedlove who stopped a determined Travion Henderson, who gives Ohio State a first down as the first quarter comes to an end. Timeout on the field. With the score 7-0, Ohio State ahead of Purdue. Today's broadcast presented by Union Home Mortgage. This is Buckeye football from Learfield.
When you're here, you understand what it means to be a Buckeye. And at Elk & Elk, we're proud to wear scarlet and gray every Saturday. Every client, every day, means if you're ever injured, we're proud to stand with you in court. And when you're here at the shoe, we're proud to stand with you and cheer on the Buckeyes.
Whether we're here at the big game or in court, we are committed to you.
Elk & Elk, proud sponsor of Ohio State Athletics.
The Gridiron isn't the only place Buckeye fans watch points pile up. They score the perks of game day at Giant Eagle and Market District 2. Ready-to-eat prepared foods, everyday value from our family of brands, a fresh selection that thrills every foodie, fuel savings, and convenient favorites are all game day traditions. Earn perks and save on game day and every day at Giant Eagle and Market District. Giant Eagle, proud sponsor of Ohio State Athletics.
Come on over to Heartland.
Now, to run a successful business, you need to develop a strong relationship with your accountant, your attorney, and most importantly, your community banker. If you find it hard to get advice from your bank, maybe it's time to consider Heartland. I'm Scott McComb, CEO. Come on over to Heartland, where banking really feels good.
Where banking feels good.
Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Your home for Ohio State athletics. The Fan.
Today's broadcast is presented by Union Home Mortgage.
This is the Ohio State Sports Network, presented by the Ohio State Wexner Medical Center, the team physicians for Ohio State athletics.
Back at Ohio Stadium, Skip Mossick with a check of your college football scoreboard. It is brought to you by Encova Insurance. Encova, a proud sponsor of Ohio State Athletics. Just one other game in the Big Ten underway right now. Second quarter in Piscataway, Minnesota 9, Rutgers 7. Top 25. Closing moment of the first quarter, Miami leads at Georgia Tech 10-7. Second quarter, fifth-ranked Texas up on Florida 14-0. One other game around the state this afternoon down in Cincinnati. Bearcats and West Virginia tied at 7. They are early in the second. Ohio State 7, Purdue 0 as we head to the second with the voice of the Buckeyes, Paul Keels.
Thank you, Skip, and welcome back to the Union Home Mortgage broadcast booth, the official home lending sponsor of Ohio State Athletics. Learn about their 1% down payment program at UHM.com. Equal housing lender, NMLS number 2229. A blocked punt gave Ohio State a short field that set up Will Howard's 1-yard TD run, plus the point after to put the Buckeyes up 7-0. And then Purdue's Spencer Porath missed on a 21-yard field goal try to keep the score at 7-0.
Well, Travion Henderson got his first carry of the ball game that last play. Picked up 12. Showed some great balance getting through that hole. Got knocked around a little bit, but was able to score it out and pick up 12. Ohio State has 7 rushing attempts for 22 yards. On the other hand, Purdue's got 11 attempts for 46. Maccabee's got 6 for 48 right now with a long of 13.
Well, Henderson comes into the game averaging 7 yards per carry. He's also 9th all-time Ohio State career rushing, 3,248 yards. Moving past some very recognizable names on that list, Jim.
Yeah, he has been moving up. And, you know, right now when you look at career rushing yards, he just went by Keith Byers and Carlos Hyde. And J.T. Barrett would be the next in line, and then Braxton Miller, a couple quarterbacks, and number 6 would be Beanie Wells.
Wow, some high cotton there. So it's 1st and 10, Ohio State with the ball at their own 32 on that run by Travion Henderson, who had 10 carries for 54 yards last week, but maybe most impressive, some of the blocking he did.
Yeah. Cleared the path for Will Howard.
Yeah, he sure did. Jeremiah Smith goes wide to the right. Emeka Ibuka flanked left. Tight ends on each side of the line for quarterback Will Howard, who's going to snuggle under his center on first down. Seth McLaughlin snaps it to Howard, fakes a handoff, sets up to pass. He'll sail that one out the right side. Henderson caught, and he goes out of bounds around his own 37-yard line with safety Antonio Stevens covering Travion Henderson.
Yeah, kind of the way the pass took him, he didn't really have anywhere else to go but out of bounds after he caught that. It was a little bit to the outside there, and was able to squeeze that, hold on to the football, but no place to run afterwards.
His 10th catch of the year, Travion Henderson, to set up 2nd and 4. Ohio State to their own 38-yard line. Smith again goes wide right. Thurman comes wide to the left with Ibuka and Tate. And Will Howard straight behind his center in the shotgun. Gets the snap. Takes a handoff. Slides to his left to pass with pressure coming. Throws upfield, and it's caught. Receiver dumped right there. Jeremiah Smith at his own 48 by safety Dylan Thieneman. And it's a first down pickup presented by Kroger.
Jeremiah Smith picking up his 2nd reception of the ball game. I'll tell you, Will Howard had some pressure on him. Number 96 came in unblocked there and was able to get in the face of Will Howard, and Will Howard was able to get rid of that football.
So Ohio State 1st and 10. The ball at their own 47-yard line. Early second quarter, Buckeyes leading 7-0. Howard with a snap. Hands it up, fakes it, and gives it on a reverse. Judkins, who's in trouble, and taken down to the Ohio State 38-yard line. Corner Kendrick Breedlove was not fooled at all, and he made that play behind the line.
Yeah, Breedlove having a pretty good year. He's got 27 now, 28 tackles, 3 interceptions. He's got 3 of the 4 interceptions for Purdue.
Yeah, a junior from Nashville and a transfer from Colorado and Ole Miss. So he's got a lot of stickers on his luggage. 2nd and 18. Ohio State backed up now to their own 39-yard line. G. Scott goes wide to the right with Carnell Tate. Wide to the left are Ibuka and Smith. Will Howard in the gun. Travion Henderson off his right hip. And it'll be a screen right side. Carnell Tate behind a blocker gets to the 40. And that's all the further he will go as linebacker Will Helton made the tackle.
A lot of work to do here on 3rd down for Ohio State. Had a nice drive, 2 first downs, and then take that -8 on that little dump out pass to the flat. Now the Buckeyes are facing about, 3rd and 16, 3rd and 17.
Yeah, right at their own 40-yard line. 12:45 and counting. Second quarter, 7-0. Ohio State with a lead over Purdue. Out of the huddle, Jeremiah Smith will go wide to the right. Coming wide to the left will be Carnell Tate and Emeka Ibuka. Will Howard in the gun. Travion Henderson to his right. 3rd and 17, as you said, Jim. Ohio State from their own 40. Howard with the ball, back to pass, sets up shop at his own 30. Looking, zips that one down the right side of the field, caught by Smith, and falls down at the Purdue 44. Jeremiah Smith, maybe a yard or two shy of the first down.
They gave it to him.
They did? Wow, Yanni Karloftis, linebacker, was there to cover. Fortunately, they gave it to him because I didn't think they were going to.
Yeah, they mostly a man coverage team, Purdue. As that time they went in a zone, they dropped 7 guys, and Jeremiah Smith was able to get a little curl route there right by the sticks.
First down is under review.
Okay.
I thought he got it.
Did you?
Yeah.
I didn't at first, but I'd like to be wrong. Smith, the freshman from Opelika, Florida. We've seen him just make some incredible catches all season long. Took a while last week before he really got into the game.
Yeah, mostly in that second half. He got that by maybe 2 feet.
Okay.
So you're right to say it was close, but he did get it.
Well, you know what? We knew one of us would be right. 11:58 to play, first quarter here at Ohio Stadium in Columbus. Will Howard's 1-yard touchdown run that was set up by a blocked punt. Caden Curry blocked the punt. And that's what it is. Ohio State leading this game 7-0 right now.
Jeremiah, 3 catches already for 51 yards in this ball game. Everybody else just has 1.
Well, you know people are going to pay attention to him.
Yeah, maybe if they're paying attention to him, we can sneak a Emeka Ibuka out there for a catch. He's got 170 for his career.
Yet to get one today. He's got a 32-game catch streak going.
Yeah, he does.
And he had a touchdown catch last week at Penn State. So the catch for the first down by Jeremiah Smith of Ohio State is being reviewed.
Early in the year we saw a lot of, in the running game, a lot of the counter action. We were pulling guys through, tight ends coming through, kicking out some guards. I haven't seen that a lot the last couple games. We'll see if Chip Kelly dials one of those up here.
We know that there's a concerted feeling of getting the running game going today. Ohio State ran for 176 last week at Penn State, but their last 2 games they've not been able to get a rushing touchdown. They did today.
After review, the runner's knee was down with the ball short of the line to gain. It's 4th down.
Well, I didn't see that.
Well,
even a replay it didn't look like that, but okay.
So
they're going to go for it.
You would think so, and they've had some pretty good success on 4th down this year.
Yeah, they're 11 or 12 of 16, so 75% of the time they do convert, and they're 1 for 1 today.
So to be 4th and 1, Ohio State at the Purdue 44. Out of the huddle they come. G. Scott and Quinshon Judkins line up behind Howard, who's under center, and he's going to get pushed straight ahead. The body's going forwards and backwards and yanking and pulling and shoving and tugging. And let's see.
Well, they had to get to the 43 to pick that up. Let's see if where they mark that.
Yeah, we haven't gotten the signal from the officials as of yet.
Ohio State's bringing in offensive players, so they feel like they've got it. Yeah, and they do.
They've got it. Yeah, 1st down. Ball put at the Purdue 43. Well, drive continues for the Buckeyes, who lead at 7-0 with 11:17 to play. 2nd quarter. Will Howard got an assist from behind. He sets up in the shotgun with Brandon Ennis moving in motion. Now he'll circle into the backfield. Howard's going to fake a handoff to Henderson, look to throw. He's behind the 50, dumps it out. Henderson right side of the Purdue 40, and he's bumped out of bounds right around the Purdue 39-yard line by linebacker Will Helt.
Brandon Ennis doing a lot of running there. He motioned all the way to the right. He looped around behind the quarterback, and that drew a lot of the defense, for Purdue. And then they look out to the right in the flat. This Travion Henderson, Will Howard finds him and picks up 5 or 6
to make it 2nd and 5. Ohio State at the Purdue 38-yard line. Ibuka and Tate and Scott go wide to the right. Smith wide left. Offense starts off with a pistol formation to the backfield. Howard and Henderson at quarterback and tailback. Will Howard with the ball. Feeds Travion Henderson going up the middle. Now stutter steps, moves forward to the left angle, and he's going to be thrown down by Dylan Thieneman, safety, right around the Purdue 32. Is it enough for a 1st down?
Yes.
Yes, it is.
Impressive run again by Travion Henderson. He started that to the right. He's got such quick feet. Found a little hole to the left, was able to get through that hole and pick up a 1st gain of about 7.
So the drive continues for Ohio State at the Purdue 32-yard line. Snap to Will Howard. Back to pass. Howard fakes a pass, slides to his left, running at the 35 of Purdue to the 30 of the Boilermakers, out of bounds at the 26-yard line. Goes Will Howard as he had linebacker Jaire Ojeda forcing him out of bounds.
Just an extra feature with this offense that we didn't maybe see in the years past, to have the ability to have a quarterback when things break down, when things are covered in the backfield, or in the defensive backfield, that take it and run. Will Howard able to do that.
Came into this game averaging a little more than 2 per carry. So 2nd and 5, Buckeyes at Purdue's 27-yard line. Howard straight behind his center with Henderson to his left in the backfield. 4 receiver package. Snap to Will Howard. Keeps it himself again, running left side of the Purdue 20-yard line. Taken down to the Purdue 15-yard line. Will Howard by safety Dylan Thieneman. And that carry gets the Buckeyes into the Giant Eagle red zone.
That's 2 in a row. Last week he ran 12 times. That was a career high. This previous high was 10 versus Iowa. So if they're going to gang up on a back or gain up to a side, Will's going to take that. It's another good decision there by number 18.
8:53 and counting 2nd quarter. Buckeyes 1st and 10 at the Purdue 15-yard line with Ohio State leading 7-0. 2 tight ends flip-flop, go from left to right. Jelani Thurman and G. Scott. Howard in the pistol. Behind him is Travion Henderson. Ibuka moving in motion. Howard pivots to his right, looking to throw. Looking, tosses it back left side. Caught by G. Scott at the 10. And he's going to waltz right into the end zone. G. Scott for a touchdown. 15 yards. Will Howard to G. Scott, his 2nd TD catch of the year. And Ohio State ahead at 13-0.
Well, Mecca was in motion there, as you mentioned. He goes out to the right there, and G. Scott comes across the formation, gets behind it. Will Howard looks deep. He looks to the left, and then he found G. Scott right around the 10-yard line. He took it and ran it in.
The 20th touchdown pass of the season for Ohio State's Will Howard, as he looked all over the place and found his tight end, who just waltzed right into the end zone for the score. PAT unit has John Furman to snap. Joe McGuire puts it down, and the kick by Jaden Fielding is up, and it is good. And Ohio State now with a 14-0 lead over Purdue with 8:30 to play until halftime. Coors Light, Mountain Cold Refreshment. Choose chill. Proud sponsor of Ohio State Athletics. Timeout on the field again with 8:30 to play. Second quarter, 14-0. Ohio State ahead of Purdue. Today's broadcast presented by Union Home Mortgage. This is Buckeye football from Learfield.
Everybody knows that Roosters is a fun, casual joint. With their award-winning waitstaff, great food, fun, and laughter. It's a quick stop on the way home to sit back and unwind or grab a carryout. Roosters is where you, your family, and friends can order pizza, sandwiches, salads, and more. And the home of award-winning wings that are fresh, never frozen. It's your family's other dinner table. Roosters, a fun, casual joint.
The future of recycling is now at Rumpke Waste and Recycling. The recycling leader has opened North America's largest, most technologically advanced recycling center right here in Central Ohio. This one-of-a-kind facility features interactive displays, educational opportunities, and the ability to process over 60 tons of recycled material per hour. Rumpke is committed to recycling and sustainability efforts, and for more than 90 years, Rumpke has worked to make sure the items you place in your recycling bin get used again. Visit Rumpke.com to learn how you can team with Rumpke to put less trash in our landfills and more of it to good use.
Get out there and have some fun in a new Toyota truck. Now through December 2nd, get 1.99 APR financing or $2,000 customer cash on a new 24 Tundra. Excludes TRD Pro. Or lease a 24 Tacoma SR5 double cab for $279 a month for 39 months with $32.99 due at signing. With approved credit through TFS. Tax, title, and license extra. Call 1-888-36-TOYOTA for details. Or go to Toyota.com. Nobody builds trucks better than Toyota. Let's go places.
It's Bobby Carpenter. Join us Monday morning at 6 for the Morning Juice on 97.1 The Fan.
Today's broadcast is presented by Union Home Mortgage.
This is the Ohio State Sports Network, presented by the Ohio State Wexner Medical Center, the team physicians for Ohio State Athletics.
Ohio Seniors Medical Mutual is here to help you find better Medicare benefits. Visit medmutual.com/review or call 866-966-9338. Medical Mutual, Ohio's hometown Medicare insurer. Will Howard, a 15-yard TD pass to G. Scott plus the point after, have given Ohio State a 14-0 lead over Purdue. 8.5 minutes to play second quarter. Let's pause 10 seconds for station identification on the Ohio State Sports Network from Learfield.
Always and forever, your Ohio State flagship station.
WBNS-FM HD1 Columbus.
The Fan, Ohio's sports destination.
The Ohio State scoring drive powered by Honda, celebrating over 40 years of manufacturing right here in Ohio. 13 plays, 80 yards, 6:42 off the clock. Buckeyes get it off a missed field goal.
And G. Scott with his fourth career touchdown catch. He's had 2 against Michigan State, 1 against Rutgers, and this one against Purdue. Jaden Fielding with a kickoff in the air and deep, and that ball will go into the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. So 14-0 Ohio State ahead of Purdue. Timeout on the field with 8:30 to play until halftime. Today's broadcast presented by Union Home Mortgage. This is Buckeye football from Learfield.
Come on over to Heartland.
Now, to run a successful business, you need to develop a strong relationship with your accountant, your attorney, and most importantly, your community banker. If you find it hard to get advice from your bank, maybe it's time to consider Heartland. I'm Scott McComb, CEO. Come on over to Heartland, where banking really feels good.
Where banking feels good. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Need inspiration? Shop Kroger for thousands of appetizing ingredients that inspire countless mouth-watering meals with savings beyond low prices. Like digital coupons worth over $600 each week and up to $1 off per gallon at the pump. So you can get big flavors and big savings. Kroger, fresh for everyone. Fuel restrictions apply.
This is Ohio State head football coach Ryan Day, asking you to help provide 2 million meals to feed our community. Just round up at the register today. Every dollar provides 10 meals for neighbors in need. Get in the game and let's tackle hunger.
Hello, I'm Ross Bjork, Senior Vice President and Eugene Smith Wolf Foundation Endowed Athletics Director at The Ohio State University. In partnership with AEP, Donato's, Kroger, The Ohio State University Wexner Medical Center, Huntington, and 10 TV, Ohio State Athletics strives to inspire the community to make a positive impact on children and families in our great state through the Buckeyes Care Initiative. Show and share your support in the community by using the hashtag BuckeyesCare.
Your home of the Buckeyes. The Fan.
Today's broadcast is presented by Union Home Mortgage.
This is the Ohio State Sports Network, presented by the Ohio State Wexner Medical Center, the team physicians for Ohio State athletics.
When you choose the James at Ohio State for your cancer care, you're choosing the team who specializes in treating just one type of cancer, yours, and where you'll get access to the most advanced treatments available. You didn't choose cancer, but the choice of where to treat it is clear. The James at Ohio State. 8 minutes, 30 seconds left till halftime here in Columbus. 14-0. Ohio State leading Purdue. Down on the field. How you doing down there, Matt Andrews?
It's great to be here, fellas. It's sunny, it's beautiful, but it's a little cool in this wind. Nonetheless, the Buckeyes got a nice plant and throwback to G. Scott. He had time to just walk on into the end zone. Really a leisurely kind of stroll for him. Nobody was going to get him even as he was at the 10-yard line.
We've seen Ohio State exercise their running ability as well as their passing ability. And now Purdue will have the football to their own 25-yard line.
Yeah, they've run 11 times for 46 yards. They've thrown the football 7 times, completed 4 for 40 yards so far.
Hudson Card has gone the distance at quarterback so far. We had been told that possibly Ryan Brown, their backup, might get a few specialty packages, but Hudson Card, who missed 2 games due to injury, has handled the duration of the work so far. A senior out of Austin. Purdue's had a history of getting quarterbacks out of the state of Texas, i.e. Drew Brees.
He was a good one.
Yes, he was. Snap to Hudson Card. Hands to Reggie Love, tailback, who shoots up the middle, and he's run down by Cody Simon, linebacker, right around the Ohio State, by the Purdue 29.
Ooh, the umpire got knocked down.
Oh, that got right back up.
He rolled about 3 times and right back on his feet. Now they always say they're part of the field.
Yes,
that
they
time
are.
he was.
Ball put down at Purdue's 29-yard line, where it is 2nd and 6 for the Boilermakers, who trail by 2 touchdowns. 2 receivers out wide to the left, 2 receivers wide to the right. One of them is tight end Max Clare, who now pinches in toward the line. Snap to Hudson Card. Hudson Card hands it off Reggie Love, and boy, he stood up by Edric Houston, defensive lineman, and put down. They may credit that to the line of scrimmage, the 29, but how about freshman Edric Houston, Jim?
Yeah, they're going to give him a gain of 5. Houston's playing well. He got his first career start. We think he's been in there. Hero Canoe, number 93, is the other defensive tackle in there for the Buckeyes.
So to bring up a course and 3rd down, 5 to go, Purdue with the ball at the 30-yard line. Out of the huddle, they have 2 wides going to the left. Dylan Morissetti is one of them. Max Clare is one of the 2 wide to the right. This Hudson Card apparently is going to change the play for Purdue.
Crowd's getting loud.
It sure is. 3rd and 5. Boilermakers at their own 30. Ohio State has a lead of 14-0.
Timeout
by the Boilermakers.
Timeout, Purdue, their first of the half.
You know, and Purdue made a personnel change a few weeks ago. They dismissed their offensive coordinator, Graham Harrell, and their head coach, Brian Walters, is now calling the offensive plays. Timeout with 7:05 to play, 2nd quarter. 14-0. Ohio State leading Purdue. Today's broadcast presented by Union Home Mortgage. This is Buckeye Football.
Soy has been keeping secrets, and it's ready to share. Soybeans are among the most versatile agricultural products. They are used in creative ways you may have never realized to make products we all love and use every day. Ohio is leading the way, developing new uses for soybeans to support our changing world. Soy low-key slays, and I'm here for it. Learn more about soybeans at soysecrets.org. This ad brought to you by Ohio soybean farmers and their checkoff.
Hi, this is Paul Keels. This Buckeye season, don't let a broken windshield ruin your game plan. Safelite Auto Glass makes it easy to get your windshield fixed with their mobile glass shops all over Central Ohio. They can come to you anywhere, giving Buckeye fans more time for game time. OH? Man, I love that. Schedule at Safelite.com. Safelite Auto Glass is a proud sponsor of Ohio State Athletics.
Safelite Repair, Safelite Replace.
Today's broadcast is presented by Union Home Mortgage.
This is the Ohio State Sports Network, presented by the Ohio State Wexner Medical Center, the team physicians for Ohio State athletics.
Buckeyes need Buckeyes, and Versity makes the blood donating process quick and easy. Join Brutus and give blood with Versity to save a Buckeye at the Wexner Medical Center. Versity. Schedule your next donation at versity.org/OH. 7:05 to play second quarter here at Ohio Stadium in Columbus. 14-0. The Ohio State Buckeyes leading the Purdue Boilermakers. Will Howard a 1-yard TD run, and he's got a 15-yard TD pass to tight end G. Scott.
Last time my wife, Ann, gave blood, she passed out at Our Lady of Victory Church.
Oh.
Yeah, she was a big blood donor before that, but kind of put a little pause in that.
I would think that would make you give pause. Yeah. Great cause, though.
Awesome cause. Just don't pass out.
Well, Purdue looking at 3rd and 5 now with a football to their own 30-yard line. Hudson Card and the Boilermaker offense coming out here. Reggie Love is a tailback. Jerron Tibbs, along with Denylon and Morissette, are wide to the left. Tight end Max Clare slot left. Jamal Edrin wide right. 3rd and 5. Purdue at their 30. 14-0 Ohio State leading. The all clear has been given. Center Gus Hartwig positions himself over the ball. He has not allowed a sack all year, Hartwig, the center. Hudson Card in the shotgun with the ball. Back at his 22 to pass, being chased, rolling left, throws on the run, and that ball is caught by Morissette right around the Purdue 38, where it was covered by corner Lorenzo Stiles, but Denylon Morissette sliding makes a catch to give the Boilermakers a first down.
Actually, one bad coverage there by Lorenzo Stiles Jr. there. He was step for step with the receiver, but Hudson Card put it right where the receiver could only come up with it.
Yeah. 6:37 and counting second quarter. That first down has Purdue positioned at their own 37-yard line. Tibbs will go wide to the left, coming wide to the right are Morissette and Edrin. Love in the backfield next to quarterback Hudson Card, who gets the snap, hands it off for Reggie Love. Running right, cuts into the middle, and he's going to be taken down by safety Caleb Downs. Play comes to an end around the Purdue 43.
Marcus Embo did a good job blocking against Jack Sawyer there. Sawyer was holding contained, but then he was able to turn him out. And they turned up inside of him for a nice gain.
Reggie Love averaging 5.4 per carry. 6 minutes left until halftime, so Purdue, thanks to his lug, now looking at 2nd and 4 at their own 43. Tibbs and Morissette wide left, Edrin wide right. Tight end Clare on the left side of the line. Love in the backfield with Hudson Card in the shotgun. And Hudson Card keeps it, starts running, and he's going to be locked up at first by Sonny Stiles. But then a big hit knocks him out of bounds. Lathan Ransom, safety, just plowed into him and knocked Card out, who pops up right away around the Purdue 46. Brings up a course and 3rd down.
Boy, Sonny Stiles had him in position for no gain there, but Lathan Ransom fired like a bullet from that secondary position and got a big-time shot there on Hudson Card right in the Ohio State bench.
The Hudson Card back up and ready to go on this 3rd and 1. Purdue at their own 46. Changes on both sides. Arvell Reese at linebacker comes in, replaces Jordan Hancock, defensive back for the Buckeyes. Purdue will send Tibbs and Edrin wide left. Card quickly gets set up in the shotgun, gets the snap, hands to Love, running straight ahead. Reggie Love gets to his own 49, where he's tripped up and stopped by defensive end Jack Sawyer, and Purdue will get the first down.
Purdue now 2 of 5 on 3rd down conversions after picking up that one there. Reggie Love did a good job following his left guard there, Musa, and picking up that first.
So the ball marked to the Boilermaker 49-yard line. 4:42 and counting until halftime. Edrin and Tibbs will go wide to the left. Tight end Clare, left side of the line. Devin Mockabee back into tailback. He'll line up off the right hip of quarterback Hudson Card. First down Purdue at their own 49. Ohio State a 14-0 lead. And the Mockabee bounces out to the right side, and he's going to be tackled by defensive end Jack Sawyer around the Ohio State 48.
He's got good lean, Mockabee. When he gets in that running position, he's got his pads underneath him, and does a good job cutting. That time he started to the right, cut back to the left, and found a few yards.
He's also got 11 catches, one of them for a TD, so he's shown his value there. 2nd and 8, Purdue at Ohio State's 49-yard line.
He's got 2 today.
Jerron Tibbs, Jamal Edrin wide to the left. Tight end Drew Bibber on the left side of the line, as now Hudson Card seems to be changing the play, with Mockabee in the backfield with him. 2nd and 8, Purdue. The ball at the Ohio State 49. Card rolling to his left, now steps up, takes off running, sliding at the 50, and he'll go down at the Ohio State 46 in front of linebacker Arvell Reese and linebacker Cody Simon.
Yeah, Arvell Reese getting up a little bit slow after him and Cody Simon collided right there on Hudson Card.
So that's a course and 3rd down. 7 to go, Purdue at their own 48.
The Buckeyes can get off the field here.
Leading 14-0, Ohio State trying to get off the field as they change some personnel on defense. Purdue huddled up. Now they'll break out of it, looking at 3rd and 7 at the Ohio State 48. Edrin, Tibbs, and I believe that's Morset, who come wide to the right. Mockabee in the backfield with Hudson Card. They're down Purdue at the Ohio State 48. Snap to Hudson Card. Pressure coming. Card back at his own 40. Grabbed, eludes one defender, but goes down as the second linebacker, Sonny Styles, gets him on the ground around the Purdue 41-yard line.
Ooh, there was a little late flag there.
Yeah, there was
Edric Houston on Musa, number 77. They're going to call that on Houston. A little extra effort there after they picked up that sack. That's not a smart play.
No.
After the play, unsportsmanlike conduct, defense number 96, 15-yard penalty, automatic first down.
So Edric Houston was engaged with Mohamed Musa, offensive guard of Purdue. So after a sack that would have brought up 4th down, that penalty, the first of the game for Ohio State, keeps the drive going for the Boilermakers.
That's just not a smart play. I don't care what happened. You got to just back away and get him the next play.
Yeah.
Can't do it after the whistle.
2:40 and counting. Second quarter, 14-0 Ohio State leading. Purdue now 1st and 10 at the Ohio State 43-yard line. So the drive continuing for quarterback Hudson Card. He's the front man in a pistol formation. Hands it off to Evan Mockabee over left guard. Grabbed by Ty Hamilton, defensive lineman, and
Ball's
stopped
up
around the Ohio State 40. I think
they blew it dead.
Yeah, but it did pop out as Mockabee went flat down onto the ground, and he's slow to get up.
Yeah, some guys fell on the back of his legs there, and he's going to head over to the sideline. They're going to bring in number 23, Reggie Love. Appears to be okay, but just a little bit banged up after that play.
And we will get the 2-minute timeout here at the end of the first half. It's taken several weeks, but we're now prepared for it and ready for it and anticipating it. 14-0 Ohio State leading Purdue. 2 minutes left till halftime. Today's broadcast presented by Union Home Mortgage. This is Buckeye Football from Learfield.
Buckeyes, I'm Kurt Lewis, United Healthcare of Ohio CEO and graduate of The Ohio State University. United Healthcare and the Ohio Chamber of Commerce believe healthy small businesses are vital to our economy. That's why we're ready to give your small business a VIP opportunity through our small business sweepstakes. Winners will be recognized on the field at an Ohio State home football game. To enter, visit ohiostatebuckeyes.com/UHC. United Healthcare, proud sponsor of Ohio State Athletics.
For terms and conditions, visit ohiostatebuckeyes.com/UHC sweepstakes. Rules and restrictions apply.
Hey, Buckeye fans, Union Home Mortgage's 1% down payment program is like kicking an extra point or scoring a 2-point conversion. You put 1% down, and Union Home Mortgage will kick in up to 2% on the house. Visit UHM.com or call 877-846-4968 today. Union Home Mortgage Corp is an equal housing opportunity lender. NMLS number 2229. UHM will contribute up to 2% down, no greater than $2,500 towards a 3% down payment. Home buyers responsible for the remainder of the down payment. This offer is available for the purchase of a primary residence only. For full terms and conditions, visit UHM.com.
For over 30 years, Schumacher Homes has been building affordable custom homes throughout the Buckeye State. Experience true customization on your land, your way, without any compromises. Come visit any of our 9 Ohio model home and design studio locations to see the latest in design trends and learn about our award-winning building process, or start online at schumacherhomes.com. You'll be surprised how affordable a custom home will be. Schumacher Homes, proud home building sponsor of Ohio State Athletics.
Today's broadcast is presented by Union Home Mortgage.
This is the Ohio State Sports Network, presented by the Ohio State Wexner Medical Center, the team physicians for Ohio State Athletics.
2 minutes left till halftime and soft drinks. Ohio State leading Purdue 14-0 here with 2 minutes to go till halftime. Stay with us for the halftime show. Skip Mossick, before all of those refreshments, we'll visit with OSU President Ted Carter, Athletic Director Ross Bjork, and check scores from other games. That's all coming up at the half. Down on the field to Matt Andrews.
Well, fellas, about midway through this timeout, they've brought the DVR Sport Review Monitor out right in front of us here. They're reviewing the last play.
The previous play was reversed for whether or not the ball was fumbled. The ruling on the field stands as called.
There you go.
All right. You know, and while we are so thrilled to have Matt Andrews back with us today, we should acknowledge and thank his parents, Charlie and Gina, for taking such good care of him while he was on the disabled list.
Nothing like having great parents, and certainly Charlie and Jenna was able to nurse him back to health.
Andrews is glad he didn't wear them out. Say that in jest. 2 minutes to play until halftime. 14-0 Ohio State leading Purdue. The Boilermakers with the ball. 2nd and 7 at the Ohio State 40. This drive was continued because of an unsportsmanlike penalty against Ohio State's defense after the Buckeyes had sacked Hudson Card.
Yeah, Edric Houston getting the start for Tyleek Williams, who hasn't played yet today, and he's got a towel around his neck. I doubt if he will play.
Boilermakers offense gets on the ball. 3 wide to the right as far as receivers. Single flanker to the left, Jerron Tibbs. Devin Mockabee in the backfield with quarterback Hudson Card, who gets the snap. Hands it off Mockabee, running right side. Mockabee is going to be wrestled down right around the 36 of Ohio State by defensive end Jack Sawyer, bringing up a course and 3rd down.
Yeah, Jack Sawyer coming off his block there.
First of the half, 30 seconds.
So we get a timeout taken by
Ohio State.
All right. Be sure to check out the Buckeye Game Day Concert Series presented by the Buckeye Cruise for Cancer before every Ohio State home game this season outside of St. John Arena. In Buckeye Fan Fest, each week features a different artist or band performing 2 hours before kickoff. Get on board and visit and book your cruise today. Visit BuckeyeCruise.com. Go Bucks and beat cancer.
Well, if they get no yards, it'd be a 53-yard field goal attempt. The long for Porath is 45 this year, and after missing that short one, they would probably punt the football. So Ohio State wants to come up with a play, preferably negative yards. Let's see if they bring some pressure here.
3rd and 3 Purdue at the Ohio State 36. Following the timeout, the Boilermakers are going to send Edrin, Tibbs, and Smith wide to the right. Reggie Love in the backfield to the left of quarterback Hudson Card. With 1:52 to play until halftime. 3rd and 3 Purdue at Ohio State's 36. Snap to Hudson Card. Fakes a handoff grab, and he's hit while throwing an incomplete pass. And back there to harass him and knock him down, defensive end Jalen Tuimoloau.
It's an incomplete pass. It's 4th down.
And he says that because one of the Buckeye defenders, Lathan Ransom, picked it up and ran all the way down to the end zone. But that was clearly an incomplete pass. So Purdue looking at 4th and 3 at the Ohio State 36.
Right now they're keeping their offense out on the field to go for it here on that 4th down. Ohio State already has 2 sacks in the ball game. Brought some pressure there. Forced Carter to get rid of that ball well before he wanted to, and the receiver was open down the field.
And Ryan Day was out there urging Lathan Ransom to hurry up and get back on the other side of the ball. So Purdue 4th and 3 going for it at the Ohio State 36. Tibbs and Clare wide to the left. Edrin and Smith wide right. Love in the backfield with Hudson Card on 4th down for Purdue.
Hold your water. Don't jump off sides here.
Cody Simon was trying to sneak up there, simulating a possible blitz. Snap to Card, back to throw. He's being chased. Card is going to be grabbed and sacked. Jack Sawyer and Jordan Hancock bring him down right around the 42-yard line.
Sack number 3 for the Buckeyes. Jack Sawyer getting it. Jordan Hancock coming on that blitz, gumming things up for Hudson Card as he was trying to look down the field. So Purdue goes for it 3 times on 4th down so far without any success on any of them.
So the Buckeyes will take over with 1:40 to play until halftime, leading 14-0. Good coverage on the back end.
2 timeouts left, too, for Ohio State, so plenty of time to go down and get some points here before half.
They will have it to start this drive. Ohio State at their own 41. Will Howard scored on a 1-yard run, and he threw a 15-yard TD pass to G. Scott. Purdue's only scoring chance was a missed 21-yard field goal by Spencer Porath. 1:40 to play until halftime. Out of the huddle, Jeremiah Smith goes wide to the right. G. Scott, Brandon Ennis, Carnell Tate wide left. Travion Henderson in the backfield with quarterback Will Howard, who's in a shotgun. First down Buckeyes from their own 41. Handoff Henderson running right side. Gets to the 50. Speeds to the Purdue 44 where he is taken down and brought down there at the 44-yard line. The Boilermakers get the stop made by Joseph Jefferson, defensive back, and that's a first down pickup presented by Kroger. Buckeyes right on the ball at the Purdue 43. Howard gets a quick snap, sets up shop at the 50. Looks, cocks the arm, fires right side, incomplete to Jeremiah Smith around the 22 of Purdue, where he was covered by defensive back Nyland Green.
Yeah, Jeremiah Smith looking at the official, wanting a flag on that play. Coverage was a little bit too tight, he thought. No flag called, so Ohio State will stop the clock with that incomplete pass. Looking at the replay, it looked like maybe Nyland Green, number 2, had a little bit of a grab there.
So the clock stopped, as you said, Jim, with 1:26 left until halftime. 2nd and 10, Ohio State, with the ball at Purdue's 43. Will Howard in the shotgun, gets the snap. Howard again from the 50, throws out on the right side, caught by Jeremiah Smith, out of bounds at Purdue 34-yard line. Corner Boutros Alessandro forces him out about a yard shy of the first down. No, they're going to they were dropping the sticks to reposition it.
Yeah, 3rd and about 1. You're right.
I was
maybe
say,
under 1.
That'd have been generous.
Yeah.
3rd and 1 at Purdue's 34 for Ohio State. With a minute 22 left until halftime, Buckeyes up 2 touchdowns. Snap to Will Howard. Hands to Quinshon Judkins, running left side of the Purdue 20. Taken down to the Purdue 19 by safety Dylan Thieneman. Buckeyes in the Giant Eagle red zone thanks to that run by Quinshon Judkins.
Yeah, you know when the safety, who's about 20 yards deep, makes a tackle, that's a good run. So good job there by Judkins, following the left side of his lines, Hinsman and Donovan Jackson there to pick up that big gain.
Junior from Pike Road, Alabama, and a transfer from Ole Miss, Judkins. First down, Ohio State at Purdue's 19. Snap to Henderson. Back to pass. Henderson looking still. Grabbed, and he's going to be thrown down around the 31 of Purdue by lineman Cole Brevard, who will get the sack. And down on the ground is Carson Hinsman.
Timeout for an injured
Ohio
player
State
of the
guard,
offense.
injured. Wow, that offensive line has taken some shots.
Yeah, Donovan Jackson did an excellent job on his block. The defensive end came inside. Number 15, Will Helt, was able to take him and actually throw him on his backside. And I don't know if he got a leg rolled into or what. Obviously, they're looking at his lower body, maybe that left leg right now for Carson Hinsman. And got to think Austin Saraveld would be the next man up on that offensive line for the Buckeyes, but took a big negative play there. Loss of 9 on that sack. And Buckeyes only given up 10 sacks this year.
Of course, that line has lost Josh Simmons, lost Zen Mahalski a couple of weeks ago. And certainly
lost the tight end, too.
Lost
Will Kazmarek against Oregon.
And Hinsman, a junior out of Spring Valley, Wisconsin, who started all the regular season games at center last year.
Under 2 minutes, there's a 10-second runoff. Please reset the game clock to 44 seconds. The clock will start on my signal.
Now, Carson Hinsman is standing as he's out there with some of the medical personnel. Now he's walking off.
Well, that's good news for Ohio State fans and for Carson there.
A little wobbly, but
yeah.
Nice that he's walking off rather than assisted off. So it'll be 2nd and 19. Ohio State at the Purdue 28.
Saraveld is in at left guard right now.
Ohio State out of the timeout. We'll have Tate and Ennis go wide to the right, Smith wide left. Henderson in the backfield with Will Howard. 2nd and 19. Ohio State at the Purdue 28. Snap to Will Howard. Back to pass. Howard looking. Flips that one upfield. Caught at the 20 of Purdue by Jeremiah Smith, left side. He races inside a blocker to the 15. Goes out of bounds, where he was eventually forced out by linebacker Hudson Miller.
Well, little work to do yet on 3rd down. Picked up 11 there, so it'll make it 3rd and 8 for the Buckeyes.
At the 17 of Purdue. With 34 seconds left until halftime. 14-0 Buckeyes leading. But trying to get some more before halftime.
Well, if they want to get 3, then you can't take a negative play here. Certainly you want to take a shot for the end zone here or just, get past the sticks with 2 timeouts left.
Tate, Scott, and Ennis wide right. Smith wide left. Henderson to the left of quarterback Will Howard, who's in a shotgun. Howard gets the snap, sets up at the Purdue 27 to throw. Fires down on the right flat, caught by Smith, 15, races to the 10, to the 5, and into the end zone. Touchdown, Jeremiah Smith. 17-yard TD pass from Will Howard. Jeremiah Smith into the end zone with his 9th receiving touchdown. 20-0 Ohio State.
Just a simple crossing route by Jeremiah Smith. He started on the left, ran all the way to the right. Will Howard put it right on the money, and Jeremiah Smith turned on the Jets to get in the end zone. Well, that's 8 out of 9 games that he scored, or 7 out of 8 games. No, 8 out of 9.
Yeah. And plus, he has a rushing touchdown to add to his resume. PAT unit out. John Furman to snap. Joe McGuire to hold. Those two in position. Ball put down, and Jaden Fielding with a kick in the air for point number 21, and it is a successful kick. And let's pause 10 seconds for station identification on the Ohio State Sports Network from Learfield.
Always and forever your Ohio State flagship station.
WBNS-FM HD1 Columbus.
The Fan, Ohio sports destination.
17-yard touchdown pass. Will Howard to Jeremiah Smith plus the point after. And Ohio State has a 21-0 lead over Purdue with 27 seconds left till halftime.
The Ohio State scoring drive powered by Honda, celebrating over 40 years of manufacturing right here in Ohio. 7 plays, 59 yards, 1:13 off the clock. The Buckeyes got the ball on downs. The defense came up with a big stop there on 4th down, and the offense answers With 1:40 to go, they took it down. The clock's down to 27 seconds.
Well, Jeremiah Smith, number 1 freshman receiving yards coming into the game. He is now number 1 all-time freshman TD catches with that scoring grab. What an impressive debut season for the freshman from Opelika, Florida. Jaden Fielding with a kickoff for Ohio State. Fair catch being waved for and made by Sawinski of Purdue. So the Boilermakers will have it at their own 25-yard line. With 27 seconds left till halftime, 21-0 Ohio State leading.
And the freshman who used to have that record, I played with him,
yes.
Chris Carter. He ended up being a pretty good player.
I'd say so. Canton, Ohio thinks so.
It didn't work out well with Philadelphia Eagles, but then he went to the Minnesota Vikings and found out a lot of success there.
Yes, back in the Metrodome.
we had some Humphrey Metrodome.
We had some days and nights in the Metrodome.
I won a Super Bowl there, so I like that place.
Yeah, I know you do. Purdue, 1st and 10 of their own 25-yard line. Quarterback Hudson Card gets the offense on the ball. Gets the snap out of the shotgun. Hands to Reggie Love, curling around the right side at his own 25. Gets to his 29, where he's knocked to the ground by corner Jordan Hancock.
The clock will run. Let's see if they want to run another play here.
It stopped for the
Why
moment.
did it stop?
I don't know. He was tackled inbounds.
He was inbounds.
Stopped to 20 seconds.
Huh.
Wow.
He was down before he went out of bounds. I do believe that.
I do too. 2nd and 6. Purdue at their own 29. Hudson Card in a shotgun. Reggie Love, who had that run, is off his right hip. Tight end Max Clare motioning left to right. And Love with the give, running straight up the middle, and he is cut down by Caleb Down, safety, right around the Purdue 33.
That clock's running now.
Yeah.
3rd and 2.
With the ball for Purdue at their own 33-yard line, but I think that's going to take care of business there, as the half will come to an end with Ohio State owning a 21-0 lead over Purdue. Today's broadcast is presented by Union Home Mortgage. Again, it's 21-0 Ohio State ahead of Purdue. Stay tuned. Skip Mossick with our halftime score show coming up next. This is Buckeye football from Learfield.
AgPro has been family owned and operated for over 64 years. We take pride in developing long-lasting relationships and offering first-class customer service. Need a new tractor, parts for your used equipment, or reliable service? AgPro has you covered. AgPro is here to serve you and your operation as your hometown dealer. Visit us today at any of our AgPro locations or go online to agproco.com to get started with your AgPro experience.
Go behind the scenes of one of the most recognizable landmarks in all of college athletics with a tour of Ohio Stadium. A seasoned redcoat will be your guide as you make your way through walls of the stadium, into the press box, and onto the field. Upgrade to the VIP package and get special access to the band center and the Ohio State home locker room. From corporate outings and school groups to single-person tours and small families, Ohio Stadium Tours offers a variety of options and pricing that will meet your needs. For more information, visit ohiostatebuckeyes.com and book your tour of Ohio Stadium today.
Everybody knows that Roosters is a fun, casual joint. With their award-winning waitstaff, great food, fun, and laughter. It's a quick stop on the way home to sit back and unwind or grab a carryout. Roosters is where you, your family, and friends can order pizza, sandwiches, salads, and more. And the home of award-winning wings that are fresh, never frozen. It's your family's other dinner table. Roosters, a fun, casual joint.
The Fan, Ohio sports destination. Welcome to the Buckeye Football Halftime Show on the Ohio State Sports Network, presented by the Ohio State Wexner Medical Center, the team physicians for Ohio State athletics. Once again, here's Skip Mossick.
Halftime here at Ohio Stadium in Columbus. Buckeyes lead Purdue 21-0 here at the breaks. Skip Mossick joined inside the Buckeye huddle this afternoon by Ohio State Athletic Director Ross Bjork. And Ross, I know we talked basketball last week, but how about the openers for both the men and the women? I guess start with the men knocking off Texas. Huge win to begin the season.
Well, you're exactly right, Skip. And first of all, it's hard to believe we're already the ninth game of the season in football.
Yeah.
Can we slow it down a little bit? It's going by way too fast. But no, exciting times on campus. And we talked about this last week about the energy that Jake Diebler's bringing to the program. Kevin McGuff's style of play. And so to see it, in action, Monday night there in Vegas, where we played extremely, I think efficient, and we shot the ball well. And I think the really, really encouraging thing is we played really well, but we can always get better, right? And so I know that's what Jake is working on is, maybe the inside has got some work to come along, but just the shooting, the athleticism, the way we play, the style, people are going to gravitate towards that. And then, watching the women play, Jelani, she's going to be a special player. As a freshman, her stat line was unbelievable, right? 30 points, 6 rebounds, 6 assists. Just an amazing shooting percentage. So I think both teams are going to be fun, electric, and that's where we need the crowds. We're going to need the shot to be a home court atmosphere in both programs, and I think people are going to gravitate towards both these teams as the season goes along.
I was going to ask you about that, Ross. The men's home opener is Monday. The women return to action on Tuesday. Many ticket options are out there. And this is something that's been talked about for years, but, the atmosphere at the Shot seems to depend on the product on the floor. Give them a winner, fans will show up and make some noise. But, outside of that, how much discussion is there in regards to game day atmosphere, not only for basketball, but heck, even for football like today?
Skip, we probably have to do a whole show on this topic, not just a halftime show moving forward. But, we're really doing a comprehensive review right now of all of our venues. Ohio Stadium, game day atmosphere, the Shot. We're doing some kind of secret shopper analysis where we have somebody comes in that nobody knows they're there, and they just take it all in, and they look at our music, when we play music, how we play music, what's the choreographing, aspects of what we do, how do we get the students involved. So we're looking at all of that, but I think we can take the NIT platform that we had last year, and that energy that was in the Shot for those NIT games. To me, that's kind of the blueprint of how our fans can be engaged, how the students can be engaged, but we need that every game. That's really what we need, and so our players deserve it. The fans want to be entertained. The fans want to have fun, and that's really what we're after, is that you want to walk away from there and forget the game. You want to say, boy, I had fun. Boy, that was entertaining. Boy, I was entertained when this promotion happened or when this music was played. That's what we want to create, and so we're doing a really full, comprehensive analysis, and it'll be a work in progress, but I think we can make a lot of improvement.
It's Ohio State Athletic Director Ross Bjork. Ross, we always appreciate your time. We'll chat again next week at Wrigley Field there in Chicago, okay?
Absolutely. Thanks, Skip.
Again at the half, Ohio State 21, Purdue nothing. Up next, we'll chat with Ohio State President Ted Carter as halftime activities continue. This is Buckeye football from Learfield.
Hey, Buckeye Nation, Paul Keels here for my other favorite nation, Window Nation. If you're a fan of scoring, you're going to love this. Window Nation is going nuts with an incredible offer just for you. Buy 2 windows, get 2 windows free plus 0 down and 0 payments with 0 interest for 2 years. And if you order a full house of windows, you'll be part of a full house at the Shoe with tickets to a Buckeye game. Call Window Nation today at 866-90-NATION or visit them online at windownation.com. Tell them Paul sent you for the Buckeyes Full House Special.
There's one medical team in Central Ohio skilled enough to care for your favorite Ohio State team, and Buckeyes everywhere. The Ohio State University Wexner Medical Center is your choice for the most highly specialized orthopedic and sports medicine care. Our surgeons, physicians, and physical therapists have access to the most advanced treatments and innovative recovery approaches to get you back in your game. Because on or off the field, our team is your team. The choice for your orthopedic care is clear.
Ready?
It doesn't matter if you're playing hard or working hard. Your workout only works out if you recover right. Chocolate milk helps you recover for what comes next. It's delicious and contains the right mix of protein and carbs to help refuel exhausted muscles. From biking to bench presses, Milk's protein helps you build lean muscle and gain more from your workouts.
Ready? Recover. Repeat. Brought to you by the American Dairy Association Mideast, a proud sponsor of Ohio State Athletics.
Your Ohio State flagship station, The Fan.
Today's broadcast is presented by Union Home Mortgage.
This is the Ohio State Sports Network, presented by the Ohio State Wexner Medical Center, the team physicians for Ohio State Athletics.
Again, halftime here at Ohio Stadium in Columbus. Ohio State 21, Purdue nothing here at the break. Skip Mossick joined next by Ohio State President Ted Carter. Congratulations on yesterday. We'll get into that, but great to see you as always.
Always good to see you, Skip. What a great day for football.
It certainly is. Just your thoughts. We always like to talk about the first half. Just your thoughts on the first 30 minutes.
Yeah, I'd say we're taking care of business. Block punt. We haven't done that this year. In a great field position to get us up, and defense a little bit of kind of bend don't break, and offense is just starting to get going. So yeah, I like what I saw in the first half.
You had the opportunity to flip the coin to start things off today. Tell us about how that came to be.
That's really special. Today is Military Appreciation Game Day. Just a way to honor our veterans. So many people here in uniform. We had a C-130J model fly over, which is really cool. I got to meet the aviators. So, yeah, just a really nice day. I'm really thankful to Ross Bjork for doing that for our military.
As a retired Vice Admiral, 38, which is admirable, but it's a Vice Admiral, 38 years of service. What does military appreciation mean to you?
It's a day, just a couple days before Veterans Day where we remember those who served. Less than 1% of our Americans are serving in uniform today, but 10% of our American population are veterans. So, it's an important part of our history, our legacy, and we do it so well here at Ohio State. I've got my son Chris here seeing his first Ohio State game today, a military veteran himself. So it's something special to our family.
Tell us about our Honor Defend program.
So the Honor Defend program is it's an apparel line that is become really popular, and the proceeds go to support scholarships for our ROTC and military-affiliated students, of which we have about 2,300 here at our campus. We're one of the top military-friendly universities in the country, so it's really a great program, and I've got some of that apparel. It's pretty cool looking.
It certainly is, but by the way, speaking of apparel, this jacket is awesome that you're wearing.
Yeah, I'm wearing an actual military flight jacket, but it's customized with some Ohio State branding, and as I like to joke, the jacket's undefeated, so I wanted to keep wearing it.
Keep wearing it, no doubt. We teased it earlier, but your investiture yesterday. Tell us about that.
Really special, time-honored tradition. It is done within the first year of somebody's presidency, and it's the official installment of leadership into the university. And for us, I didn't want to make it as much about me. I wanted to make it much more about unveiling the next 10-year strategic plan for our university. So we unleashed Education for Citizenship 2035 yesterday, and it was really well received.
Is there anything else you can share along with that? I mean, everything sounded so interesting, but it's hard to predict the future.
Well, we talked about 6 strategic themes. These are the things that we do. World-class academics, meaningful research, clinical care. But we also talked about operations and creating a culture and workplace environment. But I also listed athletics as one of our 6 themes, and we made a litgo of a headline yesterday talking about keeping 36 Division I sports and maintaining our scholarships that we have. We're going to have to make some tough decisions when we go look at the whole pot of money. But the fact that we can have scholarships in all 36 sports and be self-sustaining as an athletic department, we might be one or two of the only athletic departments in the country that can do that.
That is so huge of an announcement as far as, again, no one knows what the future holds, but I know it's what the desire is all about, though.
It is. It's a commitment to our student athletes. As you know well, we're over 1,000 student athletes here. And, collegiate athletics today is also the feeder for the Olympics. So if we don't keep this model and keep the student athlete part of it alive, it'll impact the Olympics. So it's really important.
Ohio State President Ted Carter, as always, thank you for your time. We'll chat again next week, okay?
Thanks, Skip. Always good to be with you. Go Bucks.
21-0. Ohio State leads Purdue. Halftime here at Ohio Stadium in Columbus. Up next, we'll check your college football scoreboard as halftime activities continue. This is Buckeye football from Learfield.
Hi, I'm Archie Griffin, 2-time Heisman Trophy winner. The right coverage can be a game changer, both on and off the field. That's why Encova Insurance is prepared for what's next and protects what matters most to you. With independent insurance agents in your neighborhood and innovative insurance products that can be tailored to fit your unique needs, Encova Insurance is an easy win for your peace of mind. For auto, home, and business insurance, you want Encova on your team. Visit Encova.com today to find an agent near you.
Now, the officials have been talking for quite some time.
All righty, let's see what they have to say. Upon further review,
There is no penalty on the play. However, we have conferred and discovered that Bob, the line judge, has saved a boatload for his kids' college using Ohio's 529 plan. It is tax-free, accepted nationwide. Bob recommends we all go to collegeadvantage.com. First down.
Well, that's not entirely unexpected.
Classic Bob.
Ohio seniors, it's time to make the right call for better Medicare benefits with Medical Mutual. Plans start at $0 per month and include $0 doctor visits and $0 generic prescription drugs. Visit medmutual.com/review or call 1-866-966-9338 to find a plan today. MedMutual Advantage plans are HMO, HMO, POS, and PPO plans offered by Medical Mutual of Ohio with a Medicare contract. Enrollment in a MedMutual Advantage plan depends on contract renewal.
It's Bobby Carpenter. Join us Monday morning at 6 for the Morning Juice on 97.1 The Fan.
Today's broadcast is presented by Union Home Mortgage.
This is the Ohio State Sports Network, presented by the Ohio State Wexner Medical Center, the team physicians for Ohio State Athletics.
Halftime at Ohio Stadium in Columbus. Buckeyes 21, Purdue nothing. Skip Mossick with a quick check of your college football scoreboard. Just one other Big Ten game currently underway. Halftime in Piscataway. Rutgers 14, Minnesota 9. Two other games in the top 25. Halftime, Georgia Tech leading fourth-ranked Miami 14-10. Also at the half, number 5, Texas blowing out Florida 35-0 Longhorns. One other game around the state this afternoon down in Cincinnati. Bearcats playing host to West Virginia. UC led early and then gave it back.
Quarterback Sorsby has the football, and he's on a roll to his right, being pursued. They've got him down. He throws the ball. It's intercepted. West Virginia on the run. Anthony Wilson down the left sideline. He's to the 30. He's down to the 20, to the 10, 5, end zone, touchdown, 79 yards away.
Tony Caridi on Learfield, 17-7. West Virginia leading Cincinnati at the half. Also at the half, San Diego leading Dayton 13-0. Second quarter, Youngstown State up on Southern Illinois 14-0. Ohio State 21, Purdue nothing. That's your score here at the half. Paul and Jim back to preview the second half next. This is Buckeye Football from Learfield.
When it comes to your cancer diagnosis, the choice for your care is clear.
And when you choose the James at Ohio State,
you're opting for care from a highly specialized team dedicated to treating one type of cancer, yours.
Where more than 1,700 scientists are working on new treatments and new hope for every form of cancer.
You're making the choice to have the most advanced treatments, many of which were developed right here.
For your cancer care, the choice is clear. The James at Ohio State.
Time for a halftime snack? Up your hosting game with Bob's Discount Furniture. Bob's has plenty of stylish, feature-packed bar carts, coffee tables, dining sets, even seating with drop-down drink tables for those times when you just can't miss a play. And best of all, you can find everything at Bob's everyday low prices. So stop by and score big when you shop Bob's Discount Furniture. Proud sponsor of Ohio State Athletics.
Looking for a drink that is bold, smooth, and naturally sweet? Look no further than Patron Añejo. Our tequilas are handmade, using traditional methods to deliver a signature flavor. Patron Añejo is the perfect blend of sophistication and complexity. Sip it neat, on the rocks, or with a splash of fresh pineapple juice. Made with just 3 natural ingredients: Blue Weber agave, yeast, and water. Patron is proudly additive-free. Patron Añejo, made by hand, crafted by passion. Drink responsibly. Imported by Patron Spirits Company, Coral Gables, Florida. Tequila, 40% alcohol by volume.
The Fan, Ohio sports destination.
Today's broadcast is presented by Union Home Mortgage.
This is the Ohio State Sports Network, presented by the Ohio State Wexner Medical Center, the team physicians for Ohio State Athletics.
The Foundation is operating a 50-50 raffle at each Ohio State home football game this season, with proceeds supporting community-based NIL opportunities and the Foundation charities. For more information on how you can participate, visit OSU5050.com. And at the half, Ohio State, Jim, enjoying a 21-0 lead over Purdue.
Yeah, so the stats for Ohio State, they've had 29 offensive plays for 181 yards, 121 in the air, just 60 yards rushing on 15 attempts. Purdue has 113 plays on, or 113 yards on 33 plays, 67 yards rushing, 46 yards passing. Travion Henderson's our leading carrier, 3 carries for 34 yards. Will Howard, 7 carries for 15 yards and a touchdown. Quinshon Junkins has 5 carries for 11. Will Howard's 11 of 14 for 121 yards and 2 touchdowns. Jeremiah Smith, 6 catches for 87 yards. Travion Henderson, 2 catches for 11 yards. The leading tacklers for Ohio State, Cody Simon, Jack Sawyer, Sonny Styles, all have 5.
Again, the score at the half, 21-0. Ohio State ahead of Purdue. Today's broadcast presented by Union Home Mortgage. This is Buckeye football from Learfield.
Get out there and have some fun in a new Toyota with more all-wheel drive choices like America's best-selling car, Toyota Camry. It's all hybrid all the time with available all-wheel drive. Now through December 2nd, you can lease a Camry LE from just $269 a month for 39 months with $32.99 due at signing. With approved credit through TFS. Tax, title, and license extra. Call 1-888-36-TOYOTA for details or go to toyota.com. Toyota, let's go places.
The gridiron isn't the only place Buckeye fans watch points pile up. They score the perks of game day at Giant Eagle and Market District 2. Ready-to-eat prepared foods, everyday value from our family of brands, a fresh selection that thrills every foodie, fuel savings, and convenient favorites are all game day traditions. Earn perks and save on game day and every day at Giant Eagle and Market District. Giant Eagle, proud sponsor of Ohio State Athletics.
For more than 35 years, Hyde Park Prime Steakhouse has been known by Buckeye Nation as serving the best steaks in the city. Our thick-cut, aged steaks have been a staple in Columbus with 3 locations, in Upper Arlington, Dublin, and downtown. Hyde Park is proud to introduce our newly added wine room at the downtown Columbus location, where a new elegance in dining will surround you. And coupled with live entertainment every weekend, Hyde Park will be the perfect setting for any occasion or the perfect night out. Hyde Park is a proud sponsor of Ohio State Athletics. Go Bucks!
Hear every Buckeye game every year. The Fan.
Today's broadcast is presented by Union Home Mortgage.
This is the Ohio State Sports Network, presented by the Ohio State Wexner Medical Center, the team physicians for Ohio State Athletics.
Welcome back to the Union Home Mortgage broadcast booth, the official home lending sponsor of Ohio State Athletics. Learn about their 1% down payment program at UHM.com. Equal housing lender, NMLS number 2229. And with the second half about to start, and Ohio State holding a 21-0 lead over Purdue, let's go down to the field to Matt Andrews.
Coach, 21 points at halftime. You held them to 113 yards. Your special teams got some stuff done. You like complimentary where you guys are right now?
Yeah, good to get a block punt and steal a possession there. That was good. We scored right there to win the last 4 minutes of the first half. Now we get the ball to start, so we got to win the middle 8 right here.
Thanks, Coach.
And each first down that Ohio State picks up today brought to you by Kroger. A reminder that Kroger Pickup is the easy way to get what you want right when you need it. Try Kroger Pickup today on the Kroger app or at Kroger.com. 21-0 Ohio State ahead of Purdue. Jim, this crazy series, and it's been so erratic when you see some of these schools at different times. But the winning team between Ohio State and Purdue in the last 4 meetings has scored at least 40 points. So Ohio State well on their way to that.
Yeah, they are. Had a good first half, as you mentioned. 21 points there, and got a chance here to get the ball in the third quarter. Coach Day talked about had a good last 4 minutes of the half, and they want to start strong here the first 4 minutes of the third quarter. See if they can put another TD on the board.
This might be, Jim. Do you tell me if you think this is the case? The first time we've seen Travion Henderson back to return a kick this year.
I think you're right. We did see, well, no, we haven't. We've had Jalen Ballard was there for the most part of the year and some other guys, but this is the first time for Travion, so he wants an opportunity at this.
He's back there with Lorenzo Styles as Ben Freehill will kick it off for Purdue. 21-0. Ohio State with a lead and about to get the football. Freehill with a kickoff, a line drive shot that Travion Henderson will catch a yard deep in the end zone and bring it out. Moves the right side to the 10, to the 15-yard line, and he's cut down at about the 18-yard line, and that was Putros Alessandro, defensive back, who makes the tackle of Travion Henderson.
And there was probably a 95% chance he wasn't going to fair a catch that, and he didn't. He got limited opportunities. He wanted to see if he could take one to the house.
95, huh? Of course, it's been since 2010 that Ohio State's had a kick return for a touchdown. That was Jordan Hall against the Wolverines. So 21-0. Buckeyes the lead, and they'll start first and 10 from their own 18-yard line. Will Howard, who has thrown 2 touchdown passes, has run for another. Gets the team to break the huddle. Emeka Ibuka wide right. Carnell Tate wide left. Tight ends on each side of the line, and Quinshon Judkins in the backfield with quarterback Will Howard, who fakes the handoff to Judkins, sets up at his 11, throws out on the right side, and it's caught. And what a catch made by Jelani Thurman, who tiptoes out of bounds at the Ohio State 37-yard line. A first down pickup presented by Kroger.
He got some practice catching the ball last week against Penn State when he caught the same ball about 3 times.
Yes, that one he caught. It looked like just once. But he makes the grab to move the ball up to the Ohio State 37-yard line. Sophomore from Fairburn, Georgia, makes the grab. Buckeyes out of the huddle, send 3 wide to the left. Single flanker is to the right side, and that's Bryson Rogers with Will Howard in the gun. Judkins in the backfield with him. Give to Judkins, sliding to the left side, spins away to the right, spins off another defender, and he's taken down at his own 39-yard line by safety Dylan Thieneman.
Spinning and spinning. He had 2 spins on that play and still only picked up a couple yards there. If he wouldn't have, though, he probably had a tackle for loss.
Yeah. Thieneman, the conference freshman of the year last year, having another good statistical season for Purdue.
You know, looking at these stats here, the only receiver to catch a pass has been Jeremiah Smith, and he's caught 6 of them. Travion Henderson, G. Scott, Quinshon Judkins, and now Jelani Thurman has one.
2nd and 8. Ohio State at their own 39. Will Howard gets the snap, looks to throw, sails that up the left side, caught by Carnell Tate. He's caught by a defender right at the Ohio State 45, and it's corner Kendrick Breedlove with a tackle.
Now we got our second receiver with a catch. Carnell Tate comes up with a nice catch on a quick slant route there.
Had a couple of catches last week at Penn State. Sophomore from Chicago did, Carnell Tate. So to be 3rd and 2, Ohio State with the ball at their own 45 here in the opening drive of the 3rd quarter. And the Buckeyes up 3 touchdowns.
Buckeyes 2 for 5 on 3rd downs in that first half.
Tate will go wide left. Rogers wide right. Quarterback Will Howard's going to get under center. Seth McLaughlin. 3rd and 2, Ohio State from their own 45. Howard gives it off Quinshon Judkins. Running to the right, pushes back up the middle. He'll get to about the Ohio State 47.
He's going to give it to him.
Should be the first down. Dylan Thieneman, safety with a stop. And the sticks will move for the Buckeyes.
Haven't seen a lot of Emeka Buka here.
Timeout for an injured player of the defense.
He was there to start the drive for Ohio State, Jim, but he didn't play a lot late in the 2nd quarter. Now there's an injured Purdue player being attended to right around the 44-yard line, and we'll pause 10 seconds for station identification on the Ohio State Sports Network from Learfield.
Always and forever your Ohio State flagship station.
WBNS-FM HD1 Columbus.
The Fan, Ohio sports destination.
Timeout on the field with the score 21-0. Ohio State ahead of Purdue, 12:48 to play 3rd quarter. Today's broadcast is presented by Union Home Mortgage. This is Buckeye football from Learfield.
AEP Energy wants to know if you're ready to say goodbye to higher rates and hello to savings. Get your energy costs under control by locking in a fixed rate for your electricity supply. You'll lower your bills and get price protection from rising rates. Take control and lock in a low fixed rate. Visit aepenergy.com/OSU to get started. AEP Energy, the official electricity and natural gas sponsor of Ohio State Athletics. AEP Energy is a competitive retail electrical and natural gas service provider and affiliate of Ohio Power Company, AEP Ohio. AEP Energy is not soliciting on behalf of and is not an agent of AEP Ohio.
What do football and finances have in common? The team you play with makes a big difference. Credit Union of Ohio is your financial team to help you save and spend like a winner. Whether you're looking to make a big purchase or find ways to build up your savings, you'll always work with a team player at Credit Union of Ohio. Navigate your next big money play easily through Credit Union of Ohio's website at cuofohio.org. That's cuofohio.org. NCUA insured, equal housing lender.
Hi, it's Alex Johnson from the Diamond Cellar. Growing up in the family business, I've seen firsthand the joy and love that comes with finding the perfect engagement ring. For over 77 years, our family's been dedicated to providing the best quality, unmatched selection, and the guaranteed best price. From timeless classics to custom designs, we have the perfect ring for every love story. Let our family help you celebrate the moments that mean the most. Visit Diamond Cellar today on Sawmill Road or at Easton Town Center.
Always and forever your home of the Buckeyes. Home of the Buckeyes. The Fan.
Today's broadcast is presented by Union Home Mortgage.
This is the Ohio State Sports Network. Presented by the Ohio State Wexner Medical Center. The team physicians for Ohio State Athletics.
Buckeye football brought to you in part by Encova Insurance for auto and home, and circling you with solutions you can trust. Encova, proud sponsor of Ohio State Athletics. 21-0. Ohio State leading Purdue 12:48 to play third quarter. The injured Purdue player was linebacker Cadron Jenkins, who was helped off the field.
Yeah, Paul, and he's their second leading tackler behind Dylan Thieneman. He had 58 tackles and 5.5 sacks coming into this ball game. He was on all fours there for a while and then was helped to the sideline, so we'll watch that to see if he gets back in action.
22 career sacks for the senior from Louisville, Georgia. So Ohio State looking at 1st and 10 from their own 47-yard line, owning a 21-0 lead. Quarterback Will Howard in a shotgun gets the snap, fakes a handoff, sets up at his 40, guns it deep down the right side. Carnell Tate gathers it in at the 10, but then the ball comes loose at the end of the play. They'll call an incomplete pass as Tate had defenders right around him, and it was safety Dylan Thieneman that broke up the play. But Tate was there, and the ball was poked away.
Yeah, it was a play-action pass all the way by Ohio State. Good to see Carson Hinsman back at the left guard spot. He pulled around, was able to block the defensive end. Gave plenty of time for Will Howard to allow Carnell Tate to get down to inside that 10-yard line and had it temporarily, and then it bounced out.
2nd and 10. Buckeyes at their own 47-yard line. 3 wide to the left, single flanker Tate, who was the intended target last time, to the right. Howard gets the snap. Howard going to throw again, toss middle of the field. Tate got it at the Purdue 40. That's where he is taken down by Dylan Thieneman. Right around the 39-yard line. Carnell Tate's catch coming off the right flank gives the Buckeyes a first down. Go right back to him.
Got him back in the action. Ohio State's going to get right on the line of scrimmage for this next play.
12:09 and counting. Third quarter here in Columbus. That line of scrimmage is the Purdue 39-yard line for Ohio State. Howard, a quick snap. Back to throw. Will Howard lofts that middle of the field. Caught by Quinshon Judkins at the Purdue 35. Tackled at the Purdue 33 by Sheeta Salah, linebacker.
Give him a gain of 6 on that quick hitter there. And again, the Buckeyes were right back to that line of scrimmage in a hurry. Got the play called and then did a little dump-off pass there to Judkins. And does a good job after he catches that football getting positive yards.
So 11:35 and counting. It'll be 2nd and 4. Ohio State at Purdue's 33. Emeka Ibuka wide left. And Carnell Tate wide right. Tight ends on each side of the line. Judkins in the backfield with quarterback Will Howard. Howard is going to hand it Judkins. Shooting out the middle. Judkins grabbed and stopped right at about the 32-yard line by defensive lineman Jeffrey Embaugh.
Yeah, Embaugh did a good job holding on to Judkins' leg there because I thought he had, maybe enough to pick up the first down there, but Embaugh was able to grab him and just hold him there by the feet, by the legs, and tackle him for just a short gain.
Embaugh played both at Auburn and Independence Community College before he landed in West Lafayette, Indiana. 3rd and 4. Ohio State at Purdue's 33. Tate goes wide to the left. Rogers and Ibuka and Thurman off the line to the right, with Henderson in the backfield next to quarterback Will Howard. And Howard back to throw. Looking and throws left side. Caught by Carnell Tate at the 26 of Purdue. Breaks by defenders and lands at the 19-yard line, gaining the first down. Had he not lost his footing, he could have gotten a whole lot more. But Carnell Tate with some big catches on this drive.
Yeah, he's really stepping up and making plays. I think it's his 3rd catch on this drive right now. And, yeah, that's after not having a catch there in the first half. Good play action there by Will Howard to get him involved. That's actually his 4th catch on this drive.
Buckeyes in the Giant Eagle red zone. 1st and 10 at Purdue's 20-yard line with 10:10 to play third quarter. 21-0 Ohio State's lead. Will Howard fakes a handoff, looks to throw, guns that one down the right side toward the end zone for Ibuka. Grabs it, but he's out of bounds as he was covered on the right portion of the end zone by defensive back Teron Grant.
Will Howard now 16 of 21 throwing the football for 177 yards. That's a 76% completion percentage.
So it'll be 2nd and 10. Ohio State at Purdue's 20. Grant really closed the field down on Ibuka over in the right corner of the end zone there. Some changes for the Boilermakers on their defensive line. Buckeyes are going to send Carnell Tate wide right. Bryson Rogers and Emeka Ibuka wide left. Judkins in the backfield with Howard. And Will Howard going to throw. Fires right side. Caught by Tate at the 14 of Purdue. That's where he is cut down right there at the 14 by cornerback Teron Grant.
This is a Tate drive right now, isn't
Tate
it?
drive.
Yeah.
Big man Tate.
Haven't seen much of Jeremiah Smith on this drive, but Carnell Tate has taken over. Judkins is going to go out to the sideline with Travion Henderson replacing him.
So 3rd and 3. Ohio State at Purdue's 13. This is the opening drive of the third quarter. The Buckeyes up 3 touchdowns, trying to go up 4. Tate and Ibuka wide left. Thurman and Rogers and Henderson wide right, leaving quarterback Will Howard alone in the backfield. Howard gets the snap. Back to pass. He looks left, he rolls right, and slips and goes down at the 24-yard line. Will Howard. He started to cut to run, but his feet went out right from underneath of him.
And that'll go down as a sack. It's a couple times we've seen his shoes fail him, or his feet, as he's trying to move around in that pocket.
So Jaden Fielding, who's 5 for 6 on the year for field goals, will come out and try a 42-yarder. He was 2 for 2 last week at Penn State, a couple of big field goals for the Buckeyes. John Furman, the snap. Joe McGuire will put it down at the 32, so it'll be a 42-yard try for Fielding. Ball's put down by McGuire. Fielding's kick in the air toward the uprights, and Jaden Fielding knocks it through for 3 more points. Score perks on Game Day Essentials all season long at Giant Eagle. A reminder, the Giant Eagle is the proud sponsor of Ohio State Athletics. Timeout on the field, 8:34 to play third quarter here in Columbus, 24-0. Ohio State ahead of Purdue. Today's broadcast presented by Union Home Mortgage. This is Buckeye football from Learfield.
Hi, I'm Archie Griffin, 2-time Heisman Trophy winner. The right coverage can be a game changer, both on and off the field. That's why Encova Insurance and their local independent agents are prepared for what's next and protect what matters most to you. Whether that's your home, car, business, or family, Encova's got your back with a policy that fits you perfectly. With local independent agents in your neighborhood and innovative insurance products that can be tailored to fit your unique needs, Encova's playbook is an easy win for your peace of mind. You can trust their team of agents to develop a strategy that's just right for you. And it's not just X's and O's. Your expert agent will guide you and provide insurance solutions so you can confidently manage your risk and count on a financially secure future. For auto, home, and business insurance, you want Encova on your team. Visit Encova.com today to find an agent near you. Encova is a proud sponsor of Ohio State Athletics. Go Bucks!
Buckeye Nation, the game's on fire. Whether you're in the stadium or on the couch, make sure Buckeye Vodka, proud sponsor of Ohio State Athletics, is in your lineup. Distilled for a smooth finish, it's the perfect play for any game day. Grab yours and please enjoy responsibly. And be sure to follow them on social media at Buckeye Vodka. That's at Buckeye Vodka, 21 and over.
Today's broadcast is presented by Union Home Mortgage.
This is the Ohio State Sports Network, presented by the Ohio State Wexner Medical Center, the team physicians for Ohio State Athletics.
Each Buckeye defensive third down this half is brought to you by Corson Fire and Security, protecting life and property since 1946. From knowledgeable salespeople to highly trained technicians, Corson provides the very best fire protection and security solutions to businesses throughout Ohio. Learn more at Corson.com. Jaden Fielding with a 42-yard field goal. It increases Ohio State's lead to 24-0 over Purdue with 8:34 to play third quarter.
The Ohio State scoring drive powered by Honda, celebrating over 40 years of manufacturing right here in Ohio. 13 plays, 59 yards, 6:21 off the clock. Down on the sidelines to Matt Andrews.
Thanks, Jim. That turf monster got Will Howard again, but Ohio State relying on Jaden Fielding, certainly something they did last week, and he just continues this week to be very reliable in a medium-range opportunity there.
Well, Jaden Fielding has been very stellar. The only blip in his radar has been that game earlier in the year when he was dealing with a hip flexor, and he had 3 consecutive kickoffs that went out of bounds. I believe that was against Marshall, but got straightened out, and he's been on the beam.
Yeah, I think he said he had a little hip flexor issue that game and got it corrected.
Andrew Sawinski and Jordan Love are back deep for Purdue. To await the kickoff from the aforementioned Jaden Fielding, a junior from League City, Texas. 24-0. Ohio State with a lead. And really, coming off that big emotional win last week at Penn State, we've seen Ohio State very much on point following it up here.
Certainly have. That ball blew off the tee there, so Jaden had to put it back on there.
He gets one try for that. If it does it again, somebody will have to come play Lucy Van Pelt and hold it, but not take it away from Charlie Brown like she did, that evil girl. Kick in the air, and Andrew Sawinski will wave for and make a fair catch for Purdue.
Well, this will be Purdue's first offensive series here of the second half. here in the third quarter. Let's see what kind of adjustments they've made at halftime.
Yeah, they won the toss but elected to take the ball right out of the gate. So this Purdue offense that averages 334 yards a game and 20.3 points, they've had a difficult time. Their only scoring threat really was a 21-yard field goal that Spencer Porath missed.
In the first half, they threw the ball 9 times. They ran it 24, but down 24, they're going to probably have to throw it a few more times, you
would think so, Jim. 1st and 10, Purdue at their own 25. Hudson Card has gone the whole way at quarterback. He's in the shotgun. Gets the snap, hands to Devin Mockabee, running right side, and Mockabee off a couple of defenders, but safety Caleb Downs knocks him down at the Purdue 31.
Yeah, he got Mockabee went out, got banged up a little bit on one of those plays in the second quarter, but seems to be fine after picking up 7 yards on that first carry of the third quarter.
Junior from Boonville, Indiana. Devin Mockabee had a Purdue freshman rushing record of over 960 yards. 2nd and 3. Boilermakers of their own 32. Mockabee off the right hip of his quarterback Hudson Card, who gets the snap back to pass from his 24. He'll sail that one up the left side of the field for Tibbs, and he makes a catch at the Ohio State 40 as he beat Cornell. They're going to say incomplete. Corner Denzel Burke was covering him. Wow.
Well, the field judge and the line judge are both looking at each other. I wonder if they'll review that, but it kind of looked good from up here.
It sure did. Brings up a course and 3rd down if it stands. Yeah, I'm glad you thought the same thing I did, Jim. I thought he had that one.
And Tibbs kind of is putting his hands up in the air.
The ruling of an incomplete pass is under review.
I don't know if they thought he had either juggled it before he went out of bounds or if he was out of bounds in the first place.
There was some juggling there, but maybe he didn't secure it there before he hit the ground. They'll take another look at that.
They sure will, with 7:55 to play in the third quarter, and Ohio State leading Purdue 24-0. Tibbs, a sophomore from Indianapolis, who had 20 catches coming into the game.
A little bit some bobblage on that.
Some bobblage? Here we go, making up words again. So they'll take a look at that. Of course, the reviews brought about some good success for Ohio State last week in State College against Penn State.
I think that play will stand as called.
Incomplete?
Yeah.
All right.
Ruling on the field, right?
Ruling on the field. They've got to have indisputable, unrivaled evidence to review it. 24-0. Ohio State leading Purdue. Buckeyes will be on the road next week playing the Northwestern Wildcats. They will play them in Wrigley Field in Chicago.
I know you've been there a couple times.
I've been there about 4 times for baseball.
Yeah, with the Reds.
Never when I was working for the Reds. All there spectating.
Oh, nice. That's even better yet.
Yes.
Brought to you by Old Style.
I'm just trying to figure out how to work that in there. Well, you know, there was a friend of all of ours that used to live in Chicago, Debbie Riley, who had access to great seats there, so it's nice to know important people. Well, they're still reviewing this. Catch. No, non-catch. It was called incomplete to Jerron Tibbs, thrown by Hudson Card.
He's taking a long look at it, isn't he?
Yeah, he sure is. That game next week, by the way, is a 12 noon kickoff, 11 a.m. Eastern time in Chicago. The following week, the Buckeyes will be home against Indiana. It has not been officially set, but a lot of indication that's going to be a 12 noon
Looks
start.
like they're moving it up.
After review, the receiver completed the catch going to the ground. It's 1st down.
All right. Well, that time our eyes did not deceive us, Jim.
Yeah, the defense kind of got that call before the official announced it. They were all lining up on the 40-yard line where this ball is spotted.
That is the Ohio State 40, where Purdue will have the ball. So 7:54 to play third quarter, 24-0. Buckeyes will lead. Purdue continuing their drive into opponent territory. Purdue trying to break a 7-game losing streak. They beat Indiana State in week 1, and that has been it. Jerron Tibbs is flanked to the left. He made that grab. Dylan Morissette and Jamal Erdrin wide right. Handoff goes Devin Mockabee running around the right tackle to the Ohio State 40, and he's going to be thrown down by linebacker Cody Simon at the Ohio State 38.
And Jack Sawyer is able to slow him up a little bit until the linebacker Cody Simon, Block O, got there to make the tackle for a short gain.
Cody Simon's been the leading tackler the last 3 games for Ohio State.
Surprised he was left off the buckets list. Now, Sonny Styles was put on it, but
yeah,
I thought Cody's been playing awful well.
Agreed. 2nd and 8, Purdue at Ohio State's 38-yard line. To Dylan Morris set, Max Clare and Jamal Edrin wide to the right. Jerron Tibbs flank to the left, and Maccabee in the backfield with quarterback Hudson Card. Gets the snap. Sets up to throw, middle of the field, incomplete. Through for Morris, sat around the Ohio State 32, where he was covered by corner Jordan Hancock, and it brings up a course and 3rd down.
Tight coverage here by number 7, Jordan Hancock. He's been playing at a high level these last several weeks, and that time excellent again on coverage.
Hancock, a senior from Suwanee, Georgia. Came into the game with 1 interception and 23 tackles on the year. 3rd and 8, Purdue at Ohio State's 38, with just under 7 to play 3rd quarter. Edrin and Clare wide to the right. Morissette and Tibbs flank left for Purdue. Maccabee in the backfield next to quarterback Hudson Card. 3rd and 8, Purdue at Ohio State's 38. Buckeyes 24-0 lead here in the 3rd quarter. Gus Hardwick snaps it to Hudson Card. Back to throw, being chased short on the right side to Clare. The tight end tackled at the Ohio State 37 by corner Jordan Hancock, who makes a great stop.
Yeah, just back to the line of scrimmage, maybe a foot past the line of scrimmage. So 4th down, and Purdue looks like they're going for it here.
Yeah. Wonder if they've got a little lack of faith in their kicker after a missed 21-yarder.
Well, that and down 24 points.
Yeah.
And they need some touchdowns, not field goals. So Purdue 0 for 2 on 4th downs. Let's see if Ohio State can turn them over on downs again.
4th and 7, Purdue at Ohio State's 37. 2-by-2 receivers, right and left. Quarterback Hudson Card straight behind his center Gus Hardwick with Devin Maccabee in the backfield with him. Now Morissette moving in motion. Back is Hudson Card to pass. Looking, throws down the right sideline, and it is incomplete, but a flag thrown as corner. Davison Igbenosin was covering rather aggressively wide receiver Jamal Edrin.
Yeah, he hit him right around the waist. Looked like he had his right arm in there. Davis has been known to do that. And
pass interference, defense number 1, 15-yard penalty, automatic 1st down.
That's why they had him practicing with boxing gloves on a couple of weeks ago.
He's going to have to tie his hands up here pretty soon.
Yeah, really. So 1st down for Purdue as they get set on the ball in a hurry at the Ohio State 22-yard line. Quick snap, Hudson Card, straight back to pass his Card. He'll fire that one down the right sideline, and it's intercepted by Lathan Ransom in the end zone. Brings it out to the 10-yard line. Lathan Ransom still on the move. He's grabbed by a Purdue defender, gets off of him, moves to the 15. And Ransom is tackled at the 24-yard line by Jamal Edrin, but Lathan Ransom comes up with his 4th career interception. And Ohio State will have the ball. Timeout on the field with 5:43 to play 3rd quarter. 24-0. Buckeyes leading Purdue. Today's broadcast presented by Union Home Mortgage. This is Buckeye football from Learfield.
It takes hard work to be the best in the game. Planning, commitment, resilience, sweat. That's why Old Dominion Freight Line, the #1 national LTL carrier for quality, works hard to be the best in the game and is proud to support those striving to be the best in theirs. Old Dominion Freight Line, official freight sponsor of Ohio State Athletics, helping the world keep promises.
Cheers to a great day and this ice-cold Corona.
You know what would make this day even better? My grandma's carne asada.
Or your grandma here with us, making carne asada.
She does love a cold Corona.
Throw in some dancing.
Oh, we can watch the game.
I'll drink to that.
So a backyard concert with football, food, dancing, and Corona?
And your grandma.
Or we could keep it simple.
Simple is good. Want a Corona?
Thanks. Salud to the perfect day.
Corona, la vida más fina. Get your Corona at ordercorona.com. Relax responsibly. Corona Extra Beer, imported by Crown Import, Chicago, Illinois.
Buckeyes, I'm Kurt Lewis, United Healthcare of Ohio CEO and graduate of The Ohio State University. United Healthcare and the Ohio Chamber of Commerce believe healthy small businesses are vital to our economy. That's why we're ready to give your small business a VIP opportunity through our small business sweepstakes. Winners will be recognized on the field at an Ohio State home football game. To enter, visit ohiostatebuckeyes.com/UHC. United Healthcare, proud sponsor of Ohio State Athletics.
For terms and conditions, visit ohiostatebuckeyes.com/UHC sweepstakes. Rules and restrictions apply.
Today's broadcast is presented by Union Home Mortgage.
This is the Ohio State Sports Network, presented by the Ohio State Wexner Medical Center, the team physicians for Ohio State Athletics.
When you need urgent care, there are many choices, but there's only one advanced level of urgent care led by Ohio State Emergency Medicine physicians. Ohio State Advanced Urgent Care. When you need care fast, the choice is clear. 24-0 Ohio State leading Purdue, 5:43 to play third quarter. Lathan Ransom's first interception of the year, the 7th of the season for the Ohio State defense, gives the Buckeyes the ball at their own 24.
Yeah, he's done a great job playing the run, on coverage. You know, he does a little bit of everything, but that time he read that perfect, was able to come underneath it, and then decided to take it out. Usually, you're going to get it at the 20 if you just take a knee, but he decided to see if he can make something happen, and after a lot of dodging, he got it out to the 24.
Yeah, senior from Tucson, Arizona. That is the 5th interception thrown by Purdue quarterback Hudson Card on the year. So 24-0 Ohio State the lead in the ball, and they will start this possession working from their own 24-yard line as the sun has come back out here at Ohio Stadium. Folks that have decided to stay for the second half enjoying a little bit of sunlight here.
Thinned out a little bit.
It did. Travion Henderson at tailback. He's to the right of quarterback Will Howard in the formation for the Buckeyes, who have 3 wide to the right and a single flanker to the left. And Will Howard takes off running. Late pitch, throws it out to the left side. Tate catches, and he's dragged out of bounds around the 33-yard line. Carnell Tate by safety Antonio Stevens. Boy, that was problematic.
It looked like that was designed, though, Paul. I mean,
yeah.
Tate was behind him kind of waiting for it, and, a better pass, he might have got more, but Tate picked up that loose ball, almost like a fumble, and was able to get 8 positive yards.
Like he was playing first base, he picked it up.
Right.
2nd and 2.
Joey Votto.
Ohio State at their own 32-yard line. Will Howard straight behind his center. Seth McLaughlin with Henderson off his left hip. And a handoff, Henderson again, running straight ahead. Travion Henderson stood up to around the Ohio State 34, and that's where the play will be whistled dead, as Purdue had a defender, and it was Will Helt, linebacker, who they call rush in, that was there to stop it, and it brings up a first down pickup presented by Kroger. But it changed move.
Buckeyes haven't ran the ball very well today, just 60, 65, 67 yards so far, so see if they can break a big one off here.
And we mentioned that they came into this game having gone 2 straight without a rushing touchdown. Will Howard with a rushing TD ended that. So first down Buckeyes at their own 34, leading 24-0 with 4:26 to play in the third quarter. Howard back to pass after taking the snap, zips that up the left side to Brandon Ennis at the 50-yard line, and he's taken out of bounds just past the midfield stripe. Brandon Ennis by safety Antonio Stevens. That'll be another first down.
Travion on some speed motion there. He was running full blast from right to left there towards the Purdue sideline, and a lot of the defense reacted to Travion Henderson thinking maybe he's going to get that pass, and they went down to Ennis down the field on the left side for the first.
And Ennis, of course, with a TD catch last week at Penn State. So the ball marked at Purdue's 48-yard line. For Ohio State with a fresh set of downs and under 4 minutes to play in the third quarter. Henderson in the backfield with quarterback Will Howard. Judkins, who is back there. But a handoff will go to Henderson, running left side. Hits the Purdue 40. Still going at the Purdue 30. Travion Henderson taken down at the Purdue 20 by linebacker Cadron Jenkins. But Travion Henderson on a left angle tears off a nice run to secure another first down and get the Buckeyes in the Giant Eagle red zone.
Well, that's the big play we were looking for out of the running game. Travion did it. We've got an injured player, Purdue player, Antonio Stevens, number 11 down.
And again, Jim, that was a play where both Judkins and Henderson were on the field together. So Stevens, the senior safety out of Nashville, Tennessee, who's already missed 2 games with an injury this year, is now helped off the field for Purdue, but the Buckeyes will be looking at 1st and 10 at the Boilermaker 19.
Looks like you got the redhead out there in the field.
Yeah, that means timeout on the field with a score 24-0. Ohio State ahead of Purdue, 3:22 left in the third. Today's broadcast presented by Union Home Mortgage. This is Buckeye football from Learfield.
Buckeye Nation, the game's on fire. Whether you're in the stadium or on the couch, make sure Buckeye Vodka, proud sponsor of Ohio State Athletics, is in your lineup. Distilled for a smooth finish, it's the perfect play for any game day. Grab yours and please enjoy responsibly. And be sure to follow them on social media at Buckeye Vodka. That's at Buckeye Vodka, 21 and over.
The future of recycling is now at Rumpke Waste and Recycling. The recycling leader has opened North America's largest, most technologically advanced recycling center right here in Central Ohio. This one-of-a-kind facility features interactive displays, educational opportunities, and the ability to process over 60 tons of recycled material per hour. Rumpke is committed to recycling and sustainability efforts, and for more than 90 years, Rumpke has worked to make sure the items you place in your recycling bin get used again. Visit Rumpke.com to learn how you can team with Rumpke to put less trash in our landfills and more of it to good use.
Hi, this is Paul Keels. This Buckeye season, don't let a broken windshield ruin your game plan. Safelite Auto Glass makes it easy to get your windshield fixed with their mobile glass shops all over Central Ohio. They can come to you anywhere, giving Buckeye fans more time for game time. OH? Man, I love that. Schedule at safelite.com. Safelite Auto Glass is a proud sponsor of Ohio State Athletics.
Safelite Repair, Safelite Replace.
Today's broadcast is presented by Union Home Mortgage.
This is the Ohio State Sports Network, presented by the Ohio State Wexner Medical Center, the team physicians for Ohio State Athletics.
Today's game is brought to you in part by Corona Extra, the official cerveza of La Vida Más Fina. Find the fine life. Please drink responsibly. Corona Extra beer, imported by Crown Imports, Chicago, Illinois. 3:22 left in the third quarter here in Columbus. It's 24-0. Ohio State ahead of Purdue down on the field. Matt Andrews, how you doing down there?
Doing great, guys. Thanks. And it's really been kind of a workmanlike effort for the Buckeyes on all sides of the ball. And certainly special teams contributed, but right now, offense methodically moving the ball, getting Travion involved there a little bit, and you can tell that they're working on getting this running game going a little bit today.
Yeah, they certainly made that a point of emphasis.
Well, I think Stevens will be okay. They might have took him to the tent, and that tent's down now, so I think that's all good news.
That's a good sign, isn't it? So it's 1st and 10, Ohio State with possession of the ball at Purdue's 19-yard line. Of course, Purdue, a great basketball season last year. They went all the way to the national championship game before they lost to UConn. Ohio State out of the huddle. Will Howard, quarterback, will get under center Seth McLaughlin. Quinshon Judkins straight behind him at tailback. Motion by Henderson, who gets a fly sweep running right side. Henderson to the Purdue 20, 15, 10, 5. Henderson, touchdown. Sticks it in the right corner of the end zone. Travion Henderson, 19 yards, scoring play as he takes a fly sweep running around the right side. And Ohio State gets 6 more on the board.
TD number 42 for his career. He's been out of that end zone the last couple of weeks, but he found a way to get it on that fly sweep.
Oh, you know what, Jim? They're calling him out of bounds.
Okay.
Wow.
The guy signaled a touchdown.
I know. They mark it at the 2-yard line. The scoreboards put the points. Oh, no. I'm sorry. I watched. They were spotting for the PAT. I've never done this before. 30-0. Ohio State with a lead. PAT unit on. John Furman to snap. Put down by Joe McGuire, and the kick is up and good for Jaden Fielding. Yeah. Oh, goodness.
Those old styles got you.
Old style. Travion Henderson with a touchdown in the PAT. It's 31-0. Ohio State ahead of Purdue. Let's pause 10 seconds for station identification on the Ohio State Sports Network from Learfield.
Always and forever, your Ohio State flagship station.
WBNS FM HD1 Columbus.
The Fan, Ohio sports destination.
Just got nervous seeing him spot the ball rather than him operating out of the end zone. But Travion Henderson with a TD run to the point after. It's 31-0. Ohio State ahead of Purdue with 3:07 to play in the third quarter.
The Ohio State scoring drive powered by Honda, celebrating over 40 years of manufacturing right here in Ohio. 5 plays, 76 yards, 2:36 off the clock. Travion Henderson has 6 rushing attempts now for 85 yards, a TD. 6 in the 85. That's 14.2 average.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, that'll bump it up a little bit for him.
And his 5th rushing touchdown of the season. He had a tight spot to work in those last couple of yards, but he got it in there. Jaden Fielding with a kickoff. Ball in the air, and Sawinski will wave for and make a fair catch for Purdue. So Travion Henderson, as you said, that is career TD number 38 rushing, and his 42nd overall, which has him number 7 all-time in Ohio State history.
Yeah, number 43, and that'd be 5th place, is J.K. Dobbins and J.T. Barrett. Both those guys have 43 touchdowns, so one away from that. And then it's Zeke Elliott with 44 touchdowns.
So the Purdue offense onto the field, behind 31-0. Hudson Card has taken every snap at quarterback. We thought we might see a little bit of Ryan Brown, but not at this point. Reggie Love is behind Hudson Card in a pistol formation. Love gets a handoff, running left side, bounces off Jalen Tuimoloau, he fumbles the football, and that's going to be picked up by Jack Sawyer and run into the end zone for a touchdown. Ohio State defensive end Jack Sawyer picked up the loose pigskin as defensive end Jalen Tuimoloau had knocked it out of the hands of Reggie Love, and Ohio State gets their third defensive touchdown of the year. They lead at 37-0.
Scoop and score. Jack Sawyer. Jalen Tuimoloau caused that fumble. Kind of if he would have made the tackle, that would have been another tackle for loss. That would have been 7 games in a row. They might give him credit for that. Caused the fumble, forced the fumble. Jack Sawyer gets the fumble recovery and runs it into the end zone.
Senior from Pickerington North High School. Had that ball come right up into his mitts, and he knew what to do with it. Ran it into the right corner of the end zone. PAT unit on to try for point number 38. It's put down. The kick by Jaden Fielding is up, and it is good. With that touchdown, that's another donation from the Heartland Bank Community Foundation to the USO of Central and Southern Ohio, benefiting our active duty military personnel and their families. For more information or to support our troops, go to usocso.org and be the force behind the forces. 38-0 Ohio State leading Purdue, and Jack Sawyer picks up that fumble and takes it in the end zone.
Ohio State is now wearing number 25.
The Ohio State scoring drive powered by Honda, celebrating over 40 years of manufacturing right here in Ohio. Well, one play there. Touchdown scored by Jack Sawyer on an 11-yard fumble recovery into the end zone.
And what'd you say about Jack Sawyer before the game started today?
Need to make some plays. He stepped up and has made some plays.
He sure did. And that play was initiated because of his fellow defensive end, Jalen Tuimoloau, getting the ball out of the hands of running back Jordan Love. Reggie Love, excuse me. So it is 38-0 Ohio State ahead of Purdue. Jaden Fielding set to kick off again. And Ender Sawinski is going to let that one land in the end zone.
Well, for Purdue, what did he come up with here, huh? He tried to keep something conservative there, just run that football. They've had success running the football, but
they sure have.
Get it knocked out of their hands, and boom, touchdown.
And like we mentioned, their only real legitimate scoring threat was a missed 21-yard field goal that came in the first half. Well, Hudson Card at quarterback, but this time Devin Mockabee will get a turn at tailback. First and 10, Purdue at their own 25-yard line. 2 receivers sent wide to the left for the senior quarterback. Hudson Card hands to Mockabee, cuts it up the middle, spins by a couple of defenders, but finally he's put down by safety Caleb Downs at the Purdue 30.
Yeah, he spun out of the arms of Arvell Reese, number 20 there, and was able to get positive yards, gain of 5. They'll spot that 30-yard line for Purdue.
Mockabee getting a lot of work. We mentioned that he had 18 carries and 100 yards last year against Ohio State. The third straight year he's been Purdue's leading rusher. 2nd and 5, Boilermakers at their 30. Jamal Edrin and Jerron Tibbs are flanked wide to the left, going wide to the right, are both tight ends for Purdue, Clare and Bibber. Hudson Card back to pass. Card will fire up the left sideline for Edrin past the 50, and it's incomplete near the Ohio State 42, where corner Davison Igbinosun was battling with Jamal Edrin, and it brings up a course and 3rd down.
Yeah, I was thinking there's a little bit of hand fight there again between Davison Igbinosun and the wide receiver Edrin there, but no call on that one.
Yes, and Igbinosun was almost motioning as if he wished a flag would have been thrown for OPI. So 3rd and 5, Purdue with the ball to their own 30-yard line. Buckeyes leading 38-0 over the Boilermakers. Jamal Edrin will go wide to the right. Max Clare will come wide to the left along with Shamar Rigby. And now the snap to Hudson Card. Sets up to throw, fires middle of the field, and that ball's almost intercepted. Incomplete at the 35 for Max Clare, the tight end. But corner Jordan Hancock had the best shot at getting the ball, but he couldn't, and Purdue will punt it away.
Now the Buckeyes, after a scoop and score, come up with a 3 and out, give an opportunity for the Buckeye offense to get another shot to add some more points. Looks like Brandon Ennis will be back to return this punt.
Instead of Caleb Downs. So Keelan Crimmins, junior from Australia, to punt it away. Ohio State blocked a punt in the first half. That set up the first score of the game. Crimmins gets the snap at his 16, punts it from his 20. Brandon Ennis drifts to his left. Ennis waves forward and makes a fair catch at his 27-yard line. And that's where Ohio State will have the football with 2 minutes and 3 seconds to play in the third quarter.
There's a late fair catch signal there by
Very.
Brandon. He waved it 2 times and then turned around and was able to put it in his hands. That's not easy to do.
No, but he did it successfully.
Yeah.
So the Buckeyes will have the ball that's marked at their own 26-yard line. 38-0, Ohio State with a lead.
I could see him huddling up here the rest of the ball game.
Sure, chew some of that clock.
Yep.
Only 2 more home games left in the regular season after today. Buckeyes will be at home with Indiana and then at home with Michigan in back-to-back weeks. Will Howard still running the show at quarterback for Ohio State. Senior from Downingtown, Pennsylvania. Sets up in the shotgun. Snap will come from the Ohio State 26. Hands Judkins running left side, gets to the 30, and down at about the 31 is Judkins. Will Helt make the tackle for Purdue.
Gain of 5, run behind Donovan Jackson, the left tackle over there, and Carson Hinsman, the left guard. Good to see Carson healthy after he had a little scare there in the second quarter, but back out there in the huddle for the Buckeyes and doing some good things.
Especially considering the other injuries the offensive line has sustained. 2nd and 5. Ohio State at their own 31-yard line. Dave Adolph is in as a receiver, sent out wide to the left. One of a group of receivers. Will Howard will hand Quinshon Judkins running straight ahead, and he takes it to the 40 on his own side of the field before he's finally stopped by corner Boutros Alexandro, and it's a first down on the run by Judkins.
Brandon Ennis returned or caught that fair catch on the punt, and then he comes out there and gets a nice block on Antonio Stevens, number 11, to open up that hole for Judkins.
They're going to mark that ball at the 39 rather than the 40 as we near the 1-minute mark of the third quarter. Jeremiah Smith goes wide to the left. Jelani Thurman, Emeka Ibuka, Carnell Tate wide right for quarterback Will Howard, who's got Judkins in the backfield with him. And the handoff, Quinshon Judkins. After a stutter step, he shoots ahead to about his own 42 before being stopped by linebacker Will Held of Purdue.
It just seems like minutes ago I was saying Ohio State only had 64 yards rushing. They're up to 128 now.
Wow. And they are evaporating the clock by doing that with a half-minute to play in the third quarter.
They need to win one more play here in this third quarter.
As we see Ohio State go into a conventional huddle and break it. 3 wide to the right, single flanker Smith to the left. Howard in a shotgun. Judkins to his left. Jelani Thurman moving in motion. Will Howard gets the snap, sets up to throw, tosses out on the right side. Caught at the Purdue 45 by Carnell Tate, where he is shoved out of bounds by safety Smiley Bradford. First down as the ball moves in to Boilermaker territory on that throw.
6 catches now for Carnell Tate. Will Howard threw that before Tate was even out of his break. That's trusting your wide receiver to get to the spot on the field.
And the third quarter comes to an end after 3 here in Columbus. 38-0. Ohio State leading Purdue. Today's broadcast is presented by Union Home Mortgage. This is Buckeye football from Learfield.
Get ready, Buckeye fans. Donato's just added something special to the pizza playbook. Introducing Donato's new Block O pizza. Donato's golden thin crust cut in that trademark Block O shape, loaded with crispy pepperoni, smoked provolone cheese, and Buckeye Spirit. It's the perfect pizza for game day or any day in Buckeye country. Now get a Block O pizza for just $10 with any pizza purchase. Order today with the Donato's app or at donatos.com.
Get out there and have some fun in a new Toyota with more all-wheel drive choices like the best-selling RAV4. Now through December 2nd, get 4.99 APR financing on a new 24 RAV4 or RAV4 Hybrid. Or lease a gas-powered RAV4 LE for $309 a month for 39 months with $32.99 due at signing. With approved credit through TFS. Tax, title, and license extra. Call 1-888-36-TOYOTA for details. Or go to Toyota.com. Toyota. Let's go places.
Everybody knows that Roosters is a fun, casual joint. With their award-winning waitstaff, great food, fun, and laughter. It's a quick stop on the way home to sit back and unwind or grab a carryout. Roosters is where you, your family, and friends can order pizza, sandwiches, salads, and more. And the home of award-winning wings that are fresh, never frozen. It's your family's other dinner table. Roosters, a fun, casual joint.
The Fan, Ohio sports destination.
Today's broadcast is presented by Union Home Mortgage.
This is the Ohio State Sports Network, presented by the Ohio State Wexner Medical Center, the team physicians for Ohio State athletics.
Back at Ohio Stadium, Skip Mossick with a check of your college football scoreboard. It is brought to you by Encova Insurance. Encova, a proud sponsor of Ohio State athletics. Just one other Big Ten game underway this afternoon, fourth quarter in Piscataway. Minnesota leads at Rutgers 16-14. Top 25, late third quarter, Georgia Tech 21, fourth-ranked Miami 16. Late third quarter, Texas up on Florida 42-3. College football around the state this afternoon. Fourth quarter down in Cincinnati. West Virginia leads UC 24-14. San Diego gets a win at Dayton 16-10. Halftime, Youngstown State leads at Southern Illinois 30-12. Ohio State 38, Purdue nothing as we head to the fourth with the voice of the Buckeyes, Paul Keels.
Why, thank you, Skip, and welcome back to the Union Home Mortgage broadcast booth, the official home lending sponsor of Ohio State athletics. Learn about their 1% down payment program at UHM.com. Equal housing lender, NMLS number 2229. The Buckeyes score that they've gotten here in the second half was a Travion Henderson touchdown run. And then also they got a defensive score thanks to Jack Sawyer picking up a fumble forced by Jalen Tuimoloau and running that into the end zone. So that and all the other stuff that happened previously is why Ohio State leads at 38-0.
Yeah, 14 quick points for Ohio State. They get that on the first play of the drive versus Purdue, and sitting at 31-0. Next thing you know, play later it's 38-0. So a couple turnovers. Got an interception there by Lathan Ransom and a forced fumble by the defense.
They have done what most people had expected they would do against this Purdue team. And the offense will go back out onto the field to start the fourth quarter with a 38-0 lead. Will Howard, who scored the first TD of the game on a run from 1 yard out. That was set up by a blocked punt. He's thrown a couple of touchdown passes as well. Ohio State has it first and 10 at the Purdue 42-yard line, driving from right to left into the north end, the closed end of Ohio Stadium. Will Howard in a shotgun. Travion Henderson off to his right. Now tight end G. Scott will motion in and set up to the left of Will Howard as Henderson goes wide right. And Howard to throw. He tosses to Travion Henderson down the right side, hauls it into the Purdue 10, and he is taken out of bounds at the 5 by linebacker Cadron Jenkins. And the Buckeyes in the Giant Eagle red zone thanks to that catch by Travion Henderson.
Yeah, I think they like that matchup, number 32 against Jenkins out there, the linebacker, and put a little in and out route. And Travion makes that catch, had a little sun in his eyes, but was able to pull that thing in and get another big gain.
And he'll be replaced by freshman tailback James Peoples from San Antonio for Ohio State. First and goal, Buckeyes with a ball at the Purdue 10. That's where they say Henderson stepped out of bounds. Jeremiah Smith will go wide to the right. 3 wide to the left with Peoples in the backfield with quarterback Will Howard. Emeka Ibuka moving in motion. Howard to throw, looking. Tosses at Ibuka, left side, 10-5. Ibuka, end zone, touchdown. Emeka Ibuka keeps his catch streak going and gives Ohio State 6 more points on a 10-yard scoring pass play from Will Howard. 44-0 Ohio State.
Yeah, Mecca there in motion. You can see that they want to get him involved in this game to get a catch, to get a play. And that time he caught that pass, was able to turn the corner and just race into the end zone, right at the pylon and into the end zone. The north end zone for a Buckeye TD.
That is Emeka Ibuka's 8th touchdown catch of the season. And in his career, his 22nd. PAT unit on. John Furlman to snap. Joe McGuire puts it down. Jaden Fielding's kick is up, and it is good. And Ohio State having a day, leading Purdue 45-0 with 14:05 to play in the fourth quarter. Timeout on the field. Today's broadcast presented by Union Home Mortgage. This is Buckeye football from Learfield.
American Electric Power is a proud sponsor of Buckeyes Care.
Hi, I'm Janelle Coleman with American Electric Power. AEP comes together with our communities to create a better future every day. Whether we serve, build, or simply share with others, we make Central Ohio brighter for our neighbors. Our collaboration with Buckeyes Care is another way we work to make the future boundless for all.
Come on over to
the heartland.
Now, to run a successful business, you need to develop a strong relationship with your accountant, your attorney, and most importantly, your community banker. If you find it hard to get advice from your bank, maybe it's time to consider Heartland. I'm Scott McComb, CEO. Come on over to Heartland, where banking really feels good.
Where banking feels good. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
When you're here, you understand what it means to be a Buckeye. And at Elk & Elk, we're proud to wear scarlet and gray every Saturday. Every client, every day, means if you're ever injured, we're proud to stand with you in court. And when you're here at the shoe, we're proud to stand with you and cheer on the Buckeyes.
Whether we're here at the big game or in court, we are committed to you.
Elk & Elk, proud sponsor of Ohio State Athletics.
It's Bobby Carpenter. Join us Monday morning at 6 for the Morning Juice on 97.1 The Fan.
Today's broadcast is presented by Union Home Mortgage.
This is the Ohio State Sports Network, presented by the Ohio State Wexner Medical Center, the team physicians for Ohio State Athletics.
Stay safe this season. Make a plan for a safe ride home. If you drive drunk, you will be caught and you will be arrested. Drive sober or get pulled over. Funded by the Ohio Traffic Safety Office and the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration. 10-yard touchdown pass. Will Howard to Emeka Ibuka plus the point after. And Ohio State now with a 45-0 lead over Purdue with 14:05 to play, fourth quarter.
The Ohio State scoring drive powered by Honda, celebrating over 40 years of manufacturing right here in Ohio. 6 plays, 74 yards, 2:58 off the clock. Down the sidelines to Matt Andrews.
Jim, may be the last pass of the day for Will Howard, and good to get that catch streak continued for Emeka, but Devin Brown was loosening prior to that touchdown during the last timeout.
But Will Howard, as Jim, you pointed out during the commercial, now 70 career touchdown passes, 25 career touchdown runs with the work he's turned in today.
He's 21 of 26 for 260 yards to go along with those 3 TDs.
Jaden Fielding kicking off right to left for Ohio State. Purdue's Andrew Sawinski will let that land in the end zone. So the Buckeyes enjoying a healthy 45-0 lead over Purdue here at Ohio Stadium.
Yeah, he also had 1 rushing touchdown in this game.
Yeah, that was the first of the game.
Yep.
It's been a pretty good couple of weeks for the transfer quarterback who came to Columbus and Ohio State after having played at Kansas State.
Buckeyes getting some second-team guys in there on the defense right now.
And Purdue leaving some first-team players in on the offense. As Hudson Card continues to go at quarterback, Reggie Love will be in the backfield with him. 1st and 10 Boilermakers at their own 25-yard line.
Peyton Pearson, their linebacker, number 26.
Yeah, freshman out of Lucas, Texas. Hudson Card in the shotgun, gets the snap. Hands it off now, Reggie Love curling around the right side, hits his own 30, and he's taken down at his 36-yard line. As in there to bring him down was linebacker Arbel Reese for the Buckeyes.
Yeah, he's fast, isn't he, Arbel Reese? Yeah, he gained 10 yards, so good run there by Reggie Love.
Reese, the sophomore from Cleveland Glenville. So now Purdue with a new set of downs, working at their own 36-yard line. Tibbs will go wide to the left along with C.J. Smith. Jamal Edrin wide right. Tight end Max Clare on the right side of the line. 1st and 10 Purdue working for their own 36. Snap to Hudson Card. Hands it off Reggie Love, running to the left side to his own 40, and he is knocked down around his own 42-yard line. And making that stop for Ohio State on that play was Malik Hartford out of the secondary.
We've seen some playing time both years. Last year he got a chance to play a little bit, and he's been in there several times throughout the course of this year out of Dakota West High School.
Yeah, down in the Cincinnati area, Malik Hartford. So 2nd and 4, Purdue at their own 42-yard line. 2-by-2, receivers right and left for the Boilermakers. Hudson Card in the gun. 2nd and 4, Purdue at their own 42. Reggie Love remains a tailback in the backfield, and the give to Love running straight ahead, but Arbel Reese, linebacker, grabs him at the Purdue 45 and wrestles him down around the Purdue 46.
That's 3 straight runs for Purdue, and they'll pick up another first down on that run.
That's all they needed to move the chains, but it also keeps the clock moving. 12.5 to play, fourth quarter, with Ohio State holding a commanding 45-0 lead over Purdue. This would be a 10th consecutive win that Ohio State would have had over the Boilermakers here at Ohio Stadium. Now Rigby and Smith go wide to the left. Edrin wide right. Tight end Clare right side of the line.
Reggie Love remains in the backfield with Hudson Card, the Purdue quarterback. And he gives it on a fly sweep. C.J. Smith running around the right side, taken down at the Purdue 49-yard line. And that was Malik Hartford again coming out of the secondary to make that play.
He says, I watched Lathan Ransom play. I know how to do that. You've seen plays like that from Lathan Ransom, but this time Malik Hartford, number 9, comes in and takes Reggie Love out takes the receiver out by the legs.
Yeah, C.J. Smith, who was a transfer from Georgia. This is just his second game of the year, Smith.
Been banged up a little bit.
Yeah,
Yep.
He was hurt in camp. 2nd and 8 Purdue with the ball at their own 48-yard line. Mockabee back into tailback next to Hudson Card with 11.5 left in the game. Hudson Card gets the snap, sets up at his 41. He'll zing this pass down the left side of the field, and it is caught. The receiver dumped at the Ohio State 22-yard line. Rigby was finally taken down back there. Hartford brings him down. No, Aaron Scott, corner, brings him down to the Ohio State 22. So the catch made by Shamar Rigby to give Purdue a first down.
Yeah, Aaron Scott just couldn't get his head turned around, didn't know where that football was, and Rigby did.
Aaron Scott, freshman cornerback out of Springfield High School over in Clark County.
It's freshman on freshman there.
Yes, under 11 to play in the game. First down Purdue at Ohio State's 22. Buckeyes leading 45-0. Hudson Card straight behind his center. Gus Hartwig gets the snap. Hands it off Mockabee around the right side, and Lorenzo Stiles, cornerback, will tackle him around the Ohio State 21-yard line.
Let's see if they can get another stop inside the, almost inside that red zone. They're going to spot that at the 21-yard line.
Caden McDonald, defensive lineman, helped make that play also. So to be 2nd and 9 Purdue at the Ohio State 21, as you said, Jim, just outside of the red zone. Rigby and Edrin and Smith will go wide to the left. Tight end Clare off the line to the right. Love in the backfield with Hudson Card. 2nd and 9 Purdue at the Ohio State 21-yard line. Card's going to throw. Card looks, throws, and that one's caught by Edrin, tackled at the 3-yard line. Fumbled the ball at the end, but he was down. Corner Lorenzo, they're going to call it an incomplete catch.
Yep.
As Jamal Edrin couldn't get to it.
Yeah, the side judge made that call, was waving his arms as a incomplete pass, so it looked like he had it, but he just couldn't complete the catch. So they'll take it back and make this a 3rd and 9.
A course and 3rd and 9 for Purdue at the Ohio State 21-yard line. 10 minutes exactly remaining in the fourth quarter with Ohio State leading 45-0.
Well, if you don't make it here, do you go for it, or you just get some points on the board to avoid the shutout?
You never know. I'm sure that's different in different coaches' minds. But Rigby will go wide to the left. Clare comes wide to the right with Edrin, and Smith, who had started right, moves left. And it looks like we're getting a timeout taken.
Timeout Purdue, their first of the half.
Little confusion there.
Yeah, a little confusion. Timeout on the field, 10 minutes to play, fourth quarter. With a score 45-0, Ohio State leading Purdue. Today's broadcast presented by Union Home Mortgage. This is Buckeye football from Learfield.
The National Veterans Memorial and Museum in Columbus preserves and shares the stories of our nation's veterans from all branches and all eras of service. With a gift of $20 or more, you can honor a veteran in your life by dedicating a flag in their name to be displayed on the museum's expansive grounds on Veterans Day weekend. Your gift will be matched, and your veteran's name will be shared on our website. Learn more at nationalvets.org.
The Gridiron isn't the only place Buckeye fans watch points pile up. They score the perks of game day at Giant Eagle and Market District 2. Ready-to-eat prepared foods, everyday value from our family of brands, a fresh selection that thrills every foodie, fuel savings, and convenient favorites are all game day traditions. Earn perks and save on game day and every day at Giant Eagle and Market District. Giant Eagle, proud sponsor of Ohio State Athletics.
We have acres of brand new Chevys, Chryslers, Jeeps, Dodges, and Ram vehicles, as well as used cars and trucks that you're looking for at the Jeff Weiler Columbus Auto Mall in Canal Winchester. And if we don't have what you're looking for, we can find it at one of our 23 other locations. So come shop the lot or view over 2,000 cars right at your fingertips at JeffWeilerColumbusAutomall.com. Plus, use Weiler Direct to see monthly payments, value your trade, and get pre-approved. Rooted in family, driven by you.
Buckeye football lives here. The Fan.
Today's broadcast is presented by Union Home Mortgage.
This is the Ohio State Sports Network, presented by the Ohio State Wexner Medical Center, the team physicians for Ohio State athletics.
When life gets real, start at Kohl's, where they've lowered prices on thousands of items your family needs for whatever life brings. Kohl's, where families come first. 10 minutes exactly to play fourth quarter here at historic Ohio Stadium, 45-0. The Ohio State Buckeyes leading the Purdue Boilermakers.
Yeah, Purdue's got a big third down here. They're 2 of 9 on third down conversions. And if they want to get in the end zone, they're going to have to find a way to convert here or settle for a field goal attempt or fourth down attempt. And they're 0 for 2 on fourth.
You know, we mentioned that Ohio State plays at Northwestern next week. Guess what Purdue gets next week? Penn State.
Ooh. Is that home or away?
That is, I believe that is home for them. Then they get Michigan State. Then they play at Indiana to end the year. I know. So 3rd and 9 for Purdue at Ohio State's 21-yard line. Trying to get, well, shouldn't even say it. I was going to say trying to get their second win of the year, but they're down 45-0. They're trying to rub the lamp and see the genie.
0 for 5 in the Big Ten.
Third down bells ringing as they usually do here at Ohio Stadium. Purdue's got 2 wide to the left, single receiver to the right, tight end on the left side of the line for quarterback Hudson Card. He's got Reggie Love in the backfield with him. Snap to Hudson Card, back to throw with pressure coming, hard to hit while throwing, and it's incomplete. Lands at the 10. The receiver Clare was at about the 2, but Ohio State got some pressure put on by linebacker C.J. Hicks on quarterback Hudson Card.
They're going to kick the field goal. Hudson Card, yeah, C.J. Hicks plowed right to the middle. Buckeyes decided to bring 6 there. And Hicks busted through that line. Hit Card's arm as he's trying to make that pass. Fell short and incomplete.
Junior out of Alder High School in Dayton, so this is going to be a 38-yard field goal try for Spencer Porath, who missed a 21-yard try in the first half. Nick Levy, the snapper. Bennett Bondline is the holder. The ball's put down, and the kick for Porath is in the air. That toward the uprights, and that kick is no good. He missed again to the left. Spencer Porath. So he's 0 for 2 today, and the shutout remains intact. Ohio State will take over with a 45-0 lead.
Having a tough day, and he was coming in here pretty good, Porath. He was 7 of 9, perfect on his PAT, 17 or 17, but missed 2 field goals. Down on the sideline to Matt Andrews.
Fellas, this kind of been one-sided to say the least, but you don't think for a minute this team wouldn't love to have this shutout completed. That was a win for the defense, certainly, and a good feeling down here.
And a good feeling for Devin Brown, who will come in at quarterback, replacing Will Howard, the junior from Gilbert, Arizona, playing in his 14th career game. He had some good moments last year at Purdue, threw for a touchdown and ran for one, but then the bad moment when he was injured late in the game. 1st and 10, Ohio State with the ball to their own 21. Devin Brown in the shotgun, hands to tailback James Peoples, running right side 25, taken down at the 31-yard line. Is James Peoples as he ran up the middle, and safety Dylan Thieneman brings him down. That's another first down pickup presented by Kroger.
Yeah, it was McCord. He was a little bit banged up in that game. Didn't he have an ankle injury or something like that?
And that kind of sidelined Devin Brown for a while. Threw that touchdown pass, I believe it was to Brandon Ennis that he threw. So 1st and 10, Ohio State with the ball at their own 31. Devin Brown with his number 33 jersey sits up in the shotgun, gets the snap. Hands it again to James Peoples, running straight ahead, and he runs into a defender, and that's Antonio Stevens, safety, who's going to bring that play to an end at about the Ohio State 36.
They snapped that ball with 17 seconds left on the play clock. We got to tell Devin that, milk it a little bit more, take another 10 or 15 off of that.
Brown playing in his 14th career game. He has the distinction of being the only Ohio State quarterback whose first career start came in a bowl game, and that came in the Cotton Bowl last year, and he got hurt again.
It didn't take long, no.
Yeah. 2nd and 4. Ohio State at the 37 on their own side of the field, leading 45-0. Devin Brown gets the snap, takes a handoff, takes off running left side, gets to his own 37, and is taken down right at that point by Dylan Thieneman, the All-American safety from a year ago.
Now some work here on 3rd down. 3rd and about 3 after just picking up 1 there on 2nd down. Get that quarterback run there after that fake handoff inside.
Of course, Ohio State just trying to use up as much time as they can in this position. And speaking of, a little more than 8 minutes to play in the game. Bryson Rogers and Brandon Ennis are wide to the right. Patrick Gerd, tight end, slot right. David Adolph, flank left. As Ohio State looks at 3rd and 3 from their own 38-yard line. Devin Brown in the shotgun. Gets the snap. Back to pass from his own 30. Devin Brown. He looks, sails that upfield. Incomplete for Ennis through his hands of the 40 as he had safety Dylan Thieneman coming up to cover him. Brandon Ennis did.
Yeah, Thieneman thinking he should have had that interception there, but I think, as you said, it went off Ennis's hands, kind of tipped it out of Thieneman's head. So they get 1 first down there and have to go out and punt the football here. Just a second punt on the ball game for Joe McGuire. His first one went 48 yards.
He only had 2 punts last week at Penn State, believe it or not.
2 a week's good.
Yeah, it is. That's a good sign. Andrew Sawinski back for Purdue to return the punt. 4th and 3, the down and distance. The snap coming from the Ohio State 38 from John Furman. Furman gets it back to Joe McGuire, rolling to his right from Australia, puts it in the air. Thieneman drifts to his left, watches that one check up and go out of bounds right around the Purdue 18-yard line. And let's pause 10 seconds for station identification on the Ohio State Sports Network from Learfield.
Always and forever your Ohio State flagship station.
WBNS-FM HD1 Columbus.
The Fan, Ohio sports destination.
Timeout on the field with 7:38 left in today's game in Columbus. 45-0. Ohio State ahead of Purdue. Today's broadcast presented by Union Home Mortgage. This is Buckeye football from Learfield.
Evan Williams Bourbon is the official bourbon sponsor of Ohio State Athletics. This fall, reach for Evan Williams Kentucky Straight Bourbon or Evan Williams 1783 Small Batch. Made in Louisville, Kentucky, this lineup of award-winning bourbon is extra aged for a rich and smooth taste that's easy to enjoy. Sip Evan Williams neat, on the rocks, or in a cocktail. There's no wrong way to enjoy it. Visit evanwilliams.com to find a bottle near you. Go Buckeyes! Evan Williams Kentucky Straight Bourbon Whiskey, Bardstown, Kentucky, 43.45% alcohol by volume, 21 plus. Think wisely, drink wisely.
Ohio seniors, it's time to make the right call for better Medicare benefits with Medical Mutual. Plans start at $0 per month and include $0 doctor visits and $0 generic prescription drugs. Visit medmutual.com/review or call 1-866-966-9338 to find a plan today. MedMutual Advantage plans are HMO, HMO, POS, and PPO plans offered by Medical Mutual of Ohio with a Medicare contract. Enrollment in a MedMutual Advantage plan depends on contract renewal.
Cheers to a great day and this ice-cold Corona.
You know what would make this day even better? My grandma's carne asada.
Or your grandma here with us, making carne asada.
She does love a cold Corona.
Throw in some dancing.
Oh, we can watch the game.
I'll drink to that.
So a backyard concert with football, food, dancing, and Corona?
And your grandma.
Or we could keep it simple.
Simple is good. Want a Corona?
Thanks. Salud to the perfect day.
Corona, la vida más fina. Get your Corona at ordercorona.com. Relax responsibly. Corona Extra Beer, imported by Crown Import, Chicago, Illinois.
Today's broadcast is presented by Union Home Mortgage.
This is the Ohio State Sports Network, presented by the Ohio State Wexner Medical Center, the team physicians for Ohio State Athletics.
45-0. Ohio State ahead of Purdue. 7:38 to play, fourth quarter here in Columbus. Time to spotlight today's best in game. Brought to you by Old Dominion Freight Line, who works hard to be the best in the game and is a proud sponsor of Ohio State Athletics.
Well, there's a couple guys I can name on offense. Jermaine Smith, Carnell Tate, but I'm going to go with Travion Henderson. He's got 6 rushes for 85 yards, 14.2 average. And he also has 3 catches for 43 yards. So about 120-some yards total offense there for him. 130.
All right. Sounds good. Purdue 1st and 10 with the ball to their own 18. Ryan Brown takes over at quarterback, takes the snap, and hands it off tailback Reggie Love, who runs right into a defender, linebacker Gabe Powers, who stops him at the Purdue 20.
Like running into the goalpost there.
Yeah, really.
He went backwards after Gabe Powers put that big shot on him.
Junior.
Nice tackle.
Yeah, junior out of Marysville High School. Ryan Brown, a redshirt freshman from Clarkston, Michigan, but his high school football happened in Venice, Florida, where he won a state title. Playing in his 6th game of the year, he has 62% completions, 3 touchdowns, 1 interception. Ryan Brown replacing Hudson Card. 2nd and 8, Purdue at their own 20. Brown has started a couple of games this year for the Boilermakers when Card was injured. Brown gets the snap, back to throw, looks, steps up through the pocket, being grabbed and sacked around the 12-yard line as Ohio State was able to get the pressure put on, and that sack is turned in by For Ohio State, that was Josh Mickens, defensive lineman.
Yeah, getting his first playing time.
Brings up a course and third down.
Gets a sack.
Yeah. 3rd and 15 for Purdue with the ball at their own 13. So Mickens, a big play behind the line. Lorenzo Stiles almost got there first. 3rd and 15, Purdue at their own 13-yard line. Ryan Brown set up in the shotgun. Reggie Love is off his right-hand hip. Snap to Brown, back at his 5, looking to pass. Brown in trouble. Moving backwards, moving forwards, sails a pass upfield, and that is incomplete, well over the head at the 30-yard line of Purdue of Rigby, who is covered back there, Rigby, by Jermaine Matthews' corner, and Purdue will have to punt even their own territory.
Good stop there by the defense. You get the sack by Josh Mickens. You get a nice play by Gabe Powers, and next thing you know, it's 4th and 15.
And Keelan Crimmins, who's already had one blocked, that set up the first score of the game for Ohio State. He'll be back there at his own goal line to await the snap from Nick Levy to punt it away to Brandon Innes of Ohio State. Waist-high snap. Crimmins gets it away from his 5-yard line. Innes is going to watch that one check up out of bounds around the Ohio State 47-yard line. Next week, Ohio State is at Northwestern. We'll be on the air beginning at 10:30 a.m. with the AEP Energy Buckeye pregame show. Buckeyes playing the Wildcats at Wrigley Field in Chicago. As Northwestern Stadium, Ryan Field, torn down, being rebuilt. It'll be the first of 2 games that Northwestern is playing at Wrigley Field.
Yeah, they got Illinois, their final game of the year.
Yeah. Yeah, they played at a somewhat temporary setup stadium they had. Kind of a lacrosse field type of deal there on their campus.
On the lake.
Yes. Which this time of year could be bone-chilling.
Yeah.
6:01 to play, fourth quarter, 45-0. Ohio State the lead in the ball. Devin Brown, his second series at quarterback for the Buckeyes. He's got James Peoples in the backfield with him. Brown set up in the shotgun, takes the snap, back to throw from his own 40. Brown looks, now he takes off running right side. Brown to the 50, and he is tackled at the 50-yard line. Purdue able to get that stop made, and that tackle turned in by Jaire Ojeda, linebacker.
Positive yards, gain of 2, so they got it to midfield. So it's better than a sack or an incomplete pass.
5.5 and counting, fourth quarter. As Devin Brown played part of his high school career for Joe Germain as his head coach, former Buckeye quarterback. 2nd and 8, Ohio State from the 50-yard line. Brown with a snap, hands it off Peoples, running right side. He's blown up and stopped for a loss back at the Ohio State 42-yard line. And Sheeta Salah, linebacker, makes the stop on Peoples.
Yeah, Salah, 6'4", 251 senior, comes in and makes that play. Picks up his 18th tackle of the season.
And now Julian Sand will come in and replace Brown at quarterback.
On 3rd down.
Yeah, freshman out of Carlsbad, California, playing in just his 3rd game of the year. Of course, spent a little bit of time at Alabama before he came to Ohio State. 3rd and 12. Buckeyes of their own 46. Sand does have a touchdown pass this year.
Yeah, to Bennett Christian.
Yes. So Julian Sand in his jersey number 10 takes the snap, and he's back to throw. Sets up at the 36-yard line. Now Sand takes off running. Left side, middle of field 50. Sand to the 40 of Purdue. Taken down at Purdue's 35-yard line by safety Dylan Thieneman. Julian Sand picks up a first down for the Buckeyes on the ground.
That's not easy to do, coming right off the bench and, drop back to pass, and all of a sudden you got to take off and scramble. Shows that he was loose and ready to go.
Yeah, absolutely.
Just saying.
Just saying for Julian Sand. As we near the 4-minute mark of the fourth quarter. First down, Ohio State at Purdue's 35-yard line. James Peoples will line up to the right of quarterback Julian Sand. He gets the snap. Sand looks to throw. Quick toss on the right side. Incomplete for David Adolph around the 29, where he was covered by corner Boutros Alessandro.
Pretty tough coverage there. Of course, Sand transferred from Alabama. He never played for him. He committed to him, and once Coach Saban decided to retire, he decided to come to Ohio State along with Caleb Downs and Seth McLaughlin.
Yeah. And he can play one more game and still claim this year as a redshirt year, if that is part of the plan. 2nd and 10. Ohio State at Purdue's 35-yard line. Julian Sand straight behind center. 2 receivers wide left, single flanker to the right with Peoples in the backfield. Snap to Julian Sand. He sets up to pass. Quick toss left side, and it's incomplete for David Adolph at the 25, where he was covered, David Adolph, back there by corner Teron Grant.
That must be his favorite target there in practice. He's gone to Adolph twice on this drive.
Yeah, makes you wonder.
Yeah. Well, so maybe he can scramble again to pick up another first.
45.
Picked up more than, well, let's see. He picked up 19 yards on his last game. He's going to need 10 here.
45-0, Ohio State leading with 3:53 on the fourth quarter clock. Patrick Gerd and Bryson Rogers go wide to the right. Brandon Innes and David Adolph wide to the left. Peoples in the backfield with quarterback Julian Sand. 3rd and 10. Ohio State at Purdue's 35. Now Peoples breaks out and goes wide right. Julian Sand with a snap. Sets up to pass. He looks, zips that middle of the field, and it's incomplete for Brandon Innes at the 30 of Purdue, where he was covered by safety Smiley Bradford. Little behind him, but Brandon Innes will want that one back.
Kind of a no man's land here at the 35-yard line, so it would be about a 52-yard field goal attempt. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
They sure are. 4th and 10 with the ball at Purdue's 35 and 3:48 to play in a game that Ohio State leads 45-0. Break ranks, Patrick Gerd, Brandon Innes, Bryson Rogers wide right. David Adolph wide left. Peoples in the backfield to the left of quarterback Julian Sand for the Buckeyes. 4th and 10, Ohio State at Purdue's 35. Snap to Julian Sand. Sets up to pass. Quick pass will come out left side. Incomplete at the 25. Again throwing for David Adolph, and again covered and broken up by corner Teron Grant. Purdue will take over on downs with 3:43 left in the game that Ohio State leads 45-0.
Well, they gave him a shot to throw the football there. Went to Adolph 3 times, went to Innes once, and turned the ball over on downs.
Of course, that is a crowded position group at quarterback for Ohio State. The 3 that have played in the game, along with Lincoln Kienholz and Aaron Nolan. Kienholz has been in, I believe, just one game this year. Nolan has not played at all.
You know, talking about those freshmen playing time, they can play in the postseason, though, and that does not count.
That's correct. That does not count as far as the redshirt factor. Purdue 1st and 10 with the ball to their own 35. Ryan Brown, redshirt freshman quarterback, gets the snap, and he hands it off, and the running back's going to move to the Purdue 40, and that's going to be the end of the trip for the young man who ran the ball, Jaheim Merriweather. And he gets tackled down there. It looked like that stop was made by Jason Moore, defensive lineman.
Yeah, pretty much they're still starting offensive line in there. Gus Hartwick at center is still in the ballgame. He's been pretty steady throughout his career.
Today, his 45th start, Gus Hartwick. Merriweather, a freshman from Jackson, Tennessee, at tailback. 2nd and 4, Purdue at their own 41. Snap to Brown, fakes a handoff, rolls to his left to throw, fires on the run upfield, and it's incomplete near the Ohio State 38 for Sawinski, who was covered by corner Lorenzo Stiles, but flags come out.
Yeah, they're going to get probably defensive pass interference.
Defense number 3, 15-yard penalty, automatic 1st down.
So Lorenzo Stiles at corner, the culprit, with 3:03 left in the game, and moves the ball to the Ohio State 44-yard line for Purdue. 45-0, Buckeyes on top. This will be Ohio State's 10th consecutive home win over Purdue. Overall, their 3rd win in a row ever since that nightmare of 2018.
3rd penalty for the Buckeyes on the ball game. Purdue has 0.
1st and 10, Boilermakers to the Ohio State 44-yard line. Ryan Brown gets the snap, hands it off. Merriweather running left side. Merriweather slow to the 44, pushed out of bounds there at that spot, as Ohio State is able to get that play made by Bryce West, who's in at corner.
Merriweather has pretty good size at 6'2", 210, the freshman. He's got 1 TD on the season.
Sure does. Clock at 2:40 and rolling. We'll get the 2-minute timeout coming shortly. Purdue looking at 2nd and 9 with the ball to the Ohio State 43.
Keep running it, Purdue.
Keep running it. Yeah, and certainly they're probably thinking, Jim, they don't want to turn the ball over by throwing it unnecessarily. Hartwick snaps it to Ryan Brown, steps behind the 50 to pass. He'll sail that one down the left side of the field, and that ball is incomplete at the 5-yard line for Leland Smith, the intended receiver, who tried to streak down that left side, and he was covered by Aaron Scott.
He laid there in the end zone for a while, and the referee says, "Are you okay?"
That's why I wasn't sure who it was right away, and he's not. He goes right to the ground. It brings up a course and 3rd down. And so now Sean Barnhouse, trainer, will come out and take a look at freshman cornerback Aaron Scott.
Yeah, I didn't see what would happen there.
No, and he was step for step with the intended receiver, Leland Smith. 2 minutes and 15 seconds to play in the fourth quarter, with Ohio State leading 45-0. So Ryan Day and his staff getting a chance to look at a lot of players in game action today.
Getting a chance to play some depth, that's always good. And didn't see really any of Tyleek Williams in this ball game, so he got a chance to get that ankle, which he hurt in the fourth quarter against Penn State. Another week to rest and get healthy and get ready for Northwestern, hopefully.
Yes. And again, that is next week, Northwestern in Chicago, 12 noon kickoff at Wrigley Field.
It'll be an early day, Central Time.
Yes.
11.
Aaron Scott now up and standing, so that's a good sign. And that's one of those, well, we know Ohio State fans like to travel all over the place, but to travel to a unique setting like Wrigley Field, where they've had Northwestern's hosted some games there in recent years. They had Iowa last year. They've had Illinois previously.
Looks like he's going to turn and walk to the locker room.
Yeah.
He's right there in the southeast part of the end zone, so he's not far from the ramp to walk up to the locker room.
Well, that's the good thing, that he's walking there.
Yeah. Huh. Got his helmet off. Seems to be maybe banged his head or something. Who knows?
Yeah. So Purdue looking at 3rd and 9 from the Ohio State 43 with 2 minutes and 15 seconds to play in the fourth quarter. Ryan Brown, redshirt freshman quarterback, played in one game last year for Purdue. This year, this is his 6th game that he's played, and he started 2 of them. He's the up man in a pistol with Merriweather, the tailback, right behind him. And a handoff, Merriweather running left side. Merriweather stopped at the Ohio State 40. That stop gets made by Ohio State's Dominic Kirks, who's in on the defensive line.
Number 55, Dominic Kirks. Will Smith Jr., number 53, checks in on that defensive line.
And we get the 2-minute timeout. Timeout on the field. The 2 minutes exactly left in the game. It's 45-0. Ohio State ahead of Purdue. Today's broadcast presented by Union Home Mortgage. This is Buckeye football from Learfield.
For over 30 years, Schumacher Homes has been building affordable custom homes throughout the Buckeye State. Experience true customization on your land, your way, without any compromises. Come visit any of our 9 Ohio model home and design studio locations to see the latest in design trends and learn about our award-winning building process, or start online at SchumacherHomes.com. You'll be surprised how affordable a custom home will be. Schumacher Homes, proud home building sponsor of Ohio State Athletics.
Looking for a drink that is bold, smooth, and naturally sweet? Look no further than Patron Añejo. Our tequilas are handmade, using traditional methods to deliver a signature flavor. Patron Añejo is the perfect blend of sophistication and complexity. Sip it neat, on the rocks, or with a splash of fresh pineapple juice. Made with just 3 natural ingredients: Blue Weber agave, yeast, and water. Patron is proudly additive-free. Patron Añejo, made by hand, crafted by passion. Drink responsibly. Imported by Patron Spirits Company, Coral Gables, Florida. Tequila, 40% alcohol by volume.
Today's broadcast is presented by Union Home Mortgage.
This is the Ohio State Sports Network, presented by the Ohio State Wexner Medical Center, the team physicians for Ohio State Athletics.
2 minutes exactly on the mark to the second left in the fourth quarter of today's game here at Ohio Stadium. 45-0. Ohio State leading Purdue. A reminder to stay with us after the game for the Encova Insurance postgame show. We'll hear from Coach Ryan Day prior to his postgame press conference and announce our postgame awards, including the IBEW Electric Play of the Game.
4th and 5 now for Purdue, and on 4th downs they're 0 for 2. Last time on 4th down they were in field goal range. They attempted a field goal, missed it left, and they get the offense out there, and they're going to go ahead and see if they can find a way to convert here on 4th.
You know, Jim, I know, just like you get a lot of questions from people during the week about various things regarding Ohio State. Some questions came up about the end of the regular season with 2 straight home games. Ohio State will play regular season home games to close out the year for the first time since 2014, when it was Indiana and Michigan, as it will be this year, and for only the 3rd time since 1951, when Woody Hayes took over in 64. Penn State, Northwestern, and Michigan. 62, Indiana, Oregon, and Michigan. And the 8th time since playing home games at Ohio Stadium that started in 1922.
Wow. Rarity.
It really is. And we appreciate it.
Yeah. Well, when you got 8 home games and only 4 away, it's going to probably happen on one of those years.
Yeah. 4th and 5, as you said. Purdue with the ball at Ohio State's 39-yard line. Ryan Brown, redshirt freshman quarterback, has the Boilermaker offense on the field. Jaheim Merriweather, tailback, right behind him. And we got 3 receivers bunched in on the right side and a single flanker. Leland Smith out wide to the left. On 4th and 5, Purdue at Ohio State's 39. Brown looking left to throw, now rolling to the right behind the 50. Runs straight ahead, and he's forced down. No, he's still going down, now out of bounds at about the 37 of Ohio State, as Peyton Pierce, linebacker, forced him out of bounds, and the Buckeyes will take over on downs.
Yeah, it was Bryce West, number 12, who was pressuring Hudson Card and chased him out of the pocket over towards the Ohio State bench, and was able to force that issue there. Good job there by number 12, Bryce West, a freshman out of Glenville High School up there.
Pipeline continues.
Yes, it does.
Yeah, that probably ensures the shutout, wouldn't you think?
Yeah.
Barring something crazy.
They'll run a few plays here, but let that clock run here.
Yes. Which shows 1 minute and 51 seconds remaining on it, with Ohio State leading 45-0. Julian Sand at quarterback, and Sam Williams-Dixon will be next to him at tailback. Sam playing in just his 3rd game of the year. Snap to Sand, hands to Sam Williams-Dixon, goes straight ahead to about the 39. And that's where he is taken down. We got a little late shoving and whatnot going on. That the play came to an end.
Yeah, it looks like number 86 was involved there, Max LeBlanc, the freshman tight end.
Jamarian Harkless was involved in the tackle for Purdue. I think Toby Wilson's out there snapping the football at center for Ohio State. 2nd and 7, Buckeyes at their 40. Julian Sand straight behind the center in a shotgun. Sam Williams-Dixon with another handoff, and he'll go straight ahead to the Ohio State 44, where he is finally stopped there at the 44. Sam Williams-Dixon played his senior year at Pickerington North High School. That was after he had been, previous to that, at West Holmes High School here in Ohio.
Actually, Toby is playing a right guard. Josh Padilla is in there at center.
Of course, Toby is the son of former offensive coordinator Kevin Wilson, now the head coach at Tulsa. 3rd and 3, Ohio State with the ball at their own 44-yard line. Sam Williams-Dixon sent up to the left of quarterback Julian Sand. Sand hands it off. Williams-Dixon again, straight ahead he goes, and he's put down around the Ohio State 46-yard line. Safety Antonio Stevens with a stop, but that's going to take care of things, as Ryan Day and his team will come to the field and go toward the Purdue players and coaches to shake their hands, and the Buckeyes get their 2nd shutout of the season as they defeat the Purdue Boilermakers today, 45-0. That's our final score. Today's broadcast presented by Union Home Mortgage. This is Buckeye football from Learfield.
At Ohio State, we are the never afraid to innovate.
No interceptions. He's done a